Yeah, I'm so excited today because we are going to dig into archives and talk about as many players as possible that will come in today's game and average 25 or more points per game. This includes everybody, Mars. Guys in the 60s, 70s, 80s. I don't know if we're done with the 90s, but the 90s are included too. The 2000s, the dead ball era. The 2010s, we might be able to find some power forwards and centers, even though it's not that deep in that era. And even guys in the 20s. The only thing is, you have to be retired. If you are retired, you are eligible for this list, but I'm interested to know how many guys would essentially come and get busy in today's era. Now, you guys are probably wondering, how do we get to this title? Why are we talking about guys from yesteryear that could potentially come and dominate today's game? Well, I know you guys remember a couple episodes we talked about Michael Redd. And, in the episode or in this clip, me and a couple people were saying that Michael Redd would come and get busy in today's era.
Interesting.
In this video, I reposted it on Twitter. I said, y'all crazy if you don't think Michael Redd will average 25 plus in today's three-point heavy era. And some guy on Twitter responded to me. And quite frankly, I just didn't really like C. Casper's response. C. Casper said, so every single player now is going to average 25 points. At this point, we're going to have 80 guys that average 25 points the way some of y'all tell it.
Interesting.
And the more and more I got to think about it, Morris, the more and more I got to thinking, maybe we might have 80 guys that could average 25. Hey, maybe we might, chill. I'm just saying, when you break it down, now I'm not going to say everybody that led the league in scoring will do it. I'm not going to say everybody that was a prominent scorer during their time can do it. But the more and more I think about it, we have, when Michael Jordan averaged, or when he was a rookie, that was damn near 40 years ago.
Yep.
Actually, 41 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. 41 years ago. In 41 years, I don't think it's crazy to say that two or three guys every year can come and do that. Now, some years where you might have 7 guys. It's some years where you might have 1 guy. This might be years where you have no guys. But I think it's a good chance that we can rack up the guys that can average 25 plus. Now, 80 is not a magic number. I'm not trying to hit 80 to prove a point. I'm just really trying to see how many guys legitimately would come and get buckets in this era. Now, I know we have to factor in style of play. I know we have to factor in era. But chill. What do you say is something that makes somebody a legend? What do you say is something that makes somebody an all-time great? Their game travels.
Yes, sir. The game travel. Yes, sir. Absolutely. And I was just thinking about this, Ron. So I think last season, Ox, in the 24-25 season, we had 10 guys, and Damian Lillard might have a little bit of an asterisk on his name, averaged 25 a game. 10 guys last season. As opposed to 10 years ago, I think we had 4 guys averaging that many points. Now, I'm 100% confident. I'm not confident. I'm not sort of on the fence about it. I am 100% confident that the 2013-2014 Carmelo Anthony could average 25 a game in today's game. I'm confident in that. He could be a 25 a game guy. That's just 10 years ago. And James is averaging 25 a game. Well, not this season, but he did average 25 a game not this season that just passed, but last year. And he played 10 years ago. So Kobe Bryant, I think, the 2012, 2013 Kobe Bryant, that guy who tore up his Achilles, he could average 25 in today's game because there are things in your game that just translate. If you're a great scorer, there are things in your game that just translates beyond generations. If I can get to a specific spot, if I got a pull-up game, if I'm good in transition, if I'm good on the block, if I'm a good one-on-one player, and I can, if I have a specific spot I could get to, I don't have to be super nice with the ball, but I got to have a purpose with the ball. If I'm just throwing the ball between my legs 5, 6, 7 different times, that doesn't necessarily translate to getting buckets. We got guys that played in yesteryear that they were effective with a purpose. What I mean when I say that is when they did things, they didn't just do it just to do it. I'm doing this to get somewhere. Dominique Wilkins, when he was jumping over the top of you to shoot that mid-range, if it wasn't going in, he was crashing the glass. And the way the wide open game is today, Dominique Wilkins on the glass, he could possibly be a double-digit rebounder. And with putbacks and things like that, I think Neek could average double digits today. I think Alex English could be a 25-a-game scorer today. I think Rick Barry, I know that sounds crazy. I think Rick Barry could be a 25-a-game scorer. I'm 100% confident Pistol Peak averaged 25 in today's game. 100% confident that he could do that, considering what the game is today.
It's only 10 people last year. I thought it'd be a couple more. I thought it'd be a little more than that.
Damian Lillard averaged 24-9.
Yeah,
Damian Lillard averaged 24-9. He was number 10 of guys that averaged 25 a game or more last season. And I the 24-9, that's 25 to me. That's 25 a game. So
I would say too, we take into account because what is it that they say about the 70s? Like it's inflated, right? Because of all the possessions.
Yeah.
I would assume that today's game's a little inflated just by the chucking of the three ball. You know what I'm saying? I think that you look at all the players that are really good at shooting threes and how many they shoot.
Yeah,
I would say so.
Well, Ox, if you think about also what the game is, so like even if we went to the pass, I think James Harden would scorch the 90s. I think James Harden would get busy in the 90s. This is what I'm talking about when I talk about your game translating from one era to the next. Because you don't necessarily have to be ridiculously athletic. I don't think that you have to be super fast because Bird wasn't that fast, but I think Bird would scorch this. I think Bird would scorch this era. I think Bird would be a 25-a-game scorer just off the strength of his ability not just to shoot, but his ability to read defenses and get the spots and play on the block. I think Bird, just as smart as he is, he could get 25 a game. Just off that alone, because he's not super duper athletic. Neither is Luka. And Luka, in my estimation, is the best scorer in the game. So there's when your game translates, when your game translates from one era to the next, I think that's when we're talking about being an all-time. I think that's when we're talking about a guy being an all-time great player. Because what I did then, I could do that today too.
Yeah, and I want to make this abundantly clear. This is not me trying to pin today's game against yesterday's game. It's not me trying to pin the 80s versus the 2020s. That's not what's going on. Because me and Buddy C Jasper or J Casper, whatever his name is, JCCJ, we had in our back and forth. When I was telling him that there are players that are coming and get busy in today's era, I also said in following tweets, I said, bro, I'm not trying to diminish the players from today. I believe that there's a ton of players today that'll go get busy in the 2000s, that'll go get busy in the 90s, that'll go get busy in the 70s. What I'm more so saying is it's a lot of dope ass basketball players over the 60, 70-year history of basketball, 75-year history of basketball. Furthermore, it's a lot of players that are just timeless. Their games can travel. And ultimately, I know that it's very few people that score 30 plus points per game, 25 points per game, 20 plus points per game. But I want you guys to know that when you dope like that, scoring 25 is easy. When you got it, like for instance, I'm gonna go to Oxman, Paul Pierce. It was nothing for Paul Pierce to get 25 a night. And that could be in 2025, 2015, 2005, 1995, 85, 75, 65. It was nothing for Paul Pierce to get 25 a night. And we can go down a list of guys. I believe we could go down a long list of guys, 50 at least, where it's like you guys in any era, especially today's era, will get money.
Ron, you're wasting your breath. This is a completely right. What we're doing today is completely disrespecting the young fellas. That's all we're doing.
Then let's disrespect. Then let's get disrespectful.
We're basically saying that all the players before 2015 were better than all the players today. Y'all know.
No, we're not doing that, Ox. No, we're not. We're not doing that.
Chill. Trust me. That's what they heard. So let's just have fun today, y'all.
Let's go.
This is absolutely a hater episode. Y'all already know.
Yo, Mars, you ready to hate?
Sure.
If you show somebody love pre 2010, yeah, shit, they coming for you. You said that before too. Like I think that's what you're just saying, Ron. But like I said that plenty of times. It's like we have so many players from before that play. There's thousands of them. Of course, there's going to be some that are doper than the guys that are playing today. But, you know, let's just
Mars, you have anything to say about what's going on today?
I just want to. Are we talking about guys who could average 25 if you put them on the Jazz, or like you just gave them the green light and said go out and score?
Let's find
Or
a
is
common.
there-
Let's find a common ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. I want to make sure that we're all talking about something.
I didn't think about this. So let's find a common ground.
It can't be like the Nuggets. I can't play with Jokic, like somebody that's just going.
What about the Rockets from last year? You replaced Jalen Green. The Rockets are a team where you could put a center on there next to Şengün. You could put a point guard on there and he could play with Van Fleet. You could put Kevin Durant on there. Like that team right there got an elite defense, but they really needed a leading scorer.
Wait, that the defense might be too elite, and then Mars, y'all, it's still y'all, right?
Sure, yeah, sure.
Okay, y'all, but y'all was so good on the offensive glass, though. You know what I'm saying? That's $2 for $1 all day. You know.
Yeah, I was gonna say Andre Drummond. I was gonna say he could average 25. Now I don't know. It's like I don't know if it needs to be a specific team because like some people might need more spacing than what Houston can give them, but like they might. Like it depends. I just wanted to know if he was like. Do MC stats 25s count basically? Like that's what I was.
Let's do Detroit, Mars. Detroit in place of Jaden Ivey, if it's a 2 guard, or in place of
so like just a good playoff, like a playoff level team basically.
Yeah,
could they average 25 on a playoff level team?
If they're like a wing player, we replace Tobias Harris. If they're a good 2 guard, we replace Jaden Ivey. You know,
and if it's a point guard, he just slots next to.
And are we doing we just take player from the 60s and just teleport them to today, or are we doing they grew up in this era? Like which one are we doing?
I'm teleporting.
Yeah, I think teleporting. I don't like that.
So like, I'm taking Bob Cousy from 51 and just throwing him in 2025.
Yes.
No, he grew up in 2000s, and like we're just saying, you come from this game and you're about to play in 2025. Give me 25 points. Is that
that's too much speculation, Mars? I can't assume how a player will grow.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that we're all saying the same thing. Okay,
and obviously, like doing it that way kind of cooks the 60s, 70s.
Absolutely, I will not be saying any of their names.
A little bit of the 80s, but from the 80s on, because it's we can still agree on about 7 guys from the 80s, where it's like you coming and getting busy. But for to me, from that moment on, it's still up though. I still believe it's going to be a good amount of guys in the 70s or in the 80s, 90s, 2000s. It's going to be crazy.
What does Joe do? Well? Take Jalen Green off that Houston Rocket team and put Joe Dumars on there. What do they look like? What is he doing on that team?
I don't
putting up some points.
I
don't know if it's 25 of them, but he's putting up some points.
I don't know if I got Joe chill, but then again, you know what I'm saying? I'm not too.
I mean, Joe was a 20-a-game guy. He was a 20-a-game guy in Detroit. Like so now the game is more wide open, right? It's a lot faster. Joe Dumars is one of the better defenders in the game, which means that he could get in the passing lane. I can appreciate the space logic. I can appreciate that, but Joe Dumars is one of the better one-on-one players in the game and very good at mismatch hunting. Mars, you brought up what mismatch hunting is today. I mean, they were mismatch hunting in 1989, where we got Magic on. We're doing everything that we can, no matter what we're running. Joe, if Magic gets on you, go after him. Don't let him off the hook. Well, if we're doing that in 1989, how much more are we mismatch hunting today with the game being more wide open and guys caring more about getting back to the basketball than they do about actually playing defense?
What was Joe Dumars?
He averaged 23 and a half in one season.
Yeah.
So
that was his high.
Make one more layup, Joe Dumars.
And even with that too, four straight seasons, he basically averaged 20 plus. One of the years it was 19.9.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we'll give him that.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's 5 straight seasons actually. No, that's 4. But also too, over his career, he shot 38% from 3.
And he's probably taking 1 or 2. So now if you expand,
in 93, he shot 3.9. Damon shot 4 games. So next year,
4.6.
Next year, 5.
Yes.
His high in 98 was almost 6 threes a game.
In what year?
In 98. How you shoot 6 threes a game and only scored 13? That's neither here nor there. All right, okay.
Because he was older at that point. He in '98 he was
like
older. He was on his last leg. Joe Dumars was on his way out. So
who was he playing for in '98?
He played for Detroit this whole time. His whole career.
For
He played for Pistons.
Okay.
He didn't play for nobody else. He played for the Pistons. So
he's a loyal guy, man.
I don't think when we talking about players from yesteryear, I'm not just saying anybody, because I think that's where the disconnect comes from, guys. I think that, Ron, they think when we talk about players from yesteryear, they think anybody could come in the league, or any guy that was getting buckets could come in the league and just average 25 a game. There's bucket getters back in the days who I think would struggle in today's game, right? There's guys who got buckets who were some of the better scorers who I think would struggle in today's game, considering what the three ball is, right? I think Bernard King would have a problem in today's game, considering what the three ball is. I think he would struggle because he would have to shoot the three. He couldn't just live in the mid range like DeMar DeRozan. He couldn't do that. You got to expand your game. So I think that there's some aspects of his game where he would struggle shooting the basketball. And as athletic as Bernard King is, right? As athletic as Bernard King is, I think that if his game wouldn't expand that far out from the long ball line, I think he would struggle in that aspect. There are some guys who their athleticism is superior, like Neek, where he can make up for that. Like Dominique Wilkins can make up for being not as good at the long ball line. So he could play faster. We could get him more stuff in transition. We could get him more lobs and things like that. So I think his game would translate. But dudes like Patrick Ewing, I think Patrick Ewing would be damn good in today's game. I think he would be awesome. But I think that there's things that he would struggle in terms of being a bucket getter, because you can't just be relegated to just being on the box. You can't just be. You would have to expand your game. And I think that would be a bit of an issue for him.
Are there any guys that came from an era where they didn't shoot many threes, or these guys just weren't three-point shooters, that will be able to come in and really get busy and average 25 plus? And I guess that kind of includes bigs. We could leave the obvious bigs out, but is it any guy? I'm more so talking about wings, like 1, 2s, and 3s who really didn't shoot like that or couldn't shoot, but still could come and get buckets without the three-point shot.
Yeah.
That's the only one that comes to mind.
George Gervin didn't.
Well, I think Bernard King would be fine too, just assuming he stays healthy. But George Gervin is like, I guess, the easy one to go to because he scored.
Mark Aguirre didn't shoot many threes, right? Mark Aguirre didn't shoot many threes, and Mark Aguirre had a unique style of play. And at 6'6", he was a solid transition player, but yeah. I think he would get busy in today's game. Drex would get busy in today's game. And I know this might sound crazy, but and there's a scorer that a lot of people don't talk about. I think Reggie Theus would get busy in today's game. Think Jordan Poole,
Reggie Theus,
right? Think Jordan Poole, except a little bit more efficient in the spaces that he was good in. Like Reggie Theus isn't taking a lot of bad shots. Like Jordan Poole just out here rocking. Like Reggie Theus would the majority of the time take shots that he can make. And I think that I'm thinking about a guy in today's game that would take shots and this would play within himself, like DeMar DeRozan. Like DeMar DeRozan lived in the mid-range. DeMar DeRozan doesn't take a lot of bad shots, and which would explain why his scoring went where it went. A guy like Reggie Theus, Reggie Theus didn't take a lot of bad shots, but he was on a bad team in Sacramento. I'm not going to argue that point. But I think that he would be good. Sorry, Ox. Yeah. I apologize.
Nah, shout out, Reggie.
Yeah.
Wait, so are y'all gonna be pissed if I be bringing up players that already average 25? Like, we don't got to talk.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if this is meant to be an episode for like the guys no one thinks about, or if we're meant to say Tracy McGrady. Like, I don't know.
Well, I think we just get the obvious ones out the way. Like,
yeah, we could get the obvious ones out the way.
Yeah, like
guys like
I'm trying to really get like deep into it and see how many guys like really that we could find that were, the sneaky names.
Did Glenn average 25 plus?
I'd assume so. Yeah.
Right.
Glenn Robinson or Glenn Rice?
Glenn Rice.
Yeah, Glenn Rice. Yeah. I think absolutely.
Charlotte,
he averaged like 28 one time.
Yeah.
Miami, I'd assume, especially when they're short on 3-point line.
He averaged 27 miles in 97.
Yeah, 20. Yeah, 27.
97. He was in Charlotte or Miami.
He was in Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Short on 3-point line. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, he ain't need to shorten that thing though. He could shot.
Hey, 47% from 3. I mean,
hey.
Glenn had knocked that thing down from the house.
And since we're on the subject
sure.
of other bucket getters, Ron, I can tell you right now, Big Dog would light these dudes up.
Yeah.
Glenn Robinson would light these dudes up today in today's game, because I think that Glenn Robinson was another one of those bucket getters who, one, real good athlete, great in space, great getting to spots with that weak hand. He was awesome. That two dribble pull up to the left and could finish at the rim with the best of them. Glenn Robinson was 6'8". He will throw it over the top of you. And Glenn Robinson had a scorer's mentality. Like a lot of guys, Ox, I mean, they got a scorer's mentality, but they don't have that kind of scorer's mentality. Glenn Robinson had that kind of mentality where he missed 2 or 3 shots. That's fine. Give me the pill. I'm going to keep going. And if he made 2 or 3, he's going to keep pouring it on you. He's not going to let you off the hook. I think Glenn Robinson would be awesome in today's game as a bucket getter. In terms of sleepers, Ron.
How big was Big Dog? He was
6'8".
what, 6'9", 6'8"?
6'8", yes, sir.
So you think he'd be like a JT type of player, like play the 4?
Yeah. I think he could be. I think he could be in that aspect. He wasn't a great passer.
I'm not comparing him to JT either, by the way. I'm just saying,
he wasn't much of a passer. He was definitely more of a bucket getter, and he would get on the glass. Yeah, he would get on the glass and he'd rebound, but I wouldn't categorize him. Not that you're comparing him to Jason Tatum. No, not saying that. But when I think about guys like Glenn Robinson, and I think about what kind of game he has, like I'm thinking about him on that Miami Heat team. Take Andrew Wiggins off that team and put Glenn Robinson on that team with Khalil Ware and Bam and Tyler Hero. Put Glenn Robinson on that crew. Like, what do they look like? Take and I know y'all gonna kill me for this. Take Pascal Siakam off Indiana and put Big Dog on that team and see what they look like.
I don't hate that at all.
What do they look like with Big Dog? The transition team that they are, how fast they play, how great Glenn Robinson was as a stop and pop 6'8" guy and a one-on-one guy. Their offense would very rarely be stagnant, because Glenn Robinson was the kind of scorer who he didn't settle for things. So if his jump shot wasn't going, he getting to the rim. No question about that. He's getting to the rim. And once that jump shot got going, he's just pouring it on you. There's really nothing that you can do with him. Nothing.
I can't say that I watched enough of Glenn Robinson. I don't. Not too.
You would have loved him, I promise you. You would have loved Big Dog. The way you love ballers, the way you love basketball players, you would have loved Big Dog. You would have loved everything about him.
I mean, of course I've seen some, but I didn't watch him that much. I ain't seen enough.
Yeah, I mean, Big Dog was tough. And I mean, over a span of 11 years, he got a 20-point per game average, and he got 8 seasons, 8 of the 11 seasons averaging 20+. Never touched 25, though. His high was 23.4. But Big Dog
slower
was
paced era.
Big Dog was nice.
Mars, that matters, Mars. Like
I agree. I'm saying when you average 22, but the team's only averaging 90 possessions. Yeah, it's reasonable to assume if the team's averaging 100 possessions, you might score an extra bucket or two. No, it's just error text formula,
which doesn't really
add 5 points.
Which, to your point, Mars, doesn't really sound like a lot. So let's say, for the sake of argument, like what you just brought up, Mars. So we get 89 possessions a game, and we go from 89 possessions a game to 99 possessions a game. Okay, well, that doesn't sound like that many, because if you think about it, that's really like 2 more possessions a quarter, right? That doesn't really sound like that. That doesn't really sound like that big of a deal. Well, if the game is faster, that could be more transition points. That could be more wide open threes. That could be more one-on-one opportunities. If the game is more wide open, it could be more stuff like that could enhance your game, right? And you could get better. I feel like you can get more quality shots when you have more possessions, especially like that.
All right, fellas. Well, let's just go ahead and get the obvious names out the way. I think it's like 30 names that we could just go ahead and just run through.
Allen Houston. Get him out of here.
Houston was so nice, Ox.
I wasn't expecting Allen Houston, but I'm not mad at Allen Houston.
What? Allen Houston was so nice. Oh my God.
You didn't expect Allen Houston to be the first name?
Nah, not the first name.
You know what I'm man.
Am I ridiculous, Ron, if I say, think about it. Imagine Klay Thompson as a better one-on-one player? That's when I think about when I think about, and this is what I want you to get wrapped up in, Mars. I don't want you to get wrapped up in Allen Houston. And I don't want you to get wrapped up in Allen Houston as Klay Thompson together as players. What I want you to envision is Klay Thompson, the long ball shooter that he is, the catch and shoot guy that he is. Now envision him being a better face-up one-on-one player.
Yeah, he's more like a bigger CJ McCollum. Right, that's kind of how I view Allen Houston. But
his handle was that nice?
Yes, he was nice with the pill, yo. Yes, he was.
He'll get to what he wants to. Maybe he doesn't have CJ got like more counters, but I think that's virtue of his size. He has to get different things off that Allen Houston didn't have to. But in terms of like the off-ball stuff, the shooting ability, and then being able to create for yourself, like he's like a bigger CJ McCollum to me. More so than a Klay. Just Klay's too limited in that regard.
That's what I was thinking.
Ball too, so.
And that's what I was thinking, because I don't think he's the shooter that Klay Thompson is. I do think he's a phenomenal catch and shoot guy, no doubt about that. But and I'm not gonna, paint myself into this, pigeonhole and go, well, as good as Klay Thompson is as a shooter, that's how good Allen Houston is as a one-on-one player. Easy, relax. I'm not doing that. No, let's calm down. What I am saying is Allen Houston at 6'6", him and Klay Thompson around the same size. And I think the thing that Klay Thompson doesn't do as a one-on-one player, I think Allen Houston does better. And I'm trying to, I'd like for you to imagine Klay Thompson as that, like a guy who could put the ball on the floor and then counter and just raise up over you. A guy who could put the ball on the floor and get to the rim and create around the rim, like Allen Houston did. And I think that he would be that's the guy that I'm thinking about when I think about in terms of a bucket getter.
One of the most beautiful jump shots I ever seen.
It's textbook, Ox. If you look up the definition of textbook in the dictionary, it's a picture of Allen Houston.
You got Allen, you got Klay, you got dudes like that. Just amazing.
Yes.
Respect J.R. Smith's jumper, please. Thank you.
Nah, J.R. Smith got J.R. Smith got a nice looking jumper.
Devin Booker.
Yeah,
Devin Booker got a nice jumper.
Speaking of J.R., shit.
JR is not averaging 25.
Let me calm down.
I would like to see like Nuggets JR.
JR goes bonkers today. I don't think he averages 25, but I do think he is a starter.
As much credit as
he will be nice for sure.
I think
I'm just thinking he's probably like 16 to 18, probably coming off the bench just because he's got some horrible shot selection. I think he's like very clear. I think he's very clearly a sick man, but he'll be one of the best 6 men in the league.
He's very ill-advised. Very ill-advised.
Yeah, and teams are gonna want that off their bench.
What's the difference between J.R. Smith and Jalen Green? Serious.
Jalen Green, respectfully, should probably be coming off the bench for a team that's trying to win. He probably should be. So,
I
think is Jalen Green better than J.R. Smith?
No, not right now. Not yet.
No.
I'm saying J.R. Smith is like.
I'm saying Jalen Green should probably be coming off the bench for a serious team.
I agree. All right.
Well, that's last season. He's been working on that floater this offseason. 25 a game and coming.
Hey, I'm trying to chill because this is just the type of episode that'll send me off the deep end. So I'm trying to relax.
Don't worry.
It is.
We gonna touch the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, I'm waiting to get when we get past Michael Jordan into it.
I invited Jordan. I invited Penn. I invited Swiper. It seems they're all ducking the smoke. I know why Swiper's ducking the smoke.
Well, Swiper gonna say Carlos Arroyo, so you know.
I want to be clear that when I just said no, I didn't say no. Like, I hope Jordan's not coming. I thought you're talking about, are we going to talk about Michael Jordan? Like, no, obviously not. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but do you think Michael Jordan would average 25 today?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I mean,
I'm just asking. He didn't shoot the three. Like, he couldn't go left.
So Ron, how about the obvious ones? Okay, so in the 80s,
right quick, chill. But before we get in that, real talk, are you aware of what's going on?
Yeah, we're talking about all the guys that would average 25 plus today.
So assuming you put them on a playoff team, you can't just average 25 in Washington.
Oh, it's got to be a playoff game?
Yeah, you got to be an impactful 25. It's got to be an impactful 25.
Can't be empty.
So real talk, think Detroit Pistons. You're either replacing Jaden Ivey, you're replacing Tobias Harris. You know what I'm saying? Replacing one of those guys on this Detroit Pistons.
If it's a big man, you replace Jalen Duran.
The example that I used, real talk, was take Jalen Green off that Houston Rocket team and put Joe Dumars on there. Like, what does that look like?
Mm-hmm. Okay. I know.
Joe Dumars ain't
But
putting up
that should
38 on the
eliminate
Warriors
some-
in game 2 of the
Some
playoffs.
foolish names that's finna be brought up today.
Oh no, I'm gonna
Foolish.
still say
It gotta
say some
matter,
names that I still believe could do it. But
Yo,
yeah.
Foolish.
but JR better than Norman Powell.
Yeah, I think he's better than Norman Powell.
Oh, he
Right.
JR a fringe name. He a dude that we could all agree would get busy today, just with the crazy athleticism, with the 3-point shooting. But I think we could all agree maybe not 25.
I've got him 16 to 18. That's probably where I got him. But
Okay.
I think he's better than Norman Powell.
I think he do
All right,
everything.
well, then
Jalen
let's
Green
I
does.
think he could average
just-
20, but
Let's just move on to Michael Finley then.
Because you said this last night on playback, and
Yo, so y'all, there's no way y'all push it back on Mike. I mean, what do you average? He
Mike
averaged what,
nice.
20,
Mike was
22
nice.
in
He
Dallas?
averaged like 21, 22. Yeah.
And again, we talking
he
about
did
on a
that for
playoff
five,
team.
he did that for
Like,
5 straight seasons too. 21, 20, 22, 21, 20, 19.3, 18.6.
and to think about it, like 20, what's 25 a game on a playoff team? Like, I'm the man. I'm not a good player. I'm averaging 25 on a playoff team. I am the man.
Mike Finley was the man. That's
The-
why.
the
I'm
year-
not
I had his
like the
jersey.
second or the third guy. I'm the
He
man.
was carrying Steve Nash.
Mm.
He was doing that.
I had that blue Mike Finley jersey because he was the man.
Because if you okay, so think about this, Ron. So again, we
I
had
actually think Mike could do it. The more I think about it, actually,
we
I
had
think Mike could,
we had 10 guys. All right. So what was Damian Lillard? Damian Lillard was he the number 2 in Milwaukee?
Yeah, he was.
But he was awesome.
Yeah.
Devin Booker is the man. Was Devin Booker the man in Phoenix?
Yeah.
Well, Kevin Durant exists, but
Right.
They was both the
They had-
men.
they had
Right?
two
Like,
men.
it's some teams you just got 2 men.
That was
Right.
the man.
Jalen Brunson was the man in New York. Kate Cunningham was the man in Detroit.
okay.
Kevin
Cade
Durant.
averaged 25.
Yeah.
Hey, that was
hell
26.
25 26 and 9.
26
Yeah.
Yeah,
he
26,
averaged
6, and 9. That's why people
Yeah.
say
That's
he's a top 5 point
Bull.
guard. Yeah.
What?
Shout out
Yes,
to
he
Cade.
got busy,
Yeah.
Mark. He got busy, ops. Yes,
Why
sir.
you think I was saying what I was saying about Cade when I was
Yes.
saying it?
I thought K was at like 19.
Nah, hell
No,
nah.
Cade was like,
Cade
he was
was
at
nuts.
almost
Crazy as shit.
I think Cade has averaged 19 since his first year.
Yes.
I'm
Where
thinking
did
19, 20, 21. Shit, check out the boy.
We already talked about we already talked about KD, right? We already talked about KD, him and Devin Booker. Jason Tatum was the man in Boston, and he averaged 27. Anthony Edwards, he was the man in Minnesota. He averaged 28. Joker averaged 30, right? And we already know who Giannis
remember
and SGA.
though. So you said it's 10 players.
So
So
if you
also
average
is some
25
players that
a game.
average more than 25. That just
But there's
didn't
guys
play
who
enough
average,
games.
yeah, there's guys who average, like Paolo averaged 25, LaMelo averaged 25. They just didn't play enough
Luka.
games. Yeah, Luka averaged
Yeah,
25.
Luka,
So like, there are more guys than 10. They just didn't play enough games.
We know
There
with
is a
certain guys-
surprising amount of players nowadays averaging like 25 plus. This has been tracked throughout like the
I think
different years and
2023 is the
decades.
year where there was a bunch. Like, I think like 5 people averaged 30 in 2023. I
Yeah,
think that was
so
like a
people,
record
it's
or
more
something.
people scoring more points now because it is easier.
In
to score.
in 2023,
Mhm.
19 people averaged 25. No, 20 people averaged
Damn.
25. And Zach LaVine was at 24.8. So
That's 25.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
so-
bro, y'all mind if I just ask a quick question
The
because
top 5
I'm really
scorers in
I'm really curious about this. And I asked Ron, I asked Jordan, I believe Frank was still on with us on playback when I asked. So real talk, Mars, chill. Who would you have? Who do you take? Coutinho Mobley or Mike Finley?
Mike Finley.
Me too. I got Mike Finley.
I said Casino, but it's a lot of bias in that.
Yeah,
It's a
Yeah,
lot
yeah.
of bias in that.
Wow,
now there
Ron.
is something
Like,
about a lefty. Like when a lefty get into it, like it's
Yeah,
a
it
different
look-
feeling.
it
I can't
look
explain
good,
it.
man.
It's a little
Yeah.
different. It's like Nick Van Next to it. It's a little different.
That's
Oh,
another-
now you gonna average 25. My bad.
Nasty today.
That next one.
Mike a better player. Like he's a better overall player because Mike also could low key, play defense too.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah,
But-
for sure.
I don't know. Coutinho was like nicer. Coutinho nicer, but
He
Mike
nicer with the
is a better
pill.
player. Yeah,
Yeah, but that's
Mike-
what he
Yeah,
just got a little
he nicer
bit.
with
He
the
got a little bit
pill.
of wiggle to his game. It's like, yeah.
And Coutinho will get your ass on that block too.
Mhm.
I'm talking about it and cook you slowly.
He was well. First of all, Coutinho was legit 6'4", 6'5". He was legit that big. Okay.
Coutinho and Steve used to just ISO. That's what the Houston offense was for a little bit.
Yo, Coutinho used to be out there cooking Kobe. Yeah. Coutinho be out there having Kobe on the block.
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole offense.
Chill, look like you're really struggling with this one.
I'm not, because Michael Finley, the one-on-one player Michael Finley was. I mean, he had a different type of mid-range. Like Michael Finley, he square you up in that mid-range, look you right in your face, bomb. He ain't wasting no time with it. And then he had that 2-dribble pull-up in the middle of the lane. He had that 2-dribble pull-up in the middle of the lane. And don't even get me started on him finishing around the rim, because he dunking on your big man. He going in there and beating up on your big man all day long. He doing that, right? Yeah. So I don't even have to bring up the transition stuff. It's just, to Mars's point, Coutinho Mobley had that with the he had all of that stuff, and it just looked good. It just looked so much better than it does. So now Ron, now what I gotta do is I gotta go, okay, this chick looked good. Okay, this chick right here, she looked good too, but got better credit, got a better job, is more stable.
Wait though. The chick that you said looked good, she looked better. Oh, she looked better. This one just got better credit. She got her head on her shoulders a little more.
The one that looked better, she do a little extra, you know what I'm saying, in the private time. You know what I'm saying? She better in the private time too.
Well, wait a minute.
Wait, better in the private time.
This one over here. First of all, let's be clear about this one over here. This one over here is an 8. Let's not make it sound like this one over here is a 6.5, and if you clean her up, she an 8. No, this one over here is an 8, 100% an 8. And on top of them being an 8,
fuck, I love this show, man.
It's less trouble with this one. I know exactly what I'm getting.
You talking about Mike Finley, right?
I know exactly what I'm getting with Mike Finley.
Mike Finley gonna have you a hot meal when you come home from work.
Know exactly what I'm getting from him, Ron. And on top of that, Mike Finley, to Ron's point, there's a lot more wiggle with Coutinho Mobley. A lot of the stuff looks better. You know what that tells me, Mars? I might have to battle with you sometimes because it looks good. It's nice looking, but I might have to battle with you about a meal. I might have to battle with you about going out. Mike Finley, I don't got to bat. Draw it up. I need the ball on the left side of the floor, right here on the elbow. I'm getting to it. I'm not wasting any time. Coutinho Mobley, you could give him the ball here, or he'd be like, well, maybe give me to me here. Well, maybe now we got to do this back and forth.
But chill, when you doing the back and forth, though, she's so fine. You argue with her.
That's what the problem is. Now
but you look at her in the middle of argument, you like, God damn. You know what, maybe I tell you like, maybe you right. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe it's not you. Maybe it's
the problem though, Ron. Maybe you, but you're not tripping though, right?
You're not tripping. You 100% not tripping.
You're right. You know exactly what it is. With this one over here, they'll work with you more. Should it be? I want the ball right here. You want to give me the ball right here. I'm a little bit more effective over here. This one over here, man, just give me the ball over here. Well, no, I think you're more effective. Listen, if you just gave me now I got to go back and forth with you about this, and now there's a thing that we're bickering. I know what I'm getting with Mike Finley. I know what I'm getting with him. He's more versatile as a scorer. He's bigger, more athletic. I think that I can get more buckets in bunches with him. I'm gonna go with Mike Finley, no doubt.
Shit, I'm telling you right now. You talking about how that toxic shit. Ron getting hot. Ron got to go take a cold shower right there. This nigga Ron getting excited.
Hey, Ox, my palms are sweating right now.
No, Ron want the chick blacking out on him in the grocery store. He want that chick.
Chill, I didn't fell off of that. Chill. That's not. Hey, chill, that's not my thing anymore. I'm cool on that.
But then we get back to the house.
Very quickly, because y'all already mentioned it. Frank, I know what you look like now. I suggest you leave me the hell alone. I suggest you leave me be, brother. I suggest you leave me be. I know what you look like now.
Hey, real talk. Frank was on fire yesterday.
Yeah, I bet
he was on fire. Real talk. You was getting cooked. And you remember? You seen the Klay Thompson 37-point quarter? I'm talking about.
I have.
Yeah.
Hey, real talk, he was trying to give you that thing special.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I would no longer be going back and forth with a gentleman whose hairline is the shape of a shaft. That's what his hairline is. shape of a shaft will no longer be going back and forth with him. No,
Wow.
thank you.
Now y'all was
You got a shaft line?
He got a shaft line. Yeah.
Y'all was going crazy yesterday. I pulled up yesterday. I'm like, I missed the first quarter. Frank, what's been going on? Who's been chopping? Who's having a good game? He said, I don't know. I've been cooking real talk for whole game.
Real talk. He was going band for band with you.
No, facts.
Listen, you not watching the basketball game?
All right, y'all. Let's take this moment in time just to get all the obvious names out of the way.
Yep.
So, y'all throw the names out there. I'm gonna add them to the list.
Like the obvious, like we talking about like Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
Oh,
Man, let's start with the guys that averaged 30 today. Let's just do that.
Okay.
Giannis.
Vince Carter.
Sure, they got to be retired though.
Okay, so retired player. That's right. You
Vince Carter averaging 30 today.
I got him.
I just want to say I was always a really big fan of Vince. I just think everybody's a little higher on Vince than I am.
Vince was.
I agree.
Vince was
early 2000s. Vince was definitely averaging 30.
Okay, Manu Ginobili, we can get him out the way.
Well, can we?
For 25?
Nobody's pushing back.
Yeah.
On the Pistons?
Yeah, him next.
Yeah, Manu kind of where
he fully off the leash. I could get with that.
Come on, bro, get real.
I say Manu's the best player on that team. I'm the bad guy.
That's first team All NBA, baby. Come on.
Yeah, if I say Manu the best player on that team, I'm the bad guy. I don't want to jump off
the roof, Mars. I don't want to jump off the roof, Ron. If you take Jabari Smith off that Houston crew and you put Manu Ginobili on that crew, what does that crew look like from a bucket standpoint?
Champions.
From an everything standpoint, they're beating Golden State. I don't know about what happens after that. But
so Manu is that much of a difference?
Oh, last year.
They lost in Game 7.
Wow.
You talk about last year's team too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Take Jabari Smith off that crew and put Manu.
Well, Jabari was hooping, so credit to Jabari.
Yeah, I would say take Jalen Green off.
So take Jalen Green off, and we put.
They win that series in like 5-6 games.
So they serve Golden State.
Do you know what Manu would do with Amin Thompson? He have Amin Thompson out here looking like what?
That's what I'm asking, Ox. What does Manu's numbers look like? The play that Manu was, the play that you guys remember, what does his numbers look like on that Houston team going up against
26-6?
I don't know. He may like run some egalitarian offense, so I don't know like what he's gonna average. I know he's like easily the best player on the team. But I don't know, 24, 5-5, maybe 25, 5-5, 25,
I
5
think
and
the
7.
assists are higher.
Is he better than Donovan?
I don't know because Ime loves himself some Fred VanVleet. Like Fred's gonna still be running the offense. So
don't make me answer that question, Chill. Please don't make me answer that question.
Answer that question. Is he better than Donovan Mitchell in the playoffs?
Please don't make me answer that question, Chill.
Please answer the question.
Let me make you feel a little more comfortable.
Manu Ginobili in 2024-25 on the Houston Rockets against the Golden State Warriors. Is he better than Donovan Mitchell in the playoffs?
He's not as explosive as a scorer of Donovan Mitchell. No, I don't think he is. But is he a better basketball player than Donovan Mitchell? 100%, yes.
But that's what we're talking about, though. He's playing good basketball. He's not as explosive. So I'm not looking at Manu to become with 45 and none of that type of stuff. Yep. But yeah, I think he can score enough. Like I still think he's a 25-point scorer, but I think Donovan Mitchell is an overall better scorer. It just looks different scoring. But I think Manu Ginobili makes that team a lot better. I think he's a better basketball player than Donovan Mitchell for sure.
Okay. I don't know if Donovan Mitchell's just flat out a better scorer than Manu. And the only reason why I'm saying
we got to stop with the.
I think he's more of an explosive scorer, though.
I don't even know that.
I'm not trying to disrespect.
Okay, I think this is more Manu Ginobili glazed than Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah,
but like D-Mitch is one of the best playoff scorers of this generation.
He is real talk. I'm not trying to diminish Manu or Donovan Mitchell at all, and he is an explosive scorer. The only thing is with Manu, we just never got to see Manu the ball just get rolled out to Manu, and you just. Bro, we need you to carry the team offensively.
We didn't get to see that though.
We've seen that, bro. We've seen that in games.
Not like Donovan Mitchell. Not like Donovan Mitchell on the Jazz. It was literally Donovan Mitchell. We need you to get every single bucket. For the Cavs last year, no Darius Garland, no Evan Mobley, a couple of those games. Donovan, we need you to literally just carry us. We're we go as you go. Every single possession, you have the ability to come down and chuck whatever you want. Nobody's going to say anything to you because we need you to be that number one option. I don't think we ever like we see Manu go off. We see Manu get hot. We see Manu explode. We see Manu have good games. We see Manu in big moments, but we never see Manu as that clear-cut number one option. No Greg Popovich, no system, none of that. Just you have to carry us on a night-to-night basis. I think if we would have got to see that from Manu, we would be talking about him a little different in terms of scoring.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, and maybe you guys can straighten me out, because I think we did have a space where he had that opportunity. What was the year that they lost in the first round to Memphis?
He was hurt in 2011.
So he was hurt. Okay.
2011, he was hurt.
So he was hurt because I thought that because I knew it was something going on. I know Duncan was hurt and Ginobili was hurt too. That's why.
No excuses though. Let Tim Duncan lose to an 8 seed in the first round.
Yeah, that's
let that have been someone else.
I do think that Manu's not probably. He's a better overall basketball player, but that scoring, D. Mitch got that.
He's not a better bucket getter than Donovan Mitchell. No, he is not.
He's not.
That's what I'm saying. I agree with you on
he's
that.
not a better bucket getter than Donovan
I don't think he's as good of
I'm not gonna argue that.
I think he had more ways.
I think that's also, but I think that's just because Donovan Mitchell. It's like scoring is a mentality thing as much as an ability thing.
I agree.
I'm on your side.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big reason why Manu Ginobili, maybe Manu wouldn't average 25 in today's game. I don't know. I think he's entirely capable, but does he, in order to do that, in some areas, you got to take away from getting your teammates involved or making the right play because you got to go force the issue somewhere. Sure. That wasn't really Manu Ginobili's game. So, that's where I think what makes Donovan Mitchell a better scorer is because he'll force the issue. Now, I think Manu Ginobili is a better player than Donovan Mitchell for a bunch of reasons. One of them being that I think Donovan Mitchell forces the issue too much. But that still makes him a better scorer than Manu Ginobili. And in terms of who could score more ways,
And I think that's where you get, I think, Ron, that's where you get thrown off the track when you talk about just a guy just going to kill. I don't think that's Manu Ginobili's game in terms of just being a killer like that. I mean, he could get buckets. I'm not going to.
We're Jordan where you need him.
I'm not.
Manu will come in and change games for sure.
But the point that I'm making with Manu, Ron, is you look at killers like go kill regularly all the time. Manu is definitely more of a guy woven into the unit. Like, if you need me to get you a bucket,
he did that because of Pop, though. Chill.
But if you
Pop made him a part-time killer. He didn't even make him a part-time killer. He made him the person to you got this one job. You're not John Wick where you gonna go kill everybody in the building. You gonna sneak in through the back, and we need you to go take out the boss. That's who Manu was. But he could have walked in there guns ablaze. What's his equalizer style? Chopping everybody up, throwing stuff, shooting.
Could he do that on a regular though, Ron? That's the question that needs to be asked.
This is all. I'm going and looking back at 04-05 playoffs. Series 1 against Denver, I averaged 22 and 6. Series 2 against Seattle, damn, I averaged 20.5. Series 3 against Phoenix, that was obviously faster style, but once again, I averaged 22.5. And then in the finals against Detroit, I go and average 19.
That's in a series where teams weren't scoring 80. Just want to put it out there.
Yeah.
He's averaging 19 of the team's 80 points. Let's just make that clear. The final
score 79-86.
Literally. So that 19 a little bit different compared to a 19 today. Let's just make that very clear. Did any team break 100 in that series?
No.
I don't think so.
Come on, man.
That's the same Detroit 19. That's the same Detroit team that held the Lakers under 90 4 to 5 games that they played them. So
Manu Ginobili,
in 20 games, they held them under 80.
And this is in the finals. Game 1, Manu Ginobili, 26 points. The Spurs scored 84 points. Game 2, Manu Ginobili, 27 points. The Spurs scored 97 points.
That's a third of them, almost a third of their points.
So yeah, bro.
Why you stop?
The games in which the games Manu didn't score a lot, the Spurs didn't break 75. That's why. Okay. If Manu didn't score, the Spurs didn't break 75 points. So
Manu probably can get to 25 today because of the 3-ball. Like if he takes more threes, and he was a pretty decent 3-point shooter, probably get to 25, and he probably gets to he has a great free throw rate today, probably also. So
for sure.
Yeah, off of free throws and 3, just the math of it, he probably can't average 25.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think of, analytics friendly players as well, like guys who get to the line.
Cannot interest you in Steve Smith,
the Sizzler.
I'm not mad at
y'all know how I feel about SGA.
Hold on.
So
Smitty's nickname was the Sizzler?
The Sizzler. That was his name.
We go with
nickname was Smitty.
Sizzler.
Yes,
We
sir.
go with
So it was
Sizzler.
Smitty and Sizzler?
Yeah, the Sizzler. Yes, sir.
Shout out
I
Smitty.
went to college. Dude, I went to school with. His name was Pop Rogers. He's from Detroit. He knew Steve Smith. That was his man. Yeah, his nickname was the Sizzler.
So I can't interest you in the Sizzler.
I'm intrigued. I don't know about 25. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about
Maybe.
25.
Again, Ron, remember what we're
player,
talking about here, Ron. We're talking about 25 a game. 25 a game is I'm either the man on a playoff team. I'm either the man or I'm next to the man. That's what I am.
I want to interest you guys in Kevin Martin, but I'm waiting for my opportunity.
Nope. And the reason why I'm not buying, Ox, do not entertain this. You know why I don't entertain this? Because we've seen this already. Why? We've seen this already when he jumped on that Oklahoma City crew and that dude folded up like laundry. He was not ready.
Chill. That doesn't. That's not. No. Playing next to Kevin Durant and Westbrook. We are talking about on the Detroit Pistons playing next to Jay Cunningham. You replaced Jaden Ivey with Kevin Martin.
They put Kevin Martin in the James Harden role. James Harden averaged like 16 in OKC.
And
that doesn't mean James Harden wasn't capable of averaging 25.
And real talk,
he just came in and replaced James Harden, so he ended up coming off the bench, being like their little scorer off the bench. He averaged like 15 points. Like
I'm with you, Mars.
I think Kevin Martin could average 25.
All I know, real talk is I saw a New Edition put Johnny Gill in the Bobby Brown role, and they went platinum. I know that.
That's Johnny Gill.
I know that. This is the same Kevin Martin who was up in Sacramento getting 24 and 26 a game. Now he get on it. Now he get on a crew, right? Now he get on a crew with other ballers, and like he's relegated to be in a background.
So he averaging but damn near 25. So that means he could average 25.
I think he could do it, chill.
I think people got to take a back seat sometimes. You know, Kevin Love, Chris Bosh, they got to go over.
Yeah, like you got Kevin Durant or Russell Westbrook on your team. Yeah, maybe you're not going to average 25 because you're coming off the bench.
Chill.
Kevin Martin could average 25.
Kevin Martin was a bucket though.
What did you expect him to? Did you expect him to go shut down the city of Oklahoma? This is my hey. This town ain't big enough for the three of us. Kevin Durant just being the best scorer in the world.
No, I'm not. What I am saying, Ron, is the same thing that you dudes tell me all the time about James, for example. How when James gets different guys, like how their scoring dips and he ruins players. Kevin Martin, when he gets on this Oklahoma City team, this is a dude who came from Sacramento primarily as a bucket getter, right? So now I'm getting on a crew with, and I'm getting on a crew with one of the better distributors in the game in Russell Westbrook at that time. Is that fair? Definitely. So with that, with that being said, I'm also on a crew with arguably the best bucket getter in the game. Okay, my buckets are going to go down, no doubt about that. But why do they have to decrease significantly? That's why we got you.
James Harden's decreased significantly. It's the same thing.
Well, the difference with James Harden, though, Moss, was James Harden was there the entire time. They brought Kevin Martin over there for buckets. They didn't bring Kevin Martin.
They brought him over there to replace James Harden.
No, I think James Harden, and you've said this to me numerous times about what James Harden was in that Oklahoma City in that Oklahoma City system, what he was turning into. Kevin Martin, there's no way him being the bucket getter that he was in Sacramento when he came over to Oklahoma City that they looked at him as anything more than that. They wasn't looking at him as a primary ball handler. We already got that in Russell Westbrook. They wasn't looking at him as a primary scorer. We already got that in KD. We need extra buckets. That's you. And the fact that he couldn't do it at the level that he was doing it in Sacramento, I don't scoff at that. But what I'm saying is that I don't expect you to fall off a cliff neither.
Wasn't Kevin Martin down there with y'all for a minute too, real talk, in Houston?
Yeah, averaging like 23.
A little bit. Yeah, he was for a little bit. He was cold.
He was a bucket getter.
Kevin Martin could score the ball.
I think Kevin Martin easily averages 25 today.
Like he got into the free throw line like crazy. Yeah. He can shoot the three. Like he was foul baiting like crazy 15 years ago. Like, come on, man.
I don't even think that's really
He's just soft. Like my very first pro-am, I was playing with Matt Barnes.
He was injured
against Kevin Martin's team, and the dude is just soft, man. I don't like Kevin Martin.
I think there was an interview. I forgot who it was, but there was an interview of somebody that played with him.
And he said he would play trash around the All-Star break, so he didn't make the All-Star break.
He was like, hey, man, he would look up. He said he got 19 points. He'd be like, oh, yeah, I'm done scoring. And then he was like, the teammate was like, oh, yeah, it was Jeremy Lamb. And Jeremy Lamb was like, why you done scoring? And he was like, because I want to be left alone, man. If I keep scoring, they're gonna put me on the All-Star team. I'm good, bro. I want to.
See, I respect that, man. I respect that, man.
See, so I'm talking about, Mars. And imagine putting you on the All-Star team, and now you're on a playoff team, and you're on a playoff team, and we expect you to get more buckets. Oh shit! Wait a minute, I don't know if I want to do that.
I respect that mentality, man. He wants his All-Star break to be a week off. He ain't trying to be out there having to do interviews and playing All-Star games. I respect that, man.
Chill. That's the thing, Chill. We was actually just talking about you yesterday, and that's what I love about you, Chill. Because even in this space, you a big dog in this community, and you don't duck no smoke. Even the small fries could get it. You know what I'm saying? You're not protecting your brand. You're not protecting none of that. You're gonna step into the ring and get down with anybody, anytime. It's not, I can't lose this one. I'm not gonna do. No, you getting busy. Kevin Martin don't got none of that in him. Kevin Martin just you know what? Hell no, he ain't averaging 25. Get him out of here.
All right, so
Muhammad Ali said it best, Ron. He said
Kevin Martin haters,
when you the heavyweight champ.
I am a Kevin Martin hater for sure.
when you got the belt, when you the heavyweight champ, you can't duck no smoke. Muhammad Ali said it, that anybody who won it can get it. Doesn't make a difference who it is.
Hey, well,
that's some
cold. Calling him the heavyweight champ. I'm just saying he could average 25.
That's some cold shit though. Like for you to be like, I could get 30, but I'm chilling though for real. Like you actually kind of cold to do that. The NBA, I ain't gonna lie, that's cold.
Man, I seen Matt Barnes torching Kevin Martin. I'm on the team with Matt Barnes. He is torching Kevin
Martin.
Frying him. Kevin Martin. We out there bullying Kevin Martin.
When was this?
I'm like 17 in sacking a pro-am a while back when he was I think it was like his last season with us. He wasn't playing in the pro-am. And Matt Barnes is cooking Kevin Martin. Kevin Martin's so mad he wouldn't even give my little brother an autograph after the game. For real. My little brother like, Kevin Martin, can I get your autograph? He just walked by.
As you were saying, Ron, I'm sorry I interrupted.
I was just gonna say, you hear that, PCL champ? Real champs don't duck nobody. Even the small fries can get it.
You can hold on, Ron. You can bow out after winning enough. You can be like, all right, I'm good.
He's not the PCL champ.
Has the PCL champ run enough?
No, I mean, Mars on this Jordan shit right now, Ron.
It looked to me like he might be on his Kevin Martin shit.
I identify with Kevin Martin. I respect that. If you don't want your All-Star break to actually be if you want your All-Star break to actually be a break, I have no problem with that. You don't want to be an All-Star. Why do I have a problem with that? Go ahead, do your thing. I think that's amazing. Shout out to you, Kevin Martin.
I was looking, to be honest with you, Ron, I was looking forward to seeing Mars in the championship, and Dwight Howard over here threw a monkey wrench in the finals expectation. This one right over here, he threw a monkey wrench in the whole thing, right?
I'm actually, if you really think about it, using Mars' logic up here, I'm really the PCL champ because who cares what the voters think? You know what I'm saying? I don't care what the voters think. I'm the actual PCL champ in all actuality. You know what I'm saying?
I agree, real talk.
That's not how my logic works, but I am kind of.
That's number one, Mars. Let's start there.
Yeah, that's not how my logic works, but I am kind of. I see what you're saying.
First of all, it's not
close enough, I guess.
All right, y'all. Well, the cool thing about it is the PCL will be here sooner than you think, and I can't wait to see who that belt is going to be going to next. I can't wait to see who participates. I can't wait to let you guys know about this new innovative format of how we're going to get to the champions, because similar to how things changed after LeBron, similar to how things changed after Jokic and Embiid, we might have to make some changes because some people are rigging the system. But you never know.
I'm so about the PCL, Ron, because it's like I'm like one of them franchises in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't get a lottery pick, but I can't make a deep playoff.
You the Bulls?
I was about to say the Bulls. Is that who
you the Bulls?
You know what I'm saying? I'm getting there, then it's like, get it out of here. I just want to remind y'all, I cooked Jordan, and y'all did me dirty just because I forgot to bring up Norman Powell. I can't even get a lottery pick. Y'all need to smack me earlier, or you know what I'm saying?
All right, y'all. Tomorrow, you know what time it is. It is Throwback Thursday, and tomorrow we are going to be watching one of the more prominent matchups that we're going to watch on any Throwback Thursday. If you like hoops, If you like buckets, if you like mano, tomorrow is the day. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Then later tonight, are the Jacksonville Jaguars really Super Bowl bound? Well, you got to pull up to the press box and watch Swiper, J-Rob, Big Bama, host Corey. You got to watch all these guys talk about what's going to happen. And also, we got a big guest tonight. I don't know if you guys follow Juju Reacts on YouTube or if you follow Juju Reacts on TikTok, but he will be on the show tonight. So make sure you pull up and enjoy the show because I think it's going to be one of them ones. And also on Friday, we got the TCL where you guys get to pick the topics. You guys get to send through the super chats and you guys get to dictate what we talk about for all 3 hours of the show. In the meantime, though, y'all, make sure you like the video. Shout out to everybody on Twitter. Become a member, become a subscriber. And last but not least, keep sending through super chats because it is the crunch time chat segment of the show. First super chat we got is from B-True23. B-True said Antoine Walker.
That's who Paulo.
Yeah, he probably does average 25.
I'm a
low
Antoine
league average
Walker hater,
efficiency, though.
Yeah.
You are, Mars, and I don't understand why.
All to the Kevin Martin here. I'm an Antoine Walker hater. I'm sorry.
Is it the shot?
That's some of the most egregious brand of basketball I've watched.
Is it the shot selection, Mars? What's the issue with
No
it?
Sloan?
The shot selection, it's the decision making. It stinks. I'm sorry, it stinks. Like I'm not.
Because I can see the
Early
shot
2000s Celtics hoops. It's like, yeah, you got Paul Pierce, yay, and then I have to go watch Antoine Walker hijack possessions. I was like, oh my god, it's okay, I guess. It's bad hoops. And then I found out like a few months ago when I first went on my Antoine Walker is annoying to watch train. How are you 6'9" shooting below 40% from the field?
Yeah.
Someone explain that to me.
Twan was just
Like,
getting them up.
that's ridiculous. I'm sorry. Like, I didn't even know that. I was just watching and like, yeah, this shot selection's egregious. Then I find out 38% from the field, 39% from the field. Like, come on, man.
Shout out Big
Like,
Twan.
But the vibes, though, Mars. But the vibes.
Nah, sure. Antoine Walker highlights. Antoine Walker full games. That's it.
All right, y'all. 43 Productions said Bill Russell is the GOAT. Eat it, haters. Mars knows. He saw my TikTok list at chill, but he didn't look at it. Almost like he ducking. JK, y'all. All love.
Yeah, he did make a GOAT list and he had Bill Russell as the GOAT. It was a very good list. Didn't look at the rest, but he had Bill Russell at number 1. So, good list.
Oh, you was like, I seen enough?
I did not.
Yeah, I scrolled through to the top. I saw Bill Russell at 1. I didn't look through the rest. I was like, yeah, that's good. That's right.
I have not seen it. I'm sorry.
Shout out 43 Productions. Shout out Bill Russell. And shout out all the all-time lists, all the GOAT lists.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not all of them, but yeah, one's with Bill Russell at 1 for sure.
Yeah, man. All GOAT list matters.
I still need yours, by the way.
Oh yeah,
It'll be coming in soon. I got you. You know who the top 2 is.
I know
Who
top
are the
1.
top 2, Ron?
I know the top 1.
Kareem.
Yeah, I know
Kareem.
he has Kareem at 1.
Jordan.
Mhm.
Hey, Kobe at 3.
You know I redid my list. So
No, we didn't know that you redid your list.
yeah,
Ron.
I redid it. Hey, Magic was for a long time at 3. Then he fell to 4. Now I have moved Magic further down. Unfortunately.
Look what Twan's doing out here.
Hey man, go watch them games. I'm telling y'all,
Real talk convinced you?
No, it wasn't based on. It wasn't based. It's not based on me being lower on Magic. It's based on me just being higher on other guys.
Call it what
No,
you
it's
want.
not,
Real
Ron.
talk
It's
convinced
not.
you.
No, it's
Call
not,
it what you
Ron.
want.
Real
Real
talk
talk
came in
convinced
here
you.
and poisoned you, Ron. That's what happened. Real talk came in here and he poisoned you.
I'm losing friends every day.
I'm telling you,
I don't know what's going on.
Magic is still higher on my list than he is on you guys'. Where's Magic on your list,
Not
Chill?
mine.
Poisoned you, Ron. He did.
Where's Magic on your list, Chill?
All Magic are like 3 or 4.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Real talk came
that's
in here.
crazy.
Real talk
3
came in
or
and put
4
that poison
is
on you, Ron, and
insane.
here you are. This is where we at now. It had nothing to do with nothing else. Because before Real Talk showed up, you was convinced that Magic was number 3.
Yeah, but then Real Talk made that Jerry West argument.
Yeah, Real Talk,
was like,
he done put the poison on you.
That was a good ass argument, though.
Oh,
hey,
my
so
goodness.
Chill. Real Talk need to stop coming around here. Hey, Chew, you about to be like, you know, your mama be like, yo, stop, don't bring that boy around here.
No, you can bring him around.
Don't bring
Just
your
don't
ass
listen
around
to
here no more.
everything
You
he
stirring
say.
up some shit.
You ain't gotta listen to everything he say because
Every time you get around that boy, you getting into
real
something.
talk, the type of dude that if you listen to him enough, you'll start thinking shit that you didn't think before, and you're like, can I afford a $500 a month car payment? I probably could.
Hey, you might
He really
could.
Maybe I could, even though I know for a fact I can't. My money is not like that. I can, but if I listen to Real Talk enough, I'm like, could I afford a $700 a month car payment? Yeah, I probably could do
Real
that.
talk, you a used car salesman?
Hell no.
I've had a few sales jobs back in my day. I've had a few sales jobs.
You sending people out of here with a 28% interest rate?
Oh,
32%. 32%.
Hey, Real
Right
Talk,
here.
one of them young old school cats. They got about 4 or 5 trades. Because I seen your little side hustle on a Sunday. Yeah, I seen that one. Hey, but all right, y'all, what's going on, Pin? How you doing?
Talk about locked it up.
Pembroke, what's up, brother?
What's good, show?
Yes,
Heard y'all
sir.
talking about Manu Ginobili and Donovan Mitchell.
Talking about bucket getters. That's what we talking about. Like guys whose games, a guy whose game would translate in today's game on a playoff team, who could be a 25 a game guy back then. We getting all the obvious names out: Bryant, Jordan, Dominique Wilkins,
Kevin
Larry
Martin.
Bird, Vince Carter.
We're using the word obvious very loosely right now.
And then we start bringing up guys like Antoine Walker, where
why?
Yeah,
I don't know why. Well, it was a super chat. That's why.
Like
but
y'all talking about Baron Davis?
Not
yet.
But chill. I mean, so
far,
Penn, we talked about Mike Finley, Steve Smith, Katino Mobley, Mitch Richmond, Glenn
Robinson, and Glenn Rice.
Glenn Rice. We
Both
talked about I said Steve Smith.
Kevin Martin.
Kevin Martin. Yeah,
Mike Bibby.
No, we haven't talked about Mike.
When can
Is
I?
Mike Bibby the man? And again, Penn, what we're talking about here is think about, because again, Penn, you like to analyze bucket getters, and think about a guy being 25 a game on a playoff team. Like, you're the man, and if you're not the man, you're right next to the man, being a 25 a game guy. That's what we're talking about here.
Hey, y'all, Pim, before you get into that, we still in the crunch time segment, so it's a couple more super chats I want to read, and then we're going to go ahead and just get into the obvious names. And I'll show you guys the list of the names I got, too.
Yeah,
we're trying to get to the obvious names.
Are you keeping like track of the names?
I got a list of names that we've talked about, and one guy that we haven't, but it's an obvious name. JJ Watt said Eddie Jones, Terry Porter, Mark Price.
Ooh, Mark Price. Ooh.
Mike Price is a great pull.
Can we add Mark Price to the list? Do we all?
Man, add Eddie Jones to the list, too.
I got it.
I don't think Terry Porter's averaging 25.
Nah.
Yeah, not Terry. Shout out to Terry, though. I love Terry Porter, but no.
You think Eddie Jones averaging 25?
I don't think so.
That's like a 20. That's like a 20. That's like a 22.
That's Jaylen Brown, but a better Jaylen Brown? Worse Jaylen Brown? Same Jaylen Brown?
I think he got a better handle. He got a better handle than Jaylen. I don't know if he was as aggressive, strong.
You know, he never averaged 20 a game in the playoffs, Ron. Ever.
I know. I'm just saying, like.
I mean, this is in the regular season, though, Chill.
I don't know if Eddie's better than Jaylen.
Eddie,
I think he's more efficient. He's probably more efficient than Jaylen Brown today. But
so he averaged 21
Eddie Jones.
I don't know.
Man, Eddie Jones.
It's tough. I don't.
Yeah, we're not reckoning Eddie.
He averaged 20 once, but he played almost 40.
Yeah, I think Eddie Jones like a 18 to 22 range. Like that's where I view him.
Right. Yeah, no love for Eddie.
But that's what he was back then.
A lot of love for Eddie.
Okay, I view him in that same range then. I think he's an 18 to 22 range.
Yeah, I think the error tax for a lot of people.
I think if
they play today, they would just average more points. I think sometimes for some players, it would be they're just more efficient. That doesn't necessarily mean they're adding to their point total, in my opinion.
Hey, I don't know what to tell you.
Especially if you want someone who's burdened with a lot of self-creation.
Yeah.
Like,
if Cam
it gets to a
Thomas
point where you
average
kind of
25, Eddie Jones can
yeah,
average
on
25.
That is
on
great points, though.
No, because we're doing playoff team. We're
talking about on a playoff team. We ain't talking about
Cam Thomas averaged 25 for 25 games on the Nets.
But what the hell are you
telling me guys averaging 25 on playoff team?
The average, though.
Because Pin, what we're doing,
we're average like 18 to 22.
We're putting this player on the Pistons, Pin. This last year's Pistons, we're putting this player, like, for instance, Eddie Jones will replace like
Beasley,
Jalen Green in Houston.
Yeah,
he replacing Jalen Green.
For me, I'm doing Houston. I'm doing Detroit because Houston. I think Houston's defense was just too good and their offensive rebounding and stuff. I'm just trying to do the Pistons. You either replace like Jaden Ivey, Tobias Harris, Beasley, one of those type dudes. I think it's easier to go off of that. And plus, like Eddie Jones clears Cam Thomas, right?
Yeah, Eddie Jones better than Cam Thomas. Eddie Jones better than Cam Thomas. But like, when you're not burdened with like heavy self-creation duties, it gets to a point where like there's a cap on how many points I think you could average over a season. Not because you're not good or you're not good enough to do that, but like you're probably gonna average around 22 points. Like it's just probably what's gonna happen. And I think Eddie Jones is 18 to 22. That's where I'm at. So really good at 18 to 22. Really good defender, passing lanes, extreme, like great positional size, can shoot the ball really well. Like he's gonna be a really good player. He's gonna be better than guys who do average 25. Just I don't think he's going to average 25.
There just aren't a lot of second options that have ever averaged 25 points per game.
Yeah.
All right. The next super chat is from Masenko. Masenko says, shout out my fellow lefties. It's National Lefty Day. Shout out to the Heat for having the first fully left-hand starting five. Bosch, Justice Winslow, Goran Dragic, Josh McRoberts, and Tyler Johnson. Shout out Josh McRoberts.
Tyler Johnson.
Tyler was getting busy for a second.
Yeah, and he got paid, and then
he got paid for them 3 weeks, boy. Shout out Tyler.
That Heat team had Luke Babbitt as well, right?
Ox? Did they have Luke? Oh man, shout out Big Bad.
Yo, that's PTSD, boy. I identify as a lefty. Just want to say that. Shout out to all my lefties.
Me too.
Left-handed people are so easy to make fun of too. By the way, like I grew up. My man Danny Hurley, my coach Danny Hurley from UConn. We used to tease him all the time. Right-handed people live longer than left-handed people, right? You know that. You know that. I don't even know if that's true, but we used to put them all the time with stuff like that. I don't even know if that's true. You know that. You know that right-handed people smarter than left-handed people. That's not true. It's so easy with left-handed people because they already at a disadvantage because they left-handed. That you got to use different scissors and shit like that. So yeah.
On the basketball court, they're actually at an advantage.
Yes, they are. Because everything I got to do is backwards dealing with a left-handed dude.
Chill. When I tell you, they was talking about sending right. They was trying to make him send me right. So he's left-handed. Yeah, all right.
All right, y'all.
I hate left-handed people that be like, I shoot with my left hand, but I write with my right. Oh, shut your ambidextrous ass up, man. Man, shut up, bro.
I think that's Bird. Bird does that. Bird shoots righty, but he right left-handed. Yeah.
Bron's the opposite. Bron shoots right and then writes left. Like I think Ben Simmons.
Bron don't write left-handed. Oh, you guys.
I've seen him right.
Mars, where's the pen?
No, right left-handed, and then show it, Ron, and then show it to the camera after.
But there's nothing to compare it. Ron might just genuinely write like a child. Like I wouldn't.
By the way,
my handwriting's pretty legible.
Screenshot that. What is that?
Any spelling mistakes?
I can't show you guys all of that. But all right, B True.
Byron, I don't hate bro.
Be True 23 said it wouldn't be right without mentioning Starberry. Starberry would kill. I got Stephon. We know we're not getting a vote. Stephon,
25 again.
You guys don't think so?
On the Pistons,
a score first point guard?
It's too cold in Detroit, Ron. He's not scoring 25.
I can see him like 23 and 8 or 23 and 9.
I can see him. I think the assists go up, in my opinion, more than the points. I think he's like a 21-9.
Yeah.
Damn.
10 might be a stretch.
So in 99, Stephon was 23 and 9. In 2001, Stephon was 23.9 and 7.6. In 2003, Stephon was 22 and 8. Yeah, I think y'all might be forgetting.
He might could.
Does he average more than Trae Young?
You know what? Trey's average. No. You know what? It'd probably be inefficient, but he could probably get to 25 if he wanted to. He'd get to 25.
All right, are we? So look, from here
It
on
wouldn't
out,
be. I don't think it'd be the most impactful, but yeah, he could get to 25, I guess. Yeah.
from here on out,
We about to
every
vote?
name needs at least 3 votes. Some are just gonna go without saying, but guys like Starberry, who all believes the Starberry cat could do it.
I got my vote.
On
I
the
got my vote.
Pistons,
Yeah.
I mean, it would
So,
have to
yeah,
be a Pistons.
are
It would have to be a
are we
Pistons
taking Cade off the
equivalent.
crew?
Yeah, it would
Yeah,
have to be a
you
Pistons
got-
equivalent.
Yeah,
okay.
we're taking Cade off.
So we're
I
taking
would
Cade
take-
off?
They're
yo,
not playoff.
no
I just wanna make
disrespect to
that clear.
Cade, but I don't think Cade's the number 1 option if it's like 99 Starberry.
Right.
Just-
Well,
I'm-
because it's his position though. So yeah. So
Well, I mean, no, they could play together though. K66. I think he helped. I think Cade helps him a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
just
say
saying.
no.
Yeah,
He doesn't. Stephon Marbury doesn't have my vote, but I see the avenue. So like, I'm not mad if he makes it.
Who's the
yeah.
first option if it's 99 Starberry? To those who
Wow.
remember that,
He's
dude.
the first option.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, he averaged 25.
I
Okay,
think
so
so.
go shoot some jumpers.
All right.
No,
Well,
Ped's not on the roster anymore.
either way,
Shout out
it
to
goes,
Stephon Marbury.
Oh,
man.
now he might
Stephon
average
Marbury.
30. Like,
Shout out to Stephon Marbury, man.
Not gonna
Bro.
lie, Pig. It's gonna be a very sad day for you next year when you have to come up here and see how Cade is a stamped top 5 PG in the league now. It's gonna be a sad year.
why would that be a sad year?
Because you were
no Hadley.
I mean, we know how you feel.
no
It's
Hadley. I
very critical.
mean, hey, Cade, it's right there
Yeah.
for you.
You realize I put Cade as my starting point guard on Team USA last episode. You didn't see that?
Yeah, but you don't have the U.S. best interests at heart. So
Oh, you think I'm trying to sabotage?
yeah,
them?
you don't have the U.S.
I'm
best
like
interests at heart.
six turnovers a game. That's your starting
You
point
root for
guard.
Team Jamaica, like or Team Serbia, one of the two.
This is true. This is
So
true.
yeah, you just trying to sabotage them. That's what you tried to give them Cade. Like yeah, Cade gonna turn the ball over and make them lose. That's what you just hoping. I see right through those games.
All right, here goes the list right here. Some of these names, maybe we still have to vote on. Some of them are obvious. Some of them we've already talked about. Let's get to it. Jordan, Kobe. We were high on Manu. Manu's on here. Vince. I don't think we necessarily need to vote on Vince, but
No, that's fine.
Mm-mm.
I added Carmelo.
Can you get Antoine Walker's name off the list, please?
We voted for Twan.
No, we brought his name up.
All right.
It was a
I
super
demand
chat.
the
We
lead.
don't vote for
I know.
Walker.
Ox agrees. I agree. Is it anybody else who agrees?
You don't
with
know
Twan?
Ox agrees. You don't
Ox
know
was the one
Ox
who brought him
agrees.
up.
No, the super chat brought him up. Don't give Ox credit for a super chat. The super
who
chat
we
brought up
talking-
Antoine
who we talking
Walker.
Twan Walker.
Antoine Walker, would he average 25?
So
I'm not putting him on there if it's a playoff team. I'm not putting him on there.
Take Tobias off Detroit, put Antoine Walker on that crew. Is he 25 a game in the playoffs?
I think Cade is feeding Tobias. He's gonna be so much more efficient with Cade. I mean, he's feeding Twan. He's gonna be so much more efficient with Cade
Than
because
he was with
feeding
Pierce.
Yeah, I mean,
So
Twan
Cade
Pierce-
clears Pierce.
Kenny
You heard it
Anderson,
here
by the way.
first.
Pierce and Kenny Anderson.
Yeah,
He ain't got my vote. I hope Real Talk he doesn't have his vote, and I hope he doesn't have Ken's vote.
Twan is a straight
No, he
bully
does not.
today, and just in a man.
Ox,
fact,
you got him.
You know what? I'm putting my hand down. Okay, that's a negative
That's
vote.
facts.
Negative vote. That's a negative vote.
Chill,
That
it's on
cancels
you.
out.
Because
I mean,
three of
wait,
us
Chill,
don't
how
have
much-
him. It's on you.
How much was he averaging in the early 2000s?
22,
He never-
23.
I
Something
don't
like
think he
that.
ever averaged 20 a
Oh,
game in the
big
playoffs.
Twan.
Yeah,
Nah,
hell
he
yeah,
averaged 20. He took like 22 shots. He better have averaged 20.
Right. So I think he'll get better looks.
He
with
peaked
Cade.
at 23. He peaked at 23.
Okay, wait a
That's
second.
one more leg. That's 3 more free throws. Hell yeah, he's averaging 25.
Hang on.
Chill. Yes or no?
I mean, how many times does he have to do it? Just
In today's
Okay.
in today's game, yes.
First of all,
Big Twan
there is
on the
no
list.
way in hell he is playing 42 minutes a night.
In
Who plays
today's
for-
game,
Yes. Who plays 42 minutes a night, Joe?
Antoine.
No.
McHale
No.
peaks at like
Why not?
37.
Why not?
First of all, it's
Why not?
okay. Name the players in the league this year that played 42 minutes a night.
You know what I'm saying? How many minutes did he play in 02?
02, he played 42. That's
That's
the
what
year
I'm
he averaged
telling you.
22 points. He
So
played-
why
in the
you
playoffs
doing
he played 44 minutes.
Game is
40
different. Game is
in the-
different.
in the
Off ball
playoffs, he
defensive
scores
line.
40.
Nah, man, these are world class athletes, bro.
You know what?
Running
I
out. If I gotta run out 22 feet instead of 21 feet, I'm playing 42 minutes. Like one extra foot ain't no.
You
Yeah,
know
but
what?
I know-
away from if they're capable of doing it, I'm fine saying these guys are capable of playing 42. There's probably guys today who could do it. Coaches aren't playing respectfully. Antoine Walker, 42 minutes a game in 2025. They're just not going to do that.
That's
Regardless
fun.
of if he's,
I don't know.
regardless of if he's capable of playing 42 minutes.
Well,
We just
Mars,
looked at
Mars, I know.
He's not playing him 42 minutes. He's not.
Well, wait, but Mars, one second, real quick. I'm just curious to know why, because if you could tell me why, I could get with you. I just don't understand why you're saying that.
I'll tell you why.
Real quick, Pin, because you got that Puma hat on, Pin, and I'm not sure how you about to come with this right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to hear any Antoine Walker hate. I just want pure logic.
I do want you guys to know we are moving off Antoine Walker ASAP.
Now remember,
because we got a whole we can't get stuck on every name.
I think some of it is strength and conditioning coaches and guys like that have made it very clear that lowering the minute burden across the regular season is very important. So I think they're very involved in the minutes process of players. So that's that side of it, the behind the scenes side of it.
And Antoine Walker
on the court side of it,
he wasn't in the best shape.
Antoine Walker being 6'9" without having the foot speed to guard in space, and then having the defensive breakdowns he had away from the ball as often as he did, is something that you don't want on the court 42 minutes a night when 21 of those minutes are going to be on defense. Then offensively, his proclivity, which I think is the right word, to hijack possessions and just decide to do whatever the hell he wants, is not something a playoff team is going to have out there for 42 minutes a game.
Saying that?
Can help him put buckets on the board. It's not going to help him stay on the court. So all of those things in conjunction, I think, lead to Antoine Walker not playing 42 minutes. Some behind the scenes stuff, and then some of his flaws as a basketball player lead to probably, at best, 32 minutes.
Okay.
31.
10 less minutes?
Yes.
Are you comfortable with? Are you comfortable?
I think 31-32 is actually fair. I think 31-32 is fair.
I don't agree. 31.
Josh Hart played 42 minutes a game in the playoffs. He did.
Yeah, the playoffs.
The
minutes.
Yeah, it's about 12 games.
Right.
Two major things.
And he led the league in minutes last year, almost 38 minutes a game.
Yeah, 38.
But exactly.
Right.
Exactly. And that's the most minutes in the league. I think 32 is fair.
I'm looking at all these mid-2000s guys. They're almost all 40-plus minutes. Eddie Jones had a 40-plus minute.
Michael Finley never came out the game.
Michael Finley
never came out.
Why do you think these guys were able to play more? Okay. Obviously, lazy answer. These guys were in better shape than guys are today. That's not true, though. Guys today have to work much harder defensively, in my opinion, not because everyone's stronger, everyone's better, but because the responsibilities away from the basketball are so much better. You don't have that rest of just hanging out on the corner shooter. You don't just get to camp out for 22 seconds. Possessions being faster, changing ends quicker. It's just exertion. Y'all play basketball. Changing ends is exerting. Right?
Pin. I'm seeing those every time we was doing playback, I was making it a point to count how many people are touching the paint, how many people are cutting from this side of the rim to that side of the rim. If everybody's just, I'm seeing a lot. I'm seeing like 3-2 guys on the offense just standing there. Just standing there. So I disagree with y'all with there's so much off-ball responsibility. I just disagree. Yeah, he might be a better shooter, but he's moving 5 feet when he gets down. Now, obviously, there are those players that are running, but for the majority of the time, and I can't wait for the season to start again because when we do the playbacks, I'm gonna continue to count who's touching the paint, who's cutting through. These dudes are standing. Move over here, ready to shoot.
There's just a lot more dribbling, There's a lot more dribbling. There's a lot more. I cook my man. You 4 guys just stand around watching. There's a lot more of that. I'm not saying guys didn't cut. I'm saying the cut frequency has gone up. The off-ball motion has gone up. Guys coming off 4 screens in a matter of 12 seconds. You got to chase that guy around. So again, the responsibilities, the rotations have gone up. The other thing I'll say is analytics would absolutely destroy Antoine Walker. He's a phenomenal talent.
Do you think the analytics would hate Antoine Walker?
Antoine Walker would be the analytic killer.
I hate him. So I mean, shit. Yeah,
12 would be the analytic killer.
Oh my goodness.
Like, Antoine Walker would be the person that'll come and set the game straight, chill. We'll be able to get back to real basketball.
No, I didn't know Antoine Walker had fans.
No, we need Antoine Walker to come back and start a revolution.
Facts. But all right, y'all. We gonna move off of Antoine Walker. He got the vote, so he's on the list. The next name is Kevin Martin. We talked about Kevin Martin for a second.
Whose vote did he get?
Chill, me,
Ron,
those 3 right there.
Oh.
Kevin Martin.
Heads, and then Penn was on our side for.
Who was voting? Mars, I know you
Hijacking
voted for
possessions,
Kevin Martin.
Mars, is what threw me off track. 'Cause
Kevin
Well, I
Martin.
suggested Kevin Martin. Yeah, I suggested Kevin
The
Martin.
hijack.
All right, you
hijack
saying yes to
possessions
Kevin
is
Martin?
what threw me.
Yes, I have.
All right,
to.
Yeah,
I'm saying yes.
I'm saying yes
All
to
right,
Kevin
so
Martin.
Kevin Martin will stay on the list. Allen Houston, I'm sure he's
I'm saying yeah.
all right. Allen Houston, good to go. Mark
Yes,
Price.
sir.
I don't know if he gets to
Wait.
25.
He might be more. He might be more a 22 and 10 guy than a 25.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Yeah, I put my hand up too far.
He's going to be
supremely
very
skilled.
efficient, though. Very
Yeah,
efficient.
He gonna be a 50-49. 50-49 guy, 22 points.
60, 62, 3 plus.
Yeah, it's like 62, 63 true shooting. We're gonna have people saying he a top 5 offensive player in the league. Yeah.
So he a better version of Steve Nash, is what you're saying.
That I think Mark Price is Steve Nash before Steve Nash. I've said that many times. That's how I view him.
That's what
he's not as good as Steve Nash at all.
I don't think he is either, but that's what it sounds like.
Mark Price is like that. I love
All
Mark
right,
Price.
fellas.
Splitting pick and rolls. I just pull up jumpers. Yeah, it's good hoops right there.
All right, so we got 9 names so far. Let's get into it. The obvious names, or the names that you guys should be believe should be obvious. All right, Dirk is one. That like just names we don't even have to vote on.
Mm-hmm.
Dirk,
Gilbert Arenas.
I could get with that.
Gil, yeah, Gil putting up 25. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Gil gonna make sure he put up 25.
Yeah.
He gonna shoot 25 shots if he got to.
Yeah, he gonna get his AI's putting up 25.
Yeah. We already got T-Mac on the list?
No.
T-Mac's putting up 25. T-Mac's putting up 25.
Tim Hardaway.
No.
That's not obvious. That's not obvious.
He averaged 24. Why would he not average 25?
I think some of these point guards are gonna end up just passing more than they end up scoring more. I think that points will probably come around the same.
But I do want to throw out
Point
this
guard
one
score
point
more
guard
today, Mars.
He's
not
right.
all point guards.
But Mars, I want to throw out this one point guard.
Some guys are probably just 24 point per game guys.
It's a lot of guys who you would think they wouldn't do it. But I want to throw out Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas as a small guard. Seattle Isaiah Thomas. As a small guard, he torched. And it was, what, 8 years ago now? 7 years ago now?
You don't have
2017.
I'm with you.
Yeah, 2017.
I'm with you.
So, no, I'm not throwing out Isaiah Thomas to put, I believe his name's going to go in here, but I'm saying him for Tim Hardaway's sake. Smaller guard, handle, crafty. If Isaiah can do it, can Tim do it?
Well, Tim
Isaiah's a better shooter.
He's a better scorer than.
But I just think Tim Hardaway is probably more like, I don't even know if his scoring goes up. It might go down. I just think he's just going to pass more. And he already averaged a lot of assists. I'm not saying, I think he's just going to be more point
Mars, 38% 3-point shooter, 36% for his career. Very high volume for that era. Very high volume 3-point shooter. He becomes a super high volume 3-point shooter in this era, and he becomes better at it.
He for sure shoots more threes. He for sure shoots more threes.
So
becoming better.
Who averaged nearly 24. So
if you're averaging 25 a game, if he's averaging 25 a game, I'm thinking about what 25 a game is in today's game. Ron, is he better than Tim? Is Tim Hardaway better than Trae Young today?
Yes.
Go ahead, Ron.
I don't think
this is gonna be your swipe. This is your swiper AD moment. Go ahead.
Hey, Ben, why everybody was mad at me?
We're taking Tim Hardaway. We're taking Tim Hardaway to kill a crossover guy. We're taking Tim Hardaway to kill a crossover guy. I'm gonna say because he showed up in '89, right? So I'm gonna say like 93 to 98. We're taking that Tim Hardaway. Is he better than Trae Young in your estimation?
As a scorer or a player?
As a bucket getter. Yeah, because again, we're talking about 25 a game. And Mars, 25 a game in a game today, that's a lot of buckets.
I just think there's guys who are better scorers than Trae right now who don't put up 25.
On a playoff team. But again, if we're taking Tim Hardaway, let's say you put him on the Hawks. If we're putting him on a playoff team, right? We're putting Tim Hardaway on a playoff team, and he's averaging 25 a game. That means he's Damian Lillard. That means he's De'Aaron Fox. That means he's the man on that crew.
Oh.
That's what that means. I don't mean in that aspect.
That
means he's the man on that crew. Is he
better? He could average 25. Yeah, he could.
Tim, I like.
I'm
Tim
not
got
mad
a lot
at
of
Tim
wiggle
averaging 20.
He could average 25. He could.
I'm not mad at it.
All right, so who's all in favor?
He got my vote. Yeah, he got my vote.
All right, Tim's good to rock. Speaking of Hardaway, Penny Hardaway.
That was another obvious one, right?
All right.
Yeah, I think that's an obvious one.
I need the ball.
Brandon Roy.
Yeah, easy.
Man, that boy slow as hell.
Slow as quick. I heard you say that plenty of times.
If we take Ox, to your point, because again, I'm gonna bring it up. Ox, take Ivy off that crew. Brandon Roy is running with with Cade in the back floor.
Whoever
That's a
they
nice
just lost to,
backcourt.
whoever they
That's a
just
nice
lost to in the
backcourt.
playoffs,
The
they
Knicks.
beat them. They beat them.
That's a nice.
he gonna be
backcourt.
frying OG?
What is Brandon Roy doing? What
Mchale, he be
Brandon
frying
Roy
Mchale.
Frying
doing?
OG.
No, frying Mchale. He ain't frying OG. OG locking.
I mean, he mismatched on Jalen Brunson. Let's call it a spade. That's what he's doing. Nah.
Right.
Yeah, we know how
Cooking
this game
Jalen
goes.
Brunson from that.
I
midcourt.
got B Roy though, chill. I got B Roy.
Because Ron, I'm
That might be the best backcourt in the league. Am I forgetting?
I don't even need to
Am I
think.
forgetting like an obvious answer?
Backcourts
No.
nowadays.
I mean,
That's not really a thing anymore.
Luka and Reeves.
No.
Is it?
Luka carrying.
I'm throwing that out there just to say, like,
Right.
Luka and Kyrie were.
Yeah, but
You
They
talking
better
about
than, they
Luka?
better than Luka and Kyrie.
Hey,
Are they better than?
Give me B Roy.
Are they better? Are they better than Darius and Donovan Mitchell?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Give me B Roy.
That's probably
that probably is the best backcourt in the
the
league
best backcourt in the league
right now, right?
Yeah.
Of all the 6 names we just brought up, B Roy's the best.
And Ron, I was in the, and I'm Ron. I already told you this. I'm sure I told you this. Because Brandon Roy does not blow me away with his athleticism, but he's super nice. I was in the building that night that he put 50 on Phoenix. I was there. And I'm like, what is this dude doing?
Devin Booker don't blow y'all away with his athleticism.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He's a way better athlete than Brandon Roy. Yes,
No, he was
does.
not.
No,
Yes,
he's not.
he is.
Devin Booker
No,
ain't
he's
no-
not.
Devin Booker.
Yeah.
When I watch
Brandon
Devin
Roy
Booker,
ain't gonna throw it on you too.
No.
Brandon Roy to me is Devin Booker. Like that's the comparison I make when I talk about Brandon Roy. Like they're very similar.
Actually,
So when you
before
look-
he got
when you're
hurt,
looking at- when
Brandon
you're looking
Roy
at
is
Devin
actually
Booker-
more athletic than
Yeah,
Devin
he was
Booker.
definitely more
I
athletic
think
than
that Devin
Booker.
Booker's a better athlete than Brandon Roy. I think he
I
gets higher.
done
think
seen
he gets
7
higher on
footers
his-
get punched on by B Roy. Vertical. I done seen B Roy 2 hands.
I think this is
I think
explosion.
that I think Devin
B. Roy
Booker
just has some
gets
explosion.
higher on his jump shot. I think I think he's quicker. I think his quick. I think he's quicker with the peel. I think he gets quicker to spots. I think he's not necessarily better. I'm talking about just from an athleticism standpoint. In transition, I think he's better getting to the rim off one leg than Brandon Roy is. In terms of being stronger, Brandon Roy is strong. I'm going to give you that, Ron. I'm not going to argue that point. He was 6'5". He's a tank. I ain't going to argue that point right there. He 100% is a tank. But in terms of his agility, I think going east and west, I think Devin Booker is better. I think going north and south, I think Devin Booker is better. I think that just raising up on his jump shot, I think he gets up higher. I think
Devin
he's a better
Booker
athlete than
definitely
Brandon
elevates on his jumper.
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
think
Yeah, but I don't think that's because of athleticism. I
But-
think that's just he just shoots a higher jumper. I just think.
Well, I jump higher than you,
Yeah.
Mars. Yes, 100%. And I think he jumps
But
higher.
jumping
than
higher in your
Brandon Roy.
jumper doesn't mean that you can jump higher. Period.
I think he okay. Well, I think he jumps higher than Brandon Roy. I think he can get
Okay.
up higher than Brandon Roy. Yes, I do think that. Yes.
I don't know. I've never really thought about who's more athletic between the two. I
Yeah,
just think
I mean,
that-
it
I just
is
compare them as
interesting.
players. I just think they're very similar.
Y'all think Jamal Mashburn would average 25?
The Monster Man.
Monster Mash, yeah.
That's
I
rough.
doubt it.
I think like there's a couple names we're probably like not thinking about too much.
Pen, I
like,
think that-
like
Pen,
Jamal
I-
Mashburn and Glenn
I'm
Big
waiting
Dog
for
Robinson.
Jordan to
We
leave a
talked
comment.
about-
They
Antonio
talked about,
Nice.
Yeah, we
You talked about Big Dog?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
talked about
Okay.
Big Dog. I tried
Patino Mobley.
We spoke about
We
him
talked
too.
about him.
Yeah, we talked
Okay.
about him too with Mike Finley. Pen, I think that I think what the divide is, I think that most people don't understand just how difficult it is to get 20 a game, right? Just to get 20, like to average 25 a game on a playoff team. Like that's all pro. That's not a good player in the league. If I'm doing that on a playoff team, I'm one of the best players in the league, right?
Okay.
So like this guy just brought up, like what is Jerry Stackhouse doing on I don't know. What is he doing on it? Take Tyler Hero off that Miami Heat team and put Jerry Stackhouse on there. What do he look like? Is he a 25 a game?
What
Is he a
year
25 a
is he?
game guy?
What year stat?
Probably like 2000.
Like from 99 to like 2002.
Two-ish?
From,
Yeah, like that
from
range.
99 to like 2002. I think Jerry Stackhouse is.
I think he
26,
could average
27 a game.
25. Would it be on a playoff?
Yeah, that my issue. I think a lot of these guys who in the 90s or 2000s may have averaged 22, 23, 24. With all due respect, even relative to the time, was not the most efficient. And I'm not saying efficiency is everything, but what I am saying is I think teams today prioritize efficiency a lot. So
Right.
do I think Jamal Mashburn is capable of putting up 25? Yes. But I also think Jamal Mashburn wasn't the most efficient scorer. And I think teams will probably just try to optimize his shot diet, which might mean he's more efficient, but he might only average 21. Like his scoring average might actually go down but he's just clearly more efficient because they just optimize the shot diet, taking out some of the tough shots, taking out some of the post ups. Like, I think that's probably what would happen. And that doesn't mean he's better or worse. I just think teams are going to optimize shot diets, which is what they do, period. Like, that's just what they do.
But then we do have an example this year. We have an example.
Yeah, for non-superstars, absolutely. And Jamal Mashburn is not a superstar.
A player like Jalen Green, right, just led a playoff team in scoring. So it would have to be 22. Some of these players, it could be a very specific circumstance in which, the team can make the playoffs and they average their 25 on barely.
Yeah, it would have to be a very defensively slanted team.
Exactly.
I think it's just worth noting there's only 13 players this year who averaged 25 a game. Only 13.
It was only
and a lot of them weren't on playoff teams. LaMelo wasn't on a playoff team. Devin Booker wasn't on a playoff team. Those are the ones. So among the players who did average 25 for a playoff team, it was Paolo, Jalen Brunson, Cade Cunningham. Wait, Tyrese Maxey wasn't on a playoff team either. Kevin Durant wasn't on a playoff team either. So it's just Paolo, Jalen Brunson, Cade Cunningham, Jason Tatum, Anthony Edwards, Luka Doncic, Nikola Jokic, Shea, and Giannis. That's it. That's the whole list. So I think here's a problem. Here's a problem. I think when we look at some of these older players, we think they could average 25 because they averaged 23 because we're like, well, the pace will go up. But you look at their minutes. Oh my God, their minutes would go down. And what Mars brought up, their shot efficiency, their propensity to chuck the basketball, that would go down a little bit too. So I'm hearing some of the names y'all bringing up. They're not as good as the players that I just brought up.
So Penn,
they're not Jason Tatum, right?
But Penn, to your point, Mars just brought up optimizing efficiency. Okay, so if my minutes go down, that means that you're going to prioritize me more in the offense quicker, right? And we see a lot of quick hits. We see a lot of quick buckets. So a player like, for example, Jamal Mashburn, because we've seen plenty of players today that score a lot of points. We saw Steph Curry lead the league in scoring. He only played 32 minutes a game. So I don't have to play a lot of minutes to score points. So I think that in today's game, we would have a lot more guys, especially from back then, being prioritized, putting them in spaces where they can score more in less time. I don't think the time in terms of minutes, I don't think that would be that big of a deal. Giannis averaged 30 a game. I don't think he averaged 35. Did Giannis play 35 minutes?
Giannis is a better scorer than every player we just brought up.
Y'all always bring up Jamal Mashburn. No, we are, but just in a grand scheme of just all these players, because we talked about Twan and we talked about some other players in this area, and them averaging 40 minutes a game. I mean, just due to the pace of the game, what is
none of the players that I just brought up averaged over 37 minutes a game.
No,
just to let you know.
That's cool though, Penn. The point I'm trying to make is if the game is faster, I can do more in 32 minutes or do the same amount in 32 minutes and I don't know the exact minute count, but I'm just saying like 40 minutes, if you will. You know what I'm saying? If I'm still getting the same amount of possessions, if I'm getting 75 possessions, and I don't know what the exact equivalent is, but I'm saying if I'm getting 75 possessions in a shorter amount of time, then I can still
75 possessions.
I think most teams are 10% more egalitarian than they were back then. What I mean by that is, like, you had a guy like Jerry Stackhouse who averaged 30 plus. What were the next 5 scorers averaging next to him? I think those 5 scorers are the people who get those extra possessions today, more so than just the one heliocentric ball dominant star. There's Jalen Brunson, there's Luka Doncic, there's Giannis, there's Shea. Apart from those 4 guys,
you think it was more heliocentric play back then than now?
I think so.
Yes.
And I know it sounds crazy, real talk.
How are we defining heliocentrism?
And I'm glad you brought that up, Moss, because I was thinking about this today. Like, you got guys like Luka who have the basketball in their hand, but then you got the big man who we're throwing the ball into him and we're working off of him. That's true. Our entire offense is centered around him.
That's why I wanted to make sure because I wanted to know how he was defining it. Because like no one's pounding.
So you saying the big man was the heliocentric player.
We're dumping the ball in the Shaq. We're operating off of him. We're dumping the ball in the Olajuwon. We're dumping the ball in the Ewing. Ewing's popping to the elbow.
Okay.
We're operating off of him as opposed to what we're doing today. Jalen Brunson has the ball in his hands. De'Aaron Fox, Trae Young. These guys have the ball in their hand. I was thinking about that today. I'm glad you brought that up, Mars.
Just a little bit more propensity for 0.5 basketball today, and is more of a theory that I think a lot of this comes from European influence FIBA influence into the NBA, that the offense is generating the looks as opposed to the players generating the looks. Now, obviously, when you have a star like a Giannis or a Jalen Brunson or a Luka or even a Cade, you put the ball in their hands and you just say, okay, Cook, you're better than any offense we're going to run. Like the math says our offense is better going through you than it is going through our motion. But you see what the Warriors did. I think Steph Curry might have averaged more points had he played in the early 90s. You know what I mean? Like if they allowed him to shoot this many threes, if they allowed him to shoot this many threes, if he was the exception that they made, he might have actually averaged more because he'd be playing like 44 minutes a night, and they would just be like, okay, shoot whatever you want, you know? So it's possible.
Yo, the press box will be running a fantasy league, and you guys have an opportunity to join that fantasy league. All you have to do is DM either the Player's Choice account, add us on Twitter, or DM me personally, and I will enter your name into the raffle of selections that will be added to the league. We are looking for 5 special individuals, and that could be you. Also, while you're at it, make sure you tap into the press box tonight, episode 8. And we'll see you guys there, 8:30 Eastern time. All right, let's get back to it, y'all. We need obvious names.
I want to say one last thing to wrap up this this convo that we're having, because this is something I would like to address, because I think people have a misconception of this. Somebody in the chat said even the heliocentric guys today shoot less shots straight up, not adjusted for pace than the top guys in the 2000s. Shots doesn't like equal the amount of usage or time of possession with the ball. I think a lot of people feel like, oh, I would always rather play with the guy that has, quote, less shot attempts per game. But if a lot of those shots are coming in the flow of the game, then I would actually rather play with somebody like that than somebody that, let's say, shoots the ball 4 or 5 times less per game, but it's dominating the time of possession on a play-to-play basis.
And taking bad shots.
Somebody that shoots more doesn't necessarily mean that they're more ball dominant than somebody who shoots less. It's about the time of possession and how much you have the actual basketball.
Fair enough. Because can you use Klay Thompson as an example? Klay Thompson doesn't have the ball a lot in his hands, but Klay Thompson, when he was at his best, like he was very efficient when he had the ball, and he shot a lot of shots. But the shots that he shot, they were good shots, as opposed to a guy who might take less shots, and in the process of him taking less shots, you know, he's taking shots with the shot clock running down. He's taking shots with double teams and guys all over him. And that's making not just him, but that's making our offense less efficient.
All right, we need obvious names. And before we do that, Jerry Stackhouse came up. He has my vote. Is there anybody else who wants to vote Jerry Stackhouse? Led the league in free throws back-to-back seasons. In one season, he averaged 24. The next season, he averaged 29.8.
I think Jerry Stackhouse could be a 25-a-game guy on a playoff team.
Yes, I do.
I'm fine with that. Yeah.
Yep. I think.
All right. So Stackhouse is the 17th name on the list. Let's get some more obvious people out there. And also, there hasn't been no bigs, so I'm gonna just throw some out there.
Yeah, I've been waiting on.
Adrian Dantley is averaging 25 a game on a playoff team today. I'm saying it. Yes,
Amari.
sir.
Are we
let's start with Dantley. Y'all got Dantley?
Are they letting him play like that?
Yeah, that's what I don't know if they giving him that many isolations.
Man, wait a minute, Moss. In fact, why do you think Ron, make sure that you tell the people to watch the Eurobasket Championships, because these Euros are going to look way different there than they do in the NBA, because in the NBA, we got a whole bunch of different dudes that play isolation and have the basketball in their hands a whole bunch of different times. Adrian Dantley was one of the most efficient isolation players in the game, even playing at the big spot. I mean, he wasn't that big. He's about 6'5", but he wasn't that big. But one of the most efficient guys playing at that. And Adrian Dantley can get buckets on anybody. Yes, I think Adrian Dantley is averaging 25 a game in today's game on a playoff team. I'm gonna say it.
I got Dantley. Like you don't just average 30 for 4 straight seasons and
I mean, he could put it in the cup.
Yeah, I'm not doubting his ability to score. Yeah. I'm doubting whether coaches are living with the ball stopping that it requires for him to put the ball in the basket. I don't know.
I can't just definitively say no, because he was.
I can't definitively say yes. That's where I'm at. I don't know.
But Mars, if he was doing it in a big man era, efficiently, by the way, in a big man era, I understand that the game has been moved out away from the basket a little bit. But Dantley could play in the mid range. Dantley could.
I'm not doubting his skill set, Chill. I'm doubting the fact. I'm questioning the fact that he's a ball stopper. That's it.
And we have
our coach is going to give him the touches, the usage to allow him to get the ball and know that ball is not coming back out.
K gonna just run less. I don't run less pick and rolls.
Now,
and Dantley gonna get the ball where he needs.
But I'm glad you brought that up, Mars, because when we talk about an isolation, how do those isolations work? Are we just dumping the ball into Adrian, or are we going to get some action, then get the ball to Adrian? Are we going to? Because I think that's what's ultimately going to happen. I don't think that we're just going to come on the left side of the floor, get the ball to Adrian Dantley, and let him operate. Okay. I think there's going to be some. I think there'll be some instances where we have mismatches where that does happen. But I also think that we're going to have some action, especially in today's game, how much they mismatch Hunt. And Adrian Dantley being 6'5", being able to take bigger guys away from the basket and blow by him and get to the rim. I think that'll
You think he'll get more quick hits?
I do. I think we'll get a lot more of that stuff.
That's reasonable.
Who's all in favor of Adrian?
He has the skill set to do it. Like, I'm not questioning the skill set. So
yeah, I'll vote for him to average.
Yeah, I'll put my hand up. Yeah, I'm fine with that because
see, Ron, what happens when you listen when people start to talk like real talk poisons you with that Jerry West shit? See what happens?
That wasn't poison. That was a good meal. Yeah,
that's actually medicine. That's a remedy.
Speaking of Jerry West, I'm assuming we all can agree on Jerry West.
Absolutely.
Yes, for sure.
Come on now.
I do want to say those as far as Adrian Dantley goes, that's another guy that I very rarely talk about just because I'm not very hip to Adrian Dantley. Didn't see that much of Adrian Dantley, so and I can't just go off the stats because that'd just be El basketball.
Is George Gervin on the list?
He's not.
Oh, he
got my vote.
Yeah, put him on there.
He will be. He should be. He should be.
But go back to who you just said, Ron, Jerry West. Jerry West is busting Bradley Beal.
I'm not picking any player from the 60s.
What?
I'm not.
Oh, so Mark, you were saying no to Jerry West?
I'm saying no to every player who played in the 60s.
Chamberlain is
man, you out your mind, boy.
That's what we just teleporting. I'm not taking 1962 Jerry West, throwing him in 2025 right now, and saying, yeah, that guy's averaging 25. I'm sorry, I'm not. I'm not subscribing to that. Okay. You're not gonna convince me of that. He ain't got my vote. That's it.
Hey, but just for the help of the bigs though, we need to get Kevin Mchale on this list expeditiously.
Who's all in favor?
I agree.
So
that's another ball stopper.
I agree.
If I'm gonna
Kevin Mchale on the Pistons.
Like take Jalen Duren off that crew. Take Jalen Duren off that crew and put Mchale on that crew.
Man, I want
you to know that you put Kevin Mchale on that block. He's giving Bam.
Yeah.
For sure. No, he's frying everyone in the post.
Everybody on the block. All these perimeters that you love, all these defenders that you love, he's giving them all the business on that block.
I agree with that. They're not going to him on the block as much as they did back then. It's not gonna happen.
You put Kevin Mchale on any team, you're dumping it down to the big.
Wait, yeah. Why wouldn't they?
Why wouldn't they?
It's the same reason they didn't go to Jahlil Okafor and Enes Kanter on the block, and those guys went out of the league.
Kanter's not Kevin Mchale. Yeah, I'm not dumping it down to Enes Kanter, but if you put Kevin Mchale right there, big fella, show me your hands.
Yeah, Kevin Mchale is launching 25 footers. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, he's
he's not. But we changed.
Okay, who are the best players today?
I think I think
Jokic, Embiid.
Yeah, if the math is saying that they are producing on a points per possession basis that is still relatively efficient, then yeah, we will dump it off to you. That's when they're doing that with Nikola.
Yeah, but then what do you do when they inevitably start double teaming the post and Kevin Mchale doesn't pass?
Now then you run into some issues. But I'm saying
not if he's frying that double team.
If he's scoring, though,
we got to be real.
Is he the first option on that team? If he's the first option on that team, I can hear you.
He's the best. Kevin Mchale in his time is a better scorer than Cade right now.
Of course,
in my humble opinion. Now in today's game, I don't
like that, Ron.
Scoring and passing are so intertwined, and that's where it gets difficult. Like if you actively don't pass the ball, your scoring can be null, especially in today's game with like the double teams and the advanced coverages. Like it can be tough to get your game off despite your scoring ability because you won't pass the ball.
What if we can what if we can dumb down his reads like we did for Elijah Wan and Shaq or something? What if it be like, hey, double A, immediate shooter in the corner right there. Boom. Double immediate shooter right there on the wing, right there. Boom.
But then does he get 25?
And I also think you're discounting. I think you're discounting a guy running the offense the way that the offense is designed to run, as opposed to what I'm capable of doing. I think that you're talking about dumping the ball into Kevin Mchale. Well, what happens when the double team comes? Will he pass? Well, the offense was designed for him to get buckets, even when the double team came.
Joe, he will shoot threes. Just so we're clear, he will shoot threes.
Man, he could shoot threes and he's still gonna cook on the block.
Yeah, Kevin Mchale can shoot.
No.
Let's go to the good old nickname. The nicknames are always accurate. There's a reason his nickname is Black Hole. There's a reason. Like, ball coming out.
That's cool, Morris, and that's fair. The thing about it is, when I pass the ball to Kevin Mchale, I don't want you to pass the ball back.
Yeah, I'm with you. But like,
y'all might think I'm tripping, but when I pass the ball to KD, I don't want you to pass the ball again. I want you to shoot the ball. It's like that with Kevin Mchale on the block.
I understand that, but it gets to a point. Like, this is why I keep saying today's game. We all agree today's game is analytics driven, right?
Absolutely.
Somewhat, yeah.
And the post up, the big reason the post up died out for a period of time was, I think, more than twofold, but two major reasons. One, bigs were not as good as they were in previous eras, and two, it wasn't paying dividends to have post scorers when you looked at it on a points per possession basis. Transition was more efficient. Spot up threes were more efficient. Pick and roll was more efficient, etc., etc. Post ups, in terms of their overall efficiency, was way lower. And a big reason for that was because a lot of the post score, none of them are as good as Kevin Mchale. I wholeheartedly believe Kevin Mchale was one of the 5 best post scorers ever, making that abundantly clear. But a lot of the post scorers who were around in the mid 2000s, late 2000s were not very good passers. So when they inevitably got doubled in the post, it led to the points per possession in the post decreasing. You were seeing like 0.8, 0.9, 0.9 is even a reach.
It wasn't spread out
at
that time.
I'm with you. So what I'm saying is, as you have these non-willing passers in the post, no matter how skilled they are down there, when teams start sending doubles or sending multiple bodies or sending help, if they're not going to pass the ball, the efficiency is inevitably going to drop. Now, Kevin Mchale can still be an efficient post scorer.
Sure.
But is that going to be a go-to form of offense to where he can score 25 points per game? I don't know. Like, he was a go-to scorer on the Celtics, and I think, like, he averaged 25 once, I think.
26. He averaged 26.
Shout out to him. But like, that's where it gets difficult for me. It's not about his skill set as a scorer. It's about his skill set in the other areas of his game and whether or not that lends to the analytics-driven game that we have today.
When you say that much, we talking about open court scoring too.
He led the league in field goal percentage that year too.
He became a better passer.
Back-to-back years.
He became a better passer in the late 80s. I will argue, as he transitioned more into a role player. Number one. Number two, after 87 to the end of his career, which is only 6 years, granted. He averaged almost 84% from the line, which makes me think, and I've seen him hit plenty of long twos and jumpers and turnarounds.
He could shoot. Yeah, he could shoot.
This dude will be a stretch 5 in today's NBA. 100%. He is going to be a stretch 5. He's putting up 7, 8, 9 threes a game. Six, 7. Yo,
he's not averaging 25. If that's what he's doing,
he's averaging.
Yeah, but Morris, don't listen to that. It's no way
Kevin shooting 9 the game. We just taking away his best ability to get him to shoot threes.
Is Kevin Mchale in today's game? Is Kevin Mchale?
How many post-ups did he get? He's shooting 9 threes.
We're just talking about a stretch 5. If Kevin Mchale is playing, is he better than Brook Lopez?
Yes,
he's better played in Brook Lopez. Absolutely.
Yes, he's way better.
I don't want Kevin Mchale shooting 9 threes.
Because Brook Lopez,
if he's taking 18 shots,
half of them are threes.
7
that's
out
the
of
biggest
18.
That's the biggest bailout in NBA.
My life for Kevin Mchale threes.
I do. Here's the thing. I do think he might shoot 4 or 5. It might be games where he might shoot 5.
Yeah, I think 4 or 5.
It might be games where he shoots 5 or 6.
Average 3 threes a game. He might average 3 threes a game.
Here's also the thing though too, and I think it might be some games where he's shooting mid-range jumpers, and it might be that he might total out to 9 jumpers on any given night.
Brook Lopez,
but it's going to be 9 buckets that he's going to 9 times where he's going to touch the ball on that post and go to work.
But why do you keep bringing up Brook Lopez?
I'm just telling you, Brook Lopez shot 6 threes a game.
Yeah, but Brook also
Kevin
didn't get
Mchale,
any post ups in
How many bigs period shoot 9 threes a game in the NBA?
I watched Brook Lopez all my life. I knew Brook could shoot like a long time ago. Okay, so just like I
but even Cat's 3-point shots went down.
I knew Chris Bosh could shoot a long time ago. When a dude can shoot, he can shoot. Okay, it's just a matter of extending the range a little bit. Some of these guys been hitting 20-foot jumpers their whole lives since high school. So yeah, extending that range out 3-4 feet is not that difficult. I think Kevin Mchale is a really good shooter. I think a smart
we're with you on that point.
On that.
And do it, yeah.
If you're not a good passer, where I'm going to use you on a fast break is usually as a trailer, right? So he's probably getting 2 threes a game off that. Period.
Wemby shot 8.8. Larry Markkinen shot 8.5.
There you go.
But wait though. Hold on, Mars, real quick. If you're not a good passer and your name is Kevin Mchale, where do I use you? I use you by getting your big ass down the court and posting up.
Yeah, sealing early. Yeah,
deep seals. Yeah, deep seals. Finish.
You finish beating the defense down the court.
You don't have to beat anybody down the court. You're
gonna be cross matched in transition, and Kevin Mchale's going to seal his man.
It's not. It doesn't even.
But you got to beat the opposing big down the court.
Hold on. It doesn't even matter.
First off, Kevin Mchale can't run. I mean, that's.
He can do that. He can do that, but all they have to do is they have to force a cross match, which would mean the big is not guarding Kevin Mchale because they're cross matched anyway.
You don't have to cross match anything.
That's what I'm saying.
It doesn't matter.
Kevin Mchale can score with anyone. I'm with you.
If you're not a good passer, I'm using this to play.
I know where Alex going. Real quick. What I'm saying is, we're talking about Kevin Mchale. It doesn't matter if your man's guarding you, the point guard's guarding you. If it could be early in transition, you could be the late trail. It doesn't matter. You're lugging down the middle of the court, and as soon as you get there, boom, I'm hitting you, and you're posting up. Kevin Mchale, you're not running to the corner. You're not stopping short of the 3-point line. You better get your big ass in front of the rim and show me your hands. Sit down on the defender, and that's what you're doing because you're the best post scorer in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? We're not. What are we passing for? What? You getting the ball right there? You're going up. Shooting for what?
I don't want Kevin Mchale to pass ever.
Ryan, that is the biggest bailout I've ever seen in my life. If you're just bailing out this other team's defense by shooting 9 threes and you're Kevin Mchale, you just need to get out of here. Like, what are you even doing on my team?
I started with 7. Let me adjust that to 6 to 7. I think he averages 6 or 7 threes a game. I think any smart coach would use him like that. I do think he'd be a release valve on transition. And frankly, I think he'd be a play finisher more often than a playmaker. If you're saying playmaking is his weakness.
Are you talking about Kevin Mchale or Kevin Love?
I'm talking about Kevin Mchale.
Oh, all right. Just make sure.
Yeah. Look, Kevin Love was a dominant post scorer too, was he not? Yeah. He was on the block. And what happened? And what happened? They put him
he ended up playing with a player who's not known for playing with those guys.
Okay,
what happened?
So if Kevin Mchale is playing with Jaden Ivey and Cade Cunningham, and we're replacing Beef Stew or Jalen Duren off that team, I'm sorry, you can't just be standing in Cade and Jaden Ivey's driving lane all game. You're going to have moments where they're going to be able to drive the offense because they're better playmakers. And if I want someone making decisions in my offense, I'm sorry, I'm picking Cade.
Is that what y'all think big men do? Just stand on the block and clog up the lane? Is that what you think happens? That
yes,
you just stand? Yes. Do you think that they just stand on the second hash for 24 seconds like this?
That's what we are. In the 3-point revolution.
You do know when something happens on this side, then you clear out. You go opposite. You get to this opposite short corner. That way, if they drive to the middle, you come under the basket. So you know what I'm saying? You get out the way. You set off ball screens. But just because you score from the block doesn't mean you just stand at the hash all game. What are you clogging up the lane? The dude on top of that, especially when you got a big ass great touch like Kevin Mchale, I can hang out 13 feet away from the rim. I can relocate to the nail. I can move around because I got this. I got all of that. What do you think? I'm just clogging.
But Ox, even if he is there though, even if he is there though, a guy like Cade Cunningham, when he blows by his defender or when he gets into the lane, Kevin McHale's man's gonna have to step over to help.
Step up. That's a lay down pass.
Here you go.
McHale has great hands.
Like Cade Cunningham is going to get 3 to 4 assists a night off of
the Russell Westbrook special, right
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
The
Just
only
like that.
guys with like Mchale's similar dimensions
Uh.
who shot more than 6 threes is Wemby, Lowry Markkanen, KD, and Porzingis in the whole NBA. Like he's not shooting 6 threes a game.
You're saying his dimensions, as in players over 6'10"?
6'10" with long ass arms, like because
Then
there's
you're taking
got
away
like
when you're moving
MPJ
away
shoots
from
like
the
6 threes a
basket.
game, but he's not
Yeah,
not big.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about guys who are like either long as hell, or tall as hell. Like
I really actually wouldn't even throw
Wemby, Markkanen,
Lowry
Porzingis, and KD.
in
That's
there
it.
really either. Lowry,
Yeah, Lowry's like,
Lowry,
but like that's it.
Am I too high on his shooting?
No,
Am I
No,
just
you're too
way
high
too
on
high
the
on
number.
the level
I
of
think
shooter
you're
that I think he is?
too. I think you're too. What's the word? Like, I think
he's
you're
overzealous.
over. You're over.
Overzealous.
Yeah, you're over excited to make him shoot threes. I don't know. Like he's gonna shoot like 3 threes a game.
Like,
But fellas, we about to move on. Though,
Yeah.
can we with Kevin Mchale, who all agrees that he would be a 25?
I'm comfortable with Kevin Mchale being number
I'm
one.
putting him on the list.
I'm comfortable.
I'll
with
put
Kevin
him on
McHale
the
being number
list,
one
but it's
on a playoff team.
shaky for me.
Let's be
Yeah.
clear, Ron. It's not being a number one on a playoff team and being a number one on a championship team. Those two things are not the same. Kevin Mchale being a number one on a playoff team, I can get with that.
Hey, but chill though.
Well, I think Kevin Mchale was the best scorer on championship teams.
I'm saying that to say if you put him on the Pistons, they got action.
You think he was better than Bird, Mark?
If you take,
I think Kevin Mchale was a better scorer
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's a bucket getter.
in like the Celtics' last championship than Larry Bird was.
In terms of
Yes.
in terms of the space that he was in, you think he was a better
In
bucket
terms
getter?
of just being someone who you could go to get a bucket,
Yes.
I think Mchale was the more reliable scorer than Larry Bird. I think Larry Bird was more versatile, but I think Kevin Mchale, if the Celtics needed a bucket, there you go, Kevin Mchale. That's who we go into.
We could rely on you. We could rely on going to the
I
box
think
for you.
he was more. Yeah, he was more reliable in '86 than I think Bird was. Bird had the versatility. He was the best player because he could do everything. But in terms of we need a bucket. Who am I going to? Yeah, Kevin Mchale.
and that's a big man era too. So just imagine what Kevin Mchale gonna do when you got smaller fives on him. When you got and then on top of that,
Eat
mismatches.
Draymond Green lunch, Ox.
Hey, y'all always talk about mismatches and stuff.
Plus
So what happens
Draymond
when he
Green
gets a
ass.
small on the block? Like Kevin Mchale. Hey, y'all run a small ball? You got
I'm with
PJ
you.
Tucker playing the 5?
I'm with
Come
you.
on, like.
I'm with
You
you.
saw what Anthony Davis did to PJ Tucker ass.
But all right, y'all. I added Kevin Mchale to the list, and obviously, I'm just gonna add Larry Bird on there too, his teammate. But we'll get back to the list in a second. We'll restart with that name in a second.
Pau Gasol.
I'm gonna jump into these super chats because it is the crunch time chat segment, and then we're gonna jump back into this list for the last hour of the show. Masinko said that Pistons team forced, I think, 4 teams under 65 or 72. Their defense was crazy.
That's why what Manu Ginobili did was so impressive.
I have to argue against Pau Gasol because then it makes what Chills said not sound crazy anymore.
But if you think Pau Gasol could average 25, you can't just be like, I gotta protect the AD agenda. No, it can't be like that. You gotta,
I mean, absolutely, I can. I don't know what
no, but like you got Pau Gasol averaging 25 in today's game doesn't mean he's better than Anthony Davis.
I mean, obviously, no.
Yeah, so
But
just be honest. Just if you think Pau Gasol could average 25, speak your truth.
24 and a half.
And to
All right,
Masinko's point, and when they played the Lakers in the finals in 04, and you guys can fact check me because I do remember this vividly, but they held the Lakers to 80 or less in 3 of the 5 games in 3 of the 5 games in that series. That's 3 of the 4 games that they won. They held the Lakers 80 or under. That's what was going on. That's how good
75, 68, 80, and then 87. Yeah, so they scored 99 once, they scored 87 once. Every other game was 80 or less. Yeah. Shout out to the Pistons.
Imagine if we seen the team today in the NBA Finals score 68 with that kind of roster.
Man,
you got Kobe and Shaq, and you can't break 100 once.
You got Kobe and Shaq on the crew, and you can't get to 80, Mars. You can't get to 90.
I don't know. Maybe on Throwback Thursday, we'll watch a team score 68 or less in one of these games in the finals. You'll just have to pull up to see. You'll just have to pull up and see. But all right, y'all. The next super chat that we got is from DSG Piccolo. DSG said, "My Blazers finally got sold. Didn't think a hockey team owner would spend $4 billion for them. Doubt they get moved since there's a team in Carolina already, but the future is oh so bright." The Blazers just sold for $4 billion.
Are solid. Solid.
Nice.
Shout out to them,
Shout
man.
out to the Blazers.
If
Y'all are
anything,
really people out here
anything,
that can buy things for $4 billion. What a life. What a life.
If anything though, I would see the new owners trying to bring a hockey team to Portland. You know what I mean? You know, Portland's such a big sports town, and Portland doesn't have a hockey team, a baseball team, or a football team. And they've been really trying to get a baseball team for a long time. But I could see, if anything, I could see the Blazers getting a hockey team before trying to move the Blazers. Like the people of Portland would never let them move the Blazers.
Oh, it's
it'll be
shit out there. The Blazers leave. All right, Portland might not even be a city no more.
This is why
they'll burn this motherfucker down.
Not for real.
But this is why they're not doing expansion though.
And just so we clear, real talk. How do you even negotiate? Like, how does the negotiation start at like $3 billion? Like, how you fix your mouth? Like,
that's way above my pay grade. Yeah,
I don't got that.
I don't even know how them conversations go.
I don't got
even
that.
imagine.
So me.
Give me 20 years, I'll explain it to you.
Oh, 20, that's it. JJWAD said Walter Davis, Richard Hamilton, Jeff Hornacek, Drazen Petrovic, Kevin Johnson, Eric Sleepy Floyd, some lesser known players I think could get 20 to 25. Is there any name up here that you guys like?
I want to ask about Rip. Do you guys think Rip is extended because he was doing all this off-ball stuff to get mid-range shots? Do you think that just becomes threes in today's game, or he just sticks to the mid-range?
I think it has.
Was he a good 3-point shooter?
Yeah, because I didn't see much indication that he was going to be a 3-point shooter. I didn't see much indication.
The greatest indicator is what actually already happened. We've seen guys who actually were one type of player, and then this revolution happened. They had to become another type of player. Brooke Lopez is the example. He was a guy who did a lot of mid-range.
So many bigs who died out for the same reason.
There's players that could.
It was adapt or die. It was adapt or die. So my question is,
he might die.
Okay. Some of these dudes might just. Antoine Walker is my number one choice for adapt or die. He's gonna die. But some of these guys, like, I think you got to look at guys who maybe had underutilized strengths that would be more accentuated in today's game. Mohamed Abdul-Rauf is like my number one pick. Petrovic is another one, right? Guys who took a lot of long twos that get translated to threes, but had decent playmaking that could translate to high volume roles today. Those are the guys who are going to get the bump. And then those heavy, inefficient ISO dribblers, those are the guys who are going to get the cut, to me.
So does Garnett take that step back and start cracking more threes?
But see, I was just thinking about that.
100%.
He couldn't shoot threes. It was a weird conundrum with him. It was just like he could hit the long two.
It's not always as simple as just take a step back.
Yeah, but he could not
his
shoot
form.
You know, another player that's just like that, DeMar DeRozan. I'm talking about half an inch inside the line. Money. He takes a step back sometimes. It's like it's just not the same.
Yeah, I think Rip was just a mid-range guy. I just think that's what he was.
On this panel right here on stage, who has in your opinion the deepest understanding of shooting forms and jump shooting in general?
I know what you're about to say, because you're saying the high set point is good for mid-range shooting, but it's bad for 3-point shooting.
Not necessarily, because Peja Stojakovic and Rasheed Wallace shot threes.
Oh no, well,
and they
yes, there are anomalies.
Rasheed's 3-point numbers aren't as good as people.
I think I don't think it's the high
blocks.
I don't think it's a high set point. I think it's the load. Personally, I mean, I shot relatively well, so I would say it's the load up and the slingshot variance of the jump shooting. I actually think if people look at Kevin Garnett and DeMar DeRozan shoot side by side, there's actually some parallels between how they shoot.
There are. I agree.
So that might not translate well to 3-point shooting. And then there are certain jump shots where you just look at it and you're like, that can translate. Brooke Chris Bosh, Kevin Love, easy translation. I think I'm just watching Kevin Mchale jump shots because I'm trying to see if I'm going crazy here. I think his shot would translate very well to 3.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so I think there's just certain guys where you could see it.
Or like another example is are shooters who get great elevation on their jumper. Typically
Kobe,
that's something
Michael.
again, not is nothing's 100% proof, but typically they're better mid-range shooters than 3-point shooters.
Yes,
because that elevation it helps you in the mid-range. But
shout out to Ray Allen. Shout out to Ray Allen.
Ray Allen got up.
Another guy.
Ray Allen
here in a second.
Yeah, the anomaly. But I think that's something that why Devin Booker doesn't shoot the greatest 3.
Yeah.
Is it anybody up here that y'all would like to vote on? Or
Petrovic.
Jeff
Petrovic.
Jeff Hornacek he was good, but I don't think
Jeff Hornacek's too much of an off-ball guy. I don't think he's gonna get 25.
I like
they would change his nickname in today's NBA. I guarantee you that.
Who, Hornacek
I could
or
get with
Petro?
Petro. Yeah, I can get with Petro.
I can get with Dresden for sure.
Yeah, I can get with.
Yeah, I'm fine with
Dresden
Petrovic. Yeah,
I can definitely get with Petro. And Ox, to your point, Ox, I don't know if you noticed, but because I know you love your man Rasheed Wallace. What was it, 100 threes and
100 blocks, 100 threes?
I don't know if you noticed, but Robert Horry did that, and he also had 100 steals too. He did that before you. I just want to put that on your mind.
Is that Rockets, Robert?
Yeah. The year after they won the NBA championship, he did that.
Hey, I was watching an old Rocky game with Robert. I'm not gonna lie. It was a few times after but he was low key looking like Scotty a little bit out there early on in his days.
Young Rob was nasty, but not only
he was a really good player.
Cliff Robinson did it too.
Yeah.
All right, Mo sent through a super chat. Not glazing harder, surprisingly. He says, "Salute, fellas. Y'all should make a list of players in today's game who would be good in the 90s. That would be good.
All of these dudes.
We're gonna say like 4 players.
No,
all of these dudes. Giannis,
not including LeBron.
Luka, Shea.
Just good. I mean, I think Devin Booker would fry them dudes. I think Devin Booker would be. Devin Booker would be.
His whole legacy would change.
I would love to see D Booker in the 90s.
I would really like to do that. It's just unfortunately I got a doctor's appointment that day. You know,
hey, not me. I'm canceling a doctor's appointment.
Donovan Mitchell would be crazy in the
90s. Yes. I mean, it's a bunch of guys today that would be awesome in the 90s, in the 80s. I mean, because we're already in a space now where I got the answers to the test. I've seen the 90s. I've seen what that game looks like. So, I mean, what does Donovan Mitchell look like on the 87 Jazz?
Terrible. Right? He's sitting his ass on the bench, shooting all them goddamn threes. Hey, Chill, I got an easy answer for you.
DeMar DeRozan.
And DeMar DeRozan, Devin Booker, Bobby Portis. And then we can just end it at that.
Yeah, that's what I love. Stop.
Bobby Portis.
I'm pushing the Michael Beasley propaganda. But
can I interest y'all? Can I interest y'all in Tony Kukoc?
25?
No.
Yeah, 25.
25.
He's talented enough.
Nope. To Mars' point about Richard Hamilton with the off-ball stuff, same thing with Tony Kukoc. Too much off-ball stuff in today's game.
I want to interest y'all in this name.
He'll be more of a point forward. Like
they did low key, like in 88, 89, 98, 99, they did kind of low key hand him his own team.
In Milwaukee, yep.
No, in Chicago. 98, 99.
Yeah, after MJ and them were going.
So, Chill, you won't believe it, but he was the best player on the Chicago Bulls in the original NBA 2K. I remember that very clearly.
Yeah, so he averaged sucked for what it's worth.
Oh, it really did. So that one year, he led them in scoring. He averaged 18.8.
Yep.
And I think the very next year, Ron Mercer came in and led them in scoring.
Yeah. Well, let's
say Elton
Brand. If this 95, Tony Kukoc. You know what I'm saying?
25 is a stretch for me. I think he's like a 17, 7 and 5 type player.
Is he better than Zubac in today's game?
As what?
Better than?
I mean,
that's a weird comparison.
Croatian to Croatian. It's a perfect comparison.
Oh, so Darius Saric. Darius Saric Croatian? Or did I just put a country on him? He's not actually from
He's from Bosnia.
Did I do a racism? Did I do a racism?
I don't
Croatian.
Is he?
He is Dario's Croatian?
Yes,
okay.
I thought
my Eastern European countries.
Shout out to Dario.
Do we all agree on Chris Webber? By the way, I just want
yes, we can.
Yes.
For
We
sure.
don't gotta
I
talk
go see
about
Webb.
Webb.
I go see Webb. I go see.
Now
A lot
I
of
got
them
another
forwards from
I
that
got
time. I
another
got
name for y'all.
Tim Duncan?
I think so.
I got Tim.
Did we not
Ron,
say Tim
definitely.
Duncan?
No, I got
Yeah.
Tim.
I think all of those power forwards gonna average 25. All of them.
Yeah,
I don't think that. I
Y'all
think
got
that,
Amari
that,
already, right?
that goes without saying.
Nah,
Like Malone,
Did we say
Duncan.
Kobe Bryant?
Yeah,
Yeah, we said
Yeah, all of them
was-
on.
Okay,
Yeah, all of them
we
on.
already-
So hold on, Karl Malone.
Yes.
Yeah,
I ain't voting on that.
He's not in the
Protest.
league today. He's
Protest.
Well, yeah,
He's
he
not in the league.
actually.
He's
yeah,
absolutely not in the
probably-
league today.
I mean, with Josh
I'm
Giddey
on
still.
the league.
You know what? Never mind. Next
Whoa,
name.
you're not comparing him to
Next
Josh
name.
Giddey.
He's not
next
in the
name,
league
next
today,
name.
so that's all I know.
What about Antoine Jameson?
I like that.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm giving it to
Jameson?
Antoine Walker,
Hell
I'm giving it
no.
to Antoine Jameson.
I didn't give it to Antoine Walker.
Why? Because they're both from
I said
Croatia,
if
Ron?
I'm giving it to him, and
Yeah,
Jeez.
I'm saying the same thing as you. If I didn't give it to Antoine Jameson's bad.
No. Hell no.
I feel like I'll be doing Jordan a disservice if I don't ask about Antonio McDyess.
no.
McDyess is cold, but no.
Okay.
Antoine
Corey
Jameson-
Maggette.
No. He hold on.
He got average like 11 free throws a game.
He
Hold
for
on.
sure is.
Corey Maggette
and
had one of the
transition
most
money, too.
underrated seasons ever. There was
Corey
a
Maggette
season
can
where
get
he
to
averaged
25.
22 and shot 38% from three. But because the Clippers were so bad, I think they had like 23 wins that year. Nobody gave a shit. But he had
Corey
a really
Maggette gonna
underrated.
get to the free throw line like 10 times a game. He
I got
gonna
Corey Maggette.
he gonna
Nah,
maneuver his way to the rim, and he gonna get fouled. Like that's gonna be a
Bro.
bad 25, but he can get there.
Oh,
Yo,
Amir,
anybody-
Michael Red. Put Michael Red on the list.
All right, quick. Is it who's all in favor of Corey Maggette?
I think this shit is disrespectful. I'm gonna be honest.
nah,
I think
nah,
this
Corey
On a
Maggette-
playoff team, like okay, so
Corey Maggette ain't no getting 25. I
this
just
list,
bring
this
it
list
up.
I'm
is
just-
bonkers
You-
insulting,
look,
yo.
you-
This
you
list
guys,
is
you guys are
so.
throwing names out there. I just want to be genuine to every name. Antoine Jameson was thrown out there.
What the
Anybody
hell
in favor of Antoine Jameson?
Y'all
I ain't
sleep.
going
Antoine getting busy.
I got Antoine.
No, for sure. I ain't going.
Real talk. You got Antoine?
I got him. I got him.
Ron, did you just say
All right,
genuous?
Yes.
that's not a word.
I
But
mean,
anyway.
Shakespeare made up words all the time. Shout out to Ron.
All right. I want to be genuine. You guys know what I'm saying. Also,
Take Ron real quick. Take Naismith off that Indiana team and put Corey Maggette on there. Is he averaging 25 a game?
Antoine Jameson averaged 24-9.
25.
keep in mind, Antoine could shoot too.
And he could shoot. That's what I'm saying.
It's actually Anton.
Now he averaged 24-9 on a
Antoine
17
Jameson.
and 65
Correct.
team.
It's
but he
Anton.
did.
Hey,
it's not
that
Anton.
top
My
of
fault.
the key three ball was wet.
Yeah,
Yes, it was.
And he could score in the block too. He
Yup.
could be a stretch five. Antoine to be
No,
cooked.
he was
Mismatch-
skilled.
mismatch
He was
problem
very
in
skilled.
today's
He was
league
very,
also.
very skilled.
Yeah.
So
Some of the same playmaking issues.
You know
gonna show
what,
up,
Ron?
but-
I'm gonna be genuous and raise my hand.
Thank you.
So
We
to
got
get,
So
so to
does that
get
mean you
this
got 3
in,
votes? Does that mean you
We
got
got
3 votes?
three.
Okay,
But as,
yo,
okay, that means he makes it. Right?
can I just
to get
protest
this
and
in-
say this list is very insulting?
what?
It's so insulting, Chill. It's bananas insulting. Y'all throwing Michael Red, Antoine Walker. You're throwing so many names out there. You know that list that I gave y'all earlier?
Michael
about
Red
all
a
the-
bucket.
Michael Red is a bucket, but do you know how many players that are a bucket today do not crack 25? And are
what
not
the hell
on
is what
playoff
we
teams?
talking about?
What I'm talking about is the list of players who satisfy the criteria that y'all are putting these players into is so short that to say that these players would do this, like no brainer, Paul Pierce, no brainer. Yeah, okay, Paul Pierce and Kobe
Paul
Bryant.
Pierce
I
is a
get you.
no-brainer, by the way. I'm
I'm adding Paul
Okay,
Pierce to the
We
list.
don't even got to vote for that. That's
But there's
obvious.
very few no-brainers here. If you're saying Tim Duncan, I get you. But if you're saying Michael Red, I want you to be mindful of the fact that who are the players that didn't
This all started
satisfy
because
this
of Michael
criteria.
Red, by the
Pim,
way.
Yeah,
what?
we got.
I don't think Michael Red is a
Kyrie-
no-brainer. But
Kyrie-
Wait. Not a no-brainer, Ron. Not a no-brainer, Mars. But take Desmond Bane off that Memphis crew and put Michael Red on that Memphis crew as they starting two guard, and he
He's
is
averaging
frying them.
25.
He is
Yeah.
100%.
He's their best scorer. He
One of the best
is
scorers.
their best scorer.
By far. Not
What
even
are we
close.
doing?
I just want to let y'all know these are the
Michael Red
players
was
that
a bucket.
didn't-
Yeah, I don't know
that
what to say.
did
Michael Red
not
was a bucket.
satisfy your criteria of 25 on a playoff team this year.
But
Damian
that was
Lillard.
yeah, okay, Penn. Do last year. because you're trying to like hone in on this specific, but I do think there are like I remember there wasn't when the Kings went to the playoffs that other year. Didn't De'Aaron Fox average 25?
Yeah, it was 2023. There was 20 guys who averaged 20.
That's what I'm saying. Like you using it one specific year. I get what you're saying,
because
but
physicality went up this year.
Genuous.
No. Because physicality went up this year and scoring went down a little bit. So that's why I'm using this year. So you're putting these players into the NBA next year. It's going to be even more physical next year. Just to let you know.
How does Michael Redd played in the physical era, by the way, with a bunch of
24 people averaged 25 in 2023.
24.
Forget that. Talk about this year.
Think about
okay.
No, I'm just
13. Okay, and of those 13 guys that averaged 24 or more, Penn. We talking about the skill set in the NBA, which is shooting the long ball. How many better long ball shooters were there than Michael Redd?
Not many.
There are many shooters better than Michael Redd in today's NBA. Okay,
that's bucket getters like him
with his shot diet.
No, there isn't, Penn.
It's not. Penn.
Yeah, he gonna say like Luke
maybe.
Yeah, he's gonna say Luke Kennard now. Yeah.
No, it's not.
It's Steph Curry.
How many scorers are there who are better shooters?
Bucket getters.
There you
just
go.
A bucket getter. We ain't talking about Luke Kennard,
very
right? We ain't talking about Luke Kennard or
that's why I want to make sure I want to make sure we aren't just bringing up these up guys. So like, yeah. How many scorers are there who are better shooters than Michael Redd?
Not a lot.
Is Devin Booker a better shooter than Michael Redd?
Hell no.
Devin Booker? No, he's not.
I think he is, but that's besides the point. He's
not
on his career.
He's not a 3-point shooter, but in terms of overall jump shooting, yeah, I think he's a better jump shooter than Michael Redd. But Devin Booker, I think is one of them.
Is Donovan McNabb a better jump shooter than Donovan McNabb? I'm sorry, Donovan Mitchell. Is he a better jump shooter?
I was gonna say, who the hell is that?
Hey, shout out Chunky Soup.
I apologize. Is Donovan Mitchell a better jump shooter than Michael Redd?
No.
Nah, I don't think so.
Okay, so this is what I'm talking about when we're talking about bucket getters. How about Jaylen Brown? Is he a better?
Michael Redd's a better shooter than Jaylen.
Allen Houston's a better jump shooter than him. Muhammad Abdul-Rauf.
But we have Allen Houston on the list. We have Allen Houston on the list.
Yes, and as the guy who grew up a really huge Allen Houston fan, as a guy who has
I think Allen Houston a better shooter than Michael Redd.
I have Allen Houston signed basketball above my head. I'll tell you, one of my favorite players. I don't know if he's averaging 25, yo. Because I'm just trying to tell you, these are the
you don't know if Allen Houston's averaging 25?
No, I don't. Like, yo, I'm trying to tell you, these are my favorite players. Y'all talking about some of my favorite players. As much as it would make me very happy to shit on this current generation, just be like, oh, my 35 favorite players from back in the 90s would whoop y'all ass right now. That's not reality. That's not reality. And I'm just saying, these are the players that didn't average 25 this year, that, did not satisfy the criteria that y'all are putting players into.
Go ahead.
LaMelo Ball. Damian Lillard.
25, 24-9.
24.9.
Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving, Zion Williamson, LeBron James, Steph Curry, Karl Anthony Towns, Victor Wembanyama, Donovan Mitchell.
A lot of these guys
average 25.
The reason why you're being nasty is because these guys how Penn just said, a lot of these guys are old, they're out of their prime, they were injured.
A lot of those guys played less minutes.
Jaylen Brown.
We are talking about these guys in their absolute peak, at their absolute best.
Yes,
when we talk about Ray Allen, we're not talking
Houston's
about
a better scorer than John Morant.
Allen Houston is definitely a better bucket getter.
Brandon Ingram, 26-year-old Brandon Ingram.
How many games did Brandon Ingram play?
18.
Brandon Ingram's not better than Michael Redd.
So
what are we doing, bro?
But okay, I'm about to grab the wheel. We go rewind back.
Mars, Brandon Ingram has never averaged 25 in his career. So
ever? Not 1 year.
Not 1 year.
24 something. He averaged 24.
Yes, so I'm saying averaging
24/7. He averaged 24/7.
A lot harder than we are giving it credit for, and we are polluting the minds of these young, impressionable people.
These players are
like Jerry
better.
Stackhouse would just come in and average more points than Kawhi Leonard.
These players are better than you're giving them credit for.
Oh God, Ox, are you telling me that Allen Houston's a better scorer than Kawhi Leonard was last year? That what you telling me? Michael Redd's a better scorer than Kawhi Leonard last year?
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah. But to answer your question,
playing like 20 minutes a game for like
to answer your question, do I think that peak Allen Houston is a better scorer than this version of Kawhi Leonard? I absolutely do. Yes, absolutely.
I don't agree with that.
Peak Allen Houston, like the best version of Allen Houston.
I don't agree with that.
No version of Allen Houston was a better scorer.
I think you can average more points than someone and not be a better scorer.
Just because you average more points does not mean you're a better
averaged 30
scorer.
in the NBA. He wasn't the second best scorer in the league. Like I think you can average more points and be a well scorer.
I'm talking about points right now. Just straight getting to it.
Yeah,
Do I think that Allen Houston will come and score more points than this version of Kawhi Leonard today in this season? Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
I think Penn, a better argument could be made about like the whole list of guys that we're making is, can they stay on the floor and be good enough defensively?
Is that your proof that you like Allen Houston
to get 25?
One of my 5
but as far as just getting the 25,
no.
You can get 20. Actually, for me, I was going to tell Ron, I think 25 at this point in basketball is probably too low of a number and too low of a barrier. If we were trying to do like make sure we have an exclusive number of players, we could have gone like 27, 28. Because I do think there's a whole gambit of people in today's league that can average 25 points. I
agree.
Because I think that's like 20 to 22 a few years ago. And I do think there's a lot of guys that can get. I don't think that's a high enough barrier.
Like even this year, it was what 13, 14 people, and not assuming for games played. So like everyone who just played with reasonable amount of games averaged 25, right? But there's more than 14 people today who could average 25.
Right. Obviously.
I think we all. Anthony Davis averaged 24/7. I think we all agree Anthony Davis could average 25.
Average 25. Yeah.
If he would have played for
Dallas, don't have 25 point per game scorers.
Kyrie could average 24/7. Zion averaged 24/6. I think we all agree. Steph, Bron, Kat, Wemby, Fran, like Trae Young. I think we all agree.
But they won't. Mars, I can make a case the Raptors have 3 players who could average 24, 25, but they won't because they play together and they don't play enough minutes. That's the problem.
But the question is,
RJ Barrett, could average 25?
RJ Barrett can average 25.
Yes, he can.
Brandon Ingram, you just said Brandon Ingram.
Brandon Ingram, I think could.
But he just said Brandon Ingram never averaged 25.
He averaged 24.
I'm saying if you gave him the role,
come on,
I'll let him slide. Scotty Barnes, no, because let me just shut the door on that. No, that's the main one I'm trying to get to. No, he can't. Okay.
My point is, I just think there's a lot of people who are capable of doing it. Doesn't mean will they or will they not? I don't know. But like De'Aaron Fox averaged 23 something this year. He's capable of averaging 25. But there's a lot of people who are capable.
De'Aaron Fox would have averaged 25 if he would have stayed on the Kings.
To shout back to the Hoop Talk podcast when we were on the Hoop Talk podcast and when we were talking about Wilt Chamberlain and we talked about this amazing relationship between Wilt taking shots and his team's offense being worse. That's the point. So as Wilt took fewer shots and fewer shots and fewer shots, his team's offense became better and better and better and better. And most players, I want to say 99.8% of hoopers in the world will have that trajectory or have that sort of pattern play out. That if they become too ball dominant, their offense becomes predictable, and then their team's offense goes down off a cliff. If you look at even Paolo's possessions in Orlando, his team offense sucks. And I think it actually would be a little bit better.
He's averaging 25, right?
Right. What did he average 25?
Yeah, he averaged 25. What did he average?
25.6.
25.9. So basically
25.9. So those
Franz averaged 24 something.
Okay.
25.
So those are two guys on a really bad offense, and I just think most teams are not willing to crater their offense to get guys 25 points.
Also, Penn, we're also
putting this guy next to Cade Cunningham.
But the criteria at least from what I understand, is that we're substituting these people and putting them as the number one option. They're going to be the number one option on the team.
Or at minimum, the number two option.
Antoine Walker's going to be the number one option over Cade Cunningham.
Well, I really disagree with Antoine Walker. You got to talk to the old guys. Yeah, you got to talk to them.
But you agreed with Allen Houston, right? You agreed with Michael Redd.
Absolutely agree with
Allen Houston and Michael Redd are not number one options over Cade Cunningham. Sorry.
All right, so this is what we're looking at, and I need everybody to lock in because we have 30 minutes, and I want to get as many guys on this list as possible. We need the no-brainers, though. We got Jordan, Kobe, Manu, Vince, Carmelo, Kevin Martin, Antoine Walker, Allen Houston, Dirk, Stephon Marbury, Gilbert Arenas, Iverson, T-Mac, Tim Hardaway, Penny Hardaway, Brandon Roy, Jerry Stackhouse, Adrian Dantley, Jerry West, the Iceman George Gervin, Kevin McHale, Larry Bird, Drazen, Chris Webber, Tim Duncan, Karl Malone, Antoine Jameson, and Paul Pierce. Fellas,
we all need to be on this list too.
Kareem.
Oh yeah,
Come on,
let's
we
get
can
to
third.
Kareem.
Third,
Dirk. Yeah, Dirk.
Dirk's already there. Dirk's already there.
Dirk's
Hakeem, I'm gonna go ahead and
Hakeem, yeah.
Hakeem, obviously.
So, somebody just said a name. Oh, Latrell Sprewell. Who's in favor of Latrell getting on the list?
I love Latrell.
Do I think Latrell's a better scorer than Allen Houston?
You shouldn't.
Scorer, yes. Shooter, no.
I don't know if I got
Latrell could do a little bit more. Latrell could do more with the ball in his hands, downhill, and stuff like that.
I don't.
Latrell gonna get himself kicked out of the league though. So,
But we don't need him to be. We don't need him to be.
I'll rock with Spree. I got you. I got you. Chill. I'll rock with Spree.
Yeah. Just
anybody else with Sprewell?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
There we go.
Well,
I didn't have to put my vote in. He made it.
I need more obvious names, guys.
Amari Stoudemire. Did we have
Amari?
Stoudemire
Nope.
on
Let me
here?
go ahead and get
Amari
Amari
Stoudemire's on here.
You got Kevin Garnett on there?
Nope.
No, we didn't.
KG.
We got to put Garnett on there too. Yes.
David Robinson.
Because if Weber on there,
Yes.
Garnett. If Weber on there, Garnett on there has to be on there.
Mhm.
Yes.
Well, Weber's a better scorer than KG, but I get what
I actually agree, but
yeah, I don't agree with that.
Me neither. I don't.
actually agree.
No, I don't.
But I think they're both averaging 25, so that made me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that, but I think Chris Webber's
Shaq.
on.
We ain't said Shaq.
Like, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Shaq is not
Oh,
on this list.
yeah,
Shaq should be
yeah.
at the top of the list. When you have Bryant, and,
for sure.
he should
Ray
be
Allen.
Oh, Dwayne Wade.
Oh,
D-Wade
yeah.
for sure.
Ray
Yeah.
Allen.
Duh.
Ray
You got
Allen.
McGrady.
Dwayne
You got
Wade.
McGrady, right?
Yeah, and McGrady's
Yeah,
on here.
T-Mac.
We got
Come on, chat. Steve Francis. All right, you guys already know where this is going with Adam. West.
Steve Francis.
Ooh,
got
I think
franchise.
Austin to be on my side. Peja.
Yes.
Hell
100%.
yeah, hell yeah.
There we go.
Can I
Steve Fran-
interest you?
if
Can I
Steve Francis-
interest you in James Worthy?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Big game and Mars.
I'm with
Big
you.
game James is
I'm
not
with you.
a
I'm
self-proclaimed
with
lead.
you.
Hell yeah.
More as a stretch four, damn near stretch five for real.
Nah, he four. He the four.
I'm saying that
Draymond played a five.
he would have ate Chris Bosh
Yeah,
lunch.
but that's because of the defense. I'll put my hand up for James Worthy. I'm fine with it.
He would've ate
I'm
Chris
willing to
Bosh
just let that
lunch.
one go.
Yes, he would have. I'm saying it. James Worthy would have bust Chris
But that's not
Bosh.
saying much.
Steve,
Yeah, that's
Steve
not saying
Francis, y'all.
If we putting Steve Francis on here, in the words of my man Ox, can I interest you in Kevin Johnson?
Hold up, right quick. Wait. Before we get there, let's
I
vote.
ain't going Steve Francis.
Does anybody? I got Steve. I got franchise.
I want to say
On a playoff
if,
team?
if you're saying no to Tim Hardaway, how are you saying yes to Steve Francis? That's what I want to know.
Right.
I'm not saying yes to franchise. I got big
Yeah,
love
on a
for-
playoff team, nah. Just on a
But-
team
but
period, yeah.
Y'all don't got
But
franchise. That's
I would
crazy.
I would put my hand up for my fellow Sakai Dragon. I would definitely put my hand up for Kevin Johnson.
Kevin Johnson. Who got Kevin Johnson?
Johnson.
Interesting.
I don't got
name.
Kevin Johnson. We don't got Steve Francis.
Point guard that ain't shooting the three. 25. That's tough.
Do we
gonna be rough.
don't really ever talk about Kevin Johnson as a guy who finished top 10 in MVP voting twice, do we? We don't talk about him like that. That's really
No, because no one
interesting.
talks about Phoenix prior before Barkley. That's how they didn't exist, even though they were making conference finals and stuff.
Oh, Barkley.
Which also he had a he had a
Barkley
and I know you
goes
guys
down
don't
to-
want to-
For 20 seconds. I don't know. We air
and
attacks.
I know that you guys don't want to
We
talk about
don't.
this, but Kevin Johnson has some nonsense going on with him too.
Oh yeah, for more than
Y'all-
nonsense.
I don't know about. I don't know. I mean,
Oh, I don't
talk
even
about
know.
Johnson.
Yeah.
I was there. I was
I don't-
there at
You-
the school for this.
Yeah.
I was there.
Oh.
I went. He was the mayor. It was a lot more to that, and she was
Yeah.
that's don't you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there was some nonsense going on.
All right, Charles. So, no Kevin Johnson. Who's all in favor of Kevin Johnson?
I don't have KJ.
No KJ.
I don't think he getting to 25.
I don't got KJ either.
You averaged 23
Glenn,
though.
Glenn Rice.
De'Aaron Fox average.
I gotta
Glenn
put
already.
my hand up for
Got
Glenn
Glenn
Rice.
already.
Glenn Rice.
I thought we
got-
already had
we
Glenn
got-
Rice.
we-
I
yeah,
thought
we
we
got
already had
Mitch
him on there
White.
too.
That
Mitch
was before we
Richmond?
actually started voting. We just
Mitch
talked about it.
Richmond. Yeah, Mitch
Mitch
Richmond.
Richmond for sure.
Mitch Rich. All right, let me add Mitch Rich.
Chris Mullin.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Woo. Two hands. Chris Paul.
The name on the screen, Reggie Miller. Oh, actually, Reggie Miller. Does this go without saying?
In the playoffs, he would.
I don't have Reggie averaging 25.
Oh no, man!
In today's game?
I think so. I think so.
You know
man. I
them
think I got
3-pointers
Reggie.
are skyrocketing.
I think he's
Reggie's going to shoot about 11 threes a game.
Hell yeah!
And he's going to make 5 of them.
Okay, so Reggie's apparently shooting 45% from 3. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. That's 15 points.
Yeah.
Free
Couple
throws.
free throws.
Okay, that's half of his shots.
Yeah,
That's
oh
half
yeah,
of
he
his
gave
shots.
one dribble pull-ups.
Hell yeah, hell
I mean,
yeah.
I got Reggie. Chill, you
I
got
don't have
Reggie?
Reggie averaging
Yeah.
25. I don't have
I
Reggie.
do. I got
averaging
Reggie
25.
averaging.
It comes back to the same point of guys who want self-generating shots. It's hard to average 25 off strictly off ball. Like it's hard to do that. I don't.
So I can't.
In the playoffs, I think Reggie's average will go up as it always did. Regular season, I don't see Reggie averaging 25 for 82 games.
Who's the better scorer, Reggie or Peja in this era? Because we said yes to Peja.
I think Reggie is, and I got Peja, so yeah, I got Reggie.
Oh,
You know
we
what
got-
this is
we
doing?
got Reggie
You
I think
know
Reggie's a better scorer, but doesn't need to put up more points. Like, that's where I'm at.
The reason I voted for Peja is because I think he was really underrated on ball. I think he was a better passer than people give him credit for. And if he had played out his career 10 different times and he's not playing in that Sacramento offense, I think he's more of a creator.
Could be. But you know what this hypothetical is doing for me is making me really a lot higher on Cade Cunningham. It's really making me a lot higher on Cade.
Why?
Lou Will, y'all.
No.
No, I wanted to understand that point. Why? Why does
Because we're so what I'm doing, like I said before, is with all these players, I'm just putting them in with somebody from the Pistons. And so while I'm doing this, I'm imagining them on the court with Cade. And I'm just seeing Cade dishing it to him, and you know what I'm saying? So in my head,
I mean,
Cade,
Cade could make Malik Beasley average 16. Imagine that's Reggie Miller.
Dwight?
Hey, Reggie Miller, my hands up. Reggie Miller. Yeah, Reggie Miller.
Dwight Howard?
No.
I don't know about 25.
Kevin Love?
25.
I got. Oh, Kevin Love
yeah,
hasn't retired.
yeah.
Kevin Love hasn't retired. Kevin Love hasn't retired. Kevin Love.
Chris
He's on
Bosh.
Oh, yeah.
Blake Griffin. My hands up for Blake.
Yeah.
Shit,
He has to be playing with an
Blake
elite-
ain't averaging 25.
He has
Where
to
is
play
he?
with an
No,
elite
Wait. Detroit
playmaker.
Pistons Blake? Hey, we could even go to Detroit Pistons
Oh,
Blake,
Detroit
though.
Pistons Blake. Yeah, he averaged 25.
Oh, yeah. You
Detroit
see it,
Pistons
right?
Blake averaged 25.
Yeah, Blake
okay,
averaging 25. Come on,
All
man.
right,
25.
Blake.
But I
Playoff
ain't even
team
got the
number?
other Blake, though. You put super high flying Blake running the floor with Cade?
Imagine Blake next to Trae Young. That's not
That
25.
would be crazy.
Yes.
Not even he, but we can put him with Cade, too, though.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but Trae Young. Oh,
yeah.
I would
Rashard
love to
Lewis?
see that.
No, not 25.
Alex
Alright.
English is
25.
Alex English is averaging 25 a game today.
Alex
If Alex
English?
English making it,
I'm
I
not
got
mad
Bernard
at
King
Alex.
too, which I have no problem with. I'm just saying I got
Alex English from Bernard King?
Alex
You good with
English
Yeah,
is
I'm not
making
mad. I'm not
averaging
mad at
25.
those. No.
Yes, he is. Let's see.
I want to know.
Is
I
Zay
wanna-
Ellis?
Is Moses on the list?
Moses Malone? Nobody got my vote. Big Moses!
Why is Moses not on this list? Yes.
My hand is firmly down, but he made it. My hand is
Moses.
firmly down.
Moses not on this list? What?
I don't know how Roto gonna feel. Magic Johnson.
Hell no.
Hell yeah! What the hell is happening right now?
Hey, Fry in the league.
Yo,
I'm talking about
J
Fry in
Dub
the
is
league.
putting Magic Johnson in a box. You hear me?
Hell no.
Amin Thompson is clamping Magic Johnson. Are you crazy? Stop. Y'all better stop.
Gosh, you got
Y'all
Magic?
need to stop.
You know I got mad.
I'll run the poll. Does Magic average 25 today?
Yes, he does.
Man,
All right,
he averaging the 27-point triple double.
Baron Davis? We
I
said
like
no to
BD.
franchise,
I
but
like BD.
I think franchise
Baron Davis a better because Baron Davis shot the three like crazy,
He did.
and that was
He
back
did.
then.
Even if he didn't
Baron
make
Davis
it,
was
He
he
was
was
launching
getting them up.
threes. Yeah, he was launching threes. Yeah, I got Baron Davis.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
gonna learn. I'm gonna learn. I got Baron Davis.
I got B Diddy.
For sure.
What about Monte Ellis?
Oh, come on.
I don't
let me
got
hear
him,
real
quick.
but I love him.
Monte and Jaden Ivy's role.
I
He's
love
like
him,
25.
bro.
bro.
I
Monte
love
and
him.
Jaden Ivy were better.
22, 21, 22.
Yeah, I can feel
team?
that.
Two?
He don't shoot the three
I
enough.
got
You don't
Monte.
shoot the
I
three
got
I got the
Monte.
votes for Monte.
I got Monte Ellis.
I'm not mad at it though. As a matter of fact, because Monte one of my favorite players ever. So I'll go with you.
Adrian Dantley already made the list, Pirate. Calm down, buddy. Yeah, I think Monte already made it. But I
Oh,
don't
that's
know.
a great name, Chandler. Because I
Who?
do think
Darren
he takes
Williams?
Darren Williams.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
25. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I'm not sure, man.
No,
Darren
man,
Williams,
he's
even when
definitely-
he got
taking
to
his
the
threes.
Darren Williams could be a Trae Young average. Like he can be a 25 and 10 guy, 25-11. Yeah, he could be that.
I'm thinking like around 22, 23 for Darren Williams.
I think that's probably what's best, but I think he can have a season at 25.
they're
he
gonna try
already
to
do
put him
that?
more in a scoring role. Like he's gonna
Once
he's gonna
he got to the
his
Nets,
assists
did he
going.
do that?
He never averaged more than 21. That was it.
Did he not?
No, he never averaged.
He
I
gonna
don't
shoot
think that's
more
right.
threes. He
I
gonna
thought
get
Darren
more.
Williams averaged like 23.
More threes than he shot.
no,
would
chill,
be
right. He
a
never
lot.
averaged.
Yeah,
Well, he was
21,
a,
he
he was a
21.
distributor though.
Yeah.
Darren
Yeah,
Williams
for
was-
sure, for sure.
Darren Williams was
Yeah, maybe
definitely a
25 might be a little bit of a reach.
distributor. Yeah, I think we just.
Yeah,
I think
maybe
we
he's
look
more
at him.
22, 23. Yeah,
I
maybe.
think
Nah,
we
so
look
y'all
at Darren
don't got
Williams.
D Will.
Nah.
Will Chris Paul
Someone
average
said
25
Steve.
today?
Someone said Steve Nash. I don't think Steve Nash is averaging.
Nah, I don't think he getting to 25.
Will Chris Paul average 25 today? Prime
He's
Chris
still
Paul?
playing.
Chris Paul
You
is
know what I'm
in
saying?
the
I'm just
He's
asking
still
though.
playing,
Just,
but
I'm-
like
I think
Hornets,
guys
Chris
like
Paul,
Chris Paul-
maybe.
I think guys like
maybe.
Chris Paul and Steve Nash are capable of being 25-point per game. I think they're very comfortable 23. Like I
Okay.
just think they're very comfortable averaging 23. Like
What
they'll
about
have that
Chauncey
game where
Billups?
they score 11. Like they'll just score 11. Just
Okay, wait a second.
Oh,
We're
oh,
always
gotcha,
we're
gotcha.
always
We
replacing
need to
if we're using the Pistons, we're always replacing these ball dominant guards with Jaden Ivey. But what if you replace Cade Cunningham? Now you put Chris Paul next to Jaden Ivey, Tobias Harris, etc. Now is he averaging 25?
He's averaging 23 and 11.
Okay. I think if you put Baron Davis in Cade Cunningham's role, he probably does average
Baron
25.
Davis is averaging 28. Like,
Baron Davis on the list.
Okay.
Mm.
Bill Walton.
25 no.
Chet-
Bill Walton's 22, 13, and 5, 6.
Give me Chris Bosh.
I'm not mad at that.
Two hands up.
I'm not mad.
We got Pau Gasol yet?
2 hands down.
We'll get to Powell. I got him next. Chris Bosh.
Yes,
I got Chris. I got.
All right,
I don't have Chris Bosh.
All right, Pau Gasol with the 2 mores. Powell? I don't know if
I think
Now-
Paul better than
Chill,
Chris
you're
Paul.
not voting for Powell, Chill?
Oh, absolutely, I'm voting for.
Yeah, I'll go Pau.
Who got Powell?
Ruto was ready to go.
Yes, I got
We all got
Powell,
Powell. We all got
man.
Powell.
All right,
I got Powell. I got Powell.
How
Ooh,
unanimous?
someone said Boogie.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh
On a playoff
DeMarcus,
team?
yeah.
Ron, but
Chill.
He was
Boogie
he
might
was
have
the
to
best
other
in New
part.
He's the
Orleans.
best
Other
player
part.
on the Pistons,
It is other.
and by far the best scorer.
Easily, Mars. Easily, Mars.
I don't think Boogie's better than Cade, but that's being on
Chill.
that.
Boogie might average 35.
But
Hey.
Boogie averaged 25 in New Orleans before he got hurt. Like Boogie was averaging
Averaging more
25.
than that.
in
He was
the
averaging like 27, 28. No,
I think he was averaging 25.
Did y'all get?
But-
did you
I'm
put
almost
Wilt-
positive it
did
was
you
like
put
27,
Wilt- Did you
28.
put Wilt
I'm
Chamberlain?
pretty sure he was
averaged-
averaging 25. I might be wrong.
He
Mars
averaged
said Mars
20
ain't trying to hear none of them 60 dudes.
Well, Mars don't got to vote for Wilt.
Yeah, they ain't got my vote, but there's 5 of you, so
Jerry,
you guys can
Jerry
still
West
vote.
should be on this list.
Jerry West is on the list. Jerry West is on
not
the
on the
list.
list.
Jerry West should be on this list.
Jerry West made it. Jerry West
should be on
made
this
it.
list.
Oh,
Mars.
Havlicek should be on this list.
DeMarcus Cousins averaged 28 points per game in 34 minutes.
In New Orleans?
No, in
No, it was
Sacramento.
in Sacramento.
Yeah, but that's not. Yeah, see, I said in New Orleans, I'm pretty sure he was averaging 25.
Was
The
that when Ray John was out
Sacramento,
here?
he was averaging whatever.
Oh, we got Dominique on the list.
No, we don't. But
And
I
DeMarcus
think
could
that
shoot
goes without
threes
saying.
too. DeMarcus was shooting
DeMarcus
6
could
threes
shoot
a
the
game.
three, yeah.
I'm voting for Boogie.
Yeah,
I'm voting.
We're at that point.
I do think Boogie Cousins can average 25.
all right,
Did,
I got
did
DeMarcus
anybody-
on the
did
list.
anybody bring
Dominique
up,
Wilkins just made the list.
Ron, chill.
Wait,
Did we ever
did
vote
we
on
vote on
Rasheed, or
Dominique?
did we-
No, we
What do you
didn't.
mean? Do we vote on Dominique?
Dictator Ron.
I've
just
been
put him
watching
in.
All right, my bad.
Dominique, and
Dominique
I am
Wilkins.
not
Dominique
impressed.
Wilkins.
You don't have
I'm
to be
sorry.
impressed.
Oh, please don't. Please
I'm
don't.
not
sorry.
impressed. I'm
You don't
sorry.
have
I'm
to
not
be
as high
impressed.
on Dominique
I'm
as
not
Chill is.
impressed.
I'm not as high on Dominique as
Y'all
Chill
don't think
is.
he averages?
But I guess. Well,
Yeah, I
we'll let
do.
y'all-
I
don't know.
I
think Dominique is someone. I'm gonna be honest. Dominique has to go back and play in Atlanta next to Trey. Then yeah,
Okay.
he can average 25. Yeah.
But look, see what real talk
Or like
did
Indiana.
to Ron with Magic. Now he's trying to do the same thing with Dominique to Chill.
What?
And it's not happening.
No.
Real talk.
No.
I'm
Hey,
gonna.
chill. I'll
and
see
I
you
might
on the
say
other
something-
side in about 6 months.
I might say something that's crazy. This sound crazy. If Dominique Wilkins played with Trey Young, he'd lead the league in scoring.
I really don't think that's true.
Shea led the league in scoring at 32 this year, right?
Yes. If
He
Dominique
ain't
played
averaging
with
32.
a distributor
He
like
ain't
Trey
averaging-
Young, he'd lead the
he
league
ain't
in scoring.
He
I
ain't
really
averaging
don't think
30.
that's
He's
ridiculous.
efficient. He's high volume, and he gets to the line. And
He's
he's,
not
a
the-
crazy
he's not-
athlete.
he's
How
not that
ridiculous to say
efficient. But
Why
Dominique
next to
Wilkins
Trey, next to
will
Trey,
be-
I think Dominique's averaging 25. You got my vote.
Yes.
I don't think he leads in
Dominique
the scoring league in scoring.
he'll be Jaylen Brown today.
Hey, real talk. No, he would not be no goddamn Jaylen Brown.
Dominique
no.
can handle the ball.
Hell no.
I don't think Jalen Brown is a bad comparison.
Jaylen Brown.
Yes,
It's
dog.
not. He's
Yes,
a
it
he's a
Yeah,
great
I
athlete.
don't think Jalen
Jaylen Brown
a
is
bad
6'6". Dominique Wilkins is 6'8".
I'm not saying not one for one. I'm saying the style of play.
He's saying the style of play, the strengths and weaknesses are comparable.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I get that, but when you make a player bigger, it gives them more opportunities.
But
like
Kevin Durant can average 25.
No, I'm saying but Kevin Durant obviously wouldn't be as good of a scorer if he was 6'7".
Oh,
He'd still be cold.
On,
but if
Mars.
you give Kevin Durant 3 to 4 more
You
inches,
think he would be?
Mars, why is Dominique not efficient? I'm gonna give you the numbers. I'm gonna give you the numbers. Okay. Here's a player who played just a little bit after him. Okay, so the errors are comparable. Dominique averaged 32% from 3. This other player, who a lot of people think is the top 20 player of all time, averaged 33% from 3. So it's a 1% gap. Dominique averaged 47.8% from 2. This other player averaged 47.9.
48.
The other player is Kobe Bryant.
I know it's Kobe. I'm not stupid. Yeah, I'm not
okay.
stupid.
So if why is Dominique not efficient? He's a really high volume player.
Because efficiency is always relative to error, and Kobe plays in the dead ball era. Dominique Wilkins' relative true shooting by year: negative 0.7, negative 3 in the playoffs, negative 1.2, negative 2 in the playoffs, negative 2.9, didn't play in the playoffs. Negative 0.5, negative 1.5 in the playoffs, plus 0.5, negative 3 in the playoffs, negative 0.4, negative 0.7 in the playoffs, negative 0.9, negative 3 in the playoffs, plus 1.9 wasn't in the playoffs, plus 2.1, negative 4 in the playoffs, plus 2.1 didn't play in the playoffs, plus 3.4, negative 2.9 in the playoffs, negative 0.2 didn't play in the playoffs, negative 2.4 plus 2 in the playoffs, negative 1.9 didn't play in the playoffs. That's why he's not efficient, because relative to error, he was never efficient. And when he wasn't efficient in the playoffs. Because, contrary to popular belief, not saying you guys, Dominique Wilkins didn't live at the rim as much as people think because of the highlights.
Hang on.
He was
Exactly.
I don't like
mid-range shooter who wasn't good of a mid-range shooter. And his handle was not very functional, which is why he failed. Although Doc Rivers wasn't special, Doc Rivers next to Dominique Wilkins made Dominique Wilkins look a lot better than Dominique Wilkins without Doc Rivers. Because Dominique was not a self-creator. He struggled self-creating for himself. He shot a lot of mid-range jumpers and didn't get to the rim with a lot of regularity. That's why he was inefficient. So the numbers back it up. The eye test backs it up. The highlights make him look like he was doing things he wasn't doing as regularly as he did in real life. The highlights make it look like he was dunking 6 times a game.
He wasn't.
Exactly.
But he wasn't.
That's why. So that's why he's inefficient. Not because of 2-point percentage and 3-point percentage relative to someone who played in 2003 compared to the 80s, when the 80s pace was higher, the efficiency was higher. That's disingenuous. Kobe was always +3, +4 relative true shooting. Dominique Wilkins was always negative. It's not comparable in the slightest because of 2-point percentage. Dominique Wilkins was not an efficient scorer in the playoffs, in the regular season. When he did get efficient in the regular season, it was barely. He was not an efficient scorer. Do I think he could average 25 in today's game? Yes. Do I think he could be more efficient in today's game? Yes. Do I think he would lead the league in scoring? Absolutely not. I think Dominique Wilkins was a good player. I've always been on the side. I think James Worthy is a better player than him. That's the opinion I hold. Guys don't have to agree with me on that. But Dominique Wilkins was really good. I'm just not as high on him as Chill is. I'm not as high on him as
Jaylen Brown with a little bit more athletic.
I don't think Dominique Wilkins
I gotta step in, y'all, because we gotta get more names on this list. We're at 55 minutes.
Superchats,
and we gotta do that too. So that's what I'm saying. We can't, as much as I want to talk about Dominique Wilkins right now.
Can I interest you in the words of my man Ox? Can I interest you guys in Kemba Walker?
25. He's a scoring guard.
Yeah.
He's going.
I'll give you. And I'm mad at Isaiah Thomas too. 2018 Isaiah.
2017. But yeah.
Is Drex not on this list?
Drexler, yeah. Drexler can average. Drexler can average.
No, he's not. But I'm mad at him right now.
We do have Gilbert Arenas.
Wait, we already got Gilbert on there, right?
Yeah, we got Gilbert.
I would love to have some more of that Dominique stuff because.
I want to ask about my post guys from the 2010s, the late 2000s. I want to ask about Zach Randolph. I want to ask about Al Jefferson. I want to ask about Al Jefferson. Those are the names I want to ask about.
Don't ask Ox, because when you bring up dudes like Al Jefferson and LaMarcus Aldridge, you in business.
All right, let's
LaMarcus. I think LaMarcus can average 25. The other two I don't. But
how do we feel about
Randolph? No, I'm good on Zach Randolph average.
I got LaMarcus. I got LaMarcus.
I like LaMarcus. I like LaMarcus.
All right, what's the next name, Morris?
We'll do Zach Randolph.
Zach, no.
Zach was just so tough. I can't say no. I just think he's gonna find a way to get it. He's gonna find a way to get it, Chill. I don't want
10 guy. I'm not arguing that.
Why y'all hands ain't up? Y'all frozen?
And he gonna play a lot of five.
Because
I ain't going.
Because this is the part I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about, okay, can Zach guard enough to stay on the court to get to 25?
And Zach ain't coming out the game,
I think that's the difference right there. I think the fact that he rebounds as much as he does.
I don't know, man.
And he can.
Who is Zach guarding today?
Who's guarding him?
Yeah, but like, I don't know. Zach Randolph struggles with the same thing like Kevin Mchale and them, but to like an even more extreme. Like that ball ain't coming out. Like it's just not.
But that ball going in.
But the issue is it didn't go in that much. Like no disrespect, I love Zebo, but the ball did not go in that much. It just didn't.
All right, so Zebo didn't get the votes.
Quick, though, contrary to popular belief, though, Zach Randolph, he wasn't just pounding all the time. He used to work early and get.
For sure. That's one thing I love about Zebo.
Don't forget he's stretching that floor too, though.
Right,
Zebo going trust you for position. Like that's how he got you because he weren't athletically inclined, but he gonna work his way. He gets a nice little angle, quick cut.
I don't think Russ is on this list.
Well, Russ isn't retired yet.
Russ
isn't retired. Oh, that's right, retired guy.
But speaking of Russ, Derrick Rose.
No.
Shit, yeah, God.
Yeah, you guys.
I'm here.
Derrick Rose was cold.
Derrick Rose averaging 25 for sure.
Will you give me a minute to respond to that Dominique thing afterwards? Because you let me get rotisserie fly and told me move on.
You brought that Kobe shit up
here kind of pissed off about it.
I knew it was Kobe as well. Like,
I knew. Yeah, when you were naming the percentages, I'm like, I already know what that is.
If somebody sends through a super chat and wants you to respond, we can do that.
Send a super chat.
Brandon Roy made the list.
You don't send a super chat. I'm gonna send a super chat myself.
Oh, well, you can do that.
Jermaine O'Neal is somebody that keeps getting brought up.
Jermaine O'Neal?
I agree. I'm with Jermaine O'Neal.
Who got Jermaine? I don't think I got
25 a game is a lot, yo. Playoff team.
I got Rasheed.
Jermaine O'Neal. Jermaine O'Neal could average 25.
25, and he'd be a great defensive player.
I'll rock with Jermaine.
Jermaine O'Neal could average 25.
Rasheed?
Can I interest?
I don't think Rasheed is up.
Rasheed, I got one for Rasheed. Nobody else? Just me, Knox?
No, Penn loves Rasheed. Yeah,
I'm gonna go for vibes. I don't actually believe it, but Rasheed was not.
Well, he'd be one of the most skilled.
My heart believes it.
Words of my man Ox. Can I interest you guys in ISO Joe?
25.
What can you?
I got him.
He never really was like a volume guy like that, though.
What was he averaging in Atlanta?
In Atlanta, he was around 25. No, I'm gonna check.
I think he was averaging 24, right? He was averaging.
I thought he
averaged 25 one time. 07. He averaged 25 in 07. 25 flat.
Okay.
They went 30 and 52.
I thought ISO Joe was like a 22 guy. Like
the 25 is a major outlier, but he averaged.
It's an outlier. Okay.
He did only play 57 games, but.
Hey, shout out to that 25 flat.
That's how he went and got that contract. That's how he got that money.
Y'all got Joe Johnson?
He paid.
We got Joe. I got ISO. Who got Joe?
Come on, man.
All right.
Can we real quick talk about Josh Howard?
Nah, I'll go Josh. Talk about who?
You said you got Josh Howard? Cool. All right.
I don't got.
I thought you was gonna bring up when you said Michael Finley earlier. That's what I thought you was gonna go.
Who got Josh?
Josh Howard was
25 is a stretch for me.
I mean, he averaged 19 a couple times.
Josh Howard was 9.
Okay, no problem.
All right, Tom Chambers.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not versed enough on.
Yeah, it was 20. I think it. Fact check me if you want. I'm not sure. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. I want to say that Tom Chambers averaged something like 27 or 26.
It sounds accurate. Tom Chambers around 27.
And this was the year that they went to the West Finals against the Lakers in '87. He was averaging like 27.
27-2.
Something like that.
And the season before that, he averaged 25.
Yeah.
Tom Chambers averaged 27.
He was crazy.
Yeah, Tom Chambers is a nice little transition guy, man. What you talking about?
2,000 points in his career.
I got Tom. I thought it's like a 19.
Dale Ellis.
Yes.
Shit.
I'm down for.
I can't really speak too much on Dale. I don't.
Yes, especially in the game today. How stretched out the game is.
Dale Ellis was shooting a 3, but he just like it was the 80s. So
hold up. So y'all just walking by 27 a game?
No, I got Tom.
I think Tom Chambers made it. I think he just made it.
Yo, I did not know. I thought Tom Chambers was coming with like 19.
I didn't vote for him, but yeah,
he
he
was
made
nice.
you weren't-
Yes,
I'm telling you,
No, I'm
the
looking
pre-Barkley
back.
Suns were hooping.
Yes.
Yeah, the pre-Barkley Suns, like
look,
Barkley
they
joined
lost,
that team. There's a reason they got to the finals. Like that team was good.
Yo,
They ended up losing
more.
to the
19, 27, 25, 20, 23, 18, 21. Oh my God.
He used to punch on people too. Yeah, he used to punch on.
No, but I know that. Like I've seen, but I've never looked at Tom Chambers
Tom Chambers
stats.
was a bucket getter. Yes.
I've probably really only seen maybe 4 Tom Chambers games, and then the rest is highlights. Like
he had 60 that one time, right? He had 60.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all.
You have a 60-point game. That's
Sleepy floor. We rocking with Sleepy?
No, I'm good on
Sleepy nice. I don't know if he get to 25, but
all right,
Sleepy
don't make Jordan pull up on you.
Nah,
yeah, you're gonna be like
Sleepy
Shaq
nice.
averaging 30. Yeah.
Dale Ellis. Mars brought up Dale Ellis.
That's not a crazy
Is
comp.
any hands for Dale Ellis? Anybody?
We said Glenn Rice already, Pirate.
No,
We got
no Dale
Mitchell
Ellis.
too, man.
All right. I got Pete Maravich.
Pistol. Pistol was definitely about the show. Yes, he was.
I mean, because he was shooting a lot of threes.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So,
His
I
Pistol
say yes.
was about
I
the
say
show.
yes for Jerry. I gotta go yes for Pistol.
gotta go.
Pistol Pete was about the show. That's all he was about.
Oh, 27.
On a winning team.
You're losing it over there. Alex.
Hey, put some good defense around him or something.
Tom Chambers was super nice, Ox. He was nice. He was super nice.
Someone
I
said
know
John
he was
Havlicek.
cold, but I didn't know it was
Yeah.
like that.
I ain't gonna
When
know
see-
John
when I see him
Havlicek.
catch, this
Tiny,
is mine.
Tiny Archibald.
No.
Tiny Archibald.
Tiny? Really?
Hey, 30 and 10, 30 and 11.
He led the league in
Yeah,
Good for
I've
him.
seen
Good
prior
for
to
him.
like Trey Young leading the league in total points and assists. I think Tiny Archibald was the last one to do
I
it.
think we're in a different space, Ron, with the little guard. I mean, and Tiny was a Tiny was a
Isaiah
little
Thomas
dude.
did it. Yeah, I know he was chucking threes. I know, but and Tiny got my vote. He got my vote.
You need to stop bringing up Isaiah Thomas in comparison to some of these other bro. They're not as
You
good.
think the other
at
Isaiah
scoring
Thomas
than
could have done
Isaiah
it? You
Thomas.
think the other Isaiah Thomas could average 25?
I
The
think Zeke
overrated
could
one
average-
from the 80s?
I think Zeke could average 25 in today's game. Yes, I do think that.
I'm higher on him as a jump shooter than you are, Mars.
Do we have Rick Barry on the list,
I
Ron?
think there could be a
Nah, we
season or
don't.
two where he gets to 25.
So-
Rick Barry.
Hold on.
we can have Rick Barry.
Are we Isaiah Thomas? Pistons. Isaiah Thomas.
I
Who's your
think he
favorite?
can get there a
I'm-
season or two.
I'm gonna rock with him.
I'm there.
I'm gonna rock with him.
I'm there.
They tripping off Danny Granger right now. I love Danny Granger, but I don't know.
I don't got Danny Granger.
Danny
I
Granger
don't
was probably
have
on pace
Danny.
to start averaging 25 if he just doesn't get hurt.
Yeah.
What year did that knee start going out? Are we in like what year? 6?
Like we looking
7?
like 2013, right? 20 like once they start going to the conference finals, Danny Granger's hurt. But like,
Oh shit.
he averaged 25 before in 09. I just found
Danny Granger was nasty, yo.
Yeah, Danny Granger, I think would average 25.
Oh
Danny
shit.
Granger's
Look,
healthy,
speaking of Danny Granger, we got what about Paul Pierce? I mean Paul George.
Well, he's not retired.
He's not retired.
Oh, he might as
yeah.
well. be.
Is Oladipo
not-
retired?
He not retired?
Is
bad.
Victor
No,
Oladipo retired?
Is
No,
Oladipo
he-
retired or
he-
is he
he-
trying to make
he-
a comeback?
He
he's
actually
trying
worked
to
out
come
for a
back.
couple.
He's trying to make.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's not retired. If he's trying to make.
He's
comeback.
not
Well,
retired.
Isaiah Thomas trying to make a comeback, and we have him on the list.
We can put
But
Oladipo
Isaiah
in
Thomas
there.
been trying to
Well,
make
yeah,
a comeback for like the
that
last
is-
5 years, yo.
Yeah,
he was on the
he
team
has.
in 24. He was on the Suns. I remember he
Ron,
played like
get
2
Isaiah
games.
Thomas off the team, yo. I know that's your man. That's what you actually
No,
trying to do.
We could talk about
Isaiah Thomas
off
can
the
be
team.
here. I'm voting for Victor Oladipo. He ain't
Get
been in the league
Isaiah
in like
off
2
the
years. I got Victor
No.
Oladipo.
Get Isaiah
I
off
think
the
Victor
list.
Oladipo averaging 25.
Get Isaiah
So-
off the list.
So what are they on the list or no?
No, get Isaiah off the list. We're talking about retired guys.
we can
Isaiah
take
So-
Thomas.
Chill calls the shots. Chill calls the shots.
So
He's
we
not
can't talk about
officially
Mike
retired.
Beasley then either, right? No Mike Beasley either.
Mike
No.
Beasley's retired.
I mean, Mike not averaging 20.
Shut up.
He's not averaging.
Hey, just want to throw his name out there if y'all know about
Mike-
it.
Nah, he's not averaging
And
25.
Jalen
A
Green
team still ain't
actually?
giving him the opportunity. They hate us.
What
He a
about
25
John Wall?
point per game talent though.
John Wall.
Oh, shit, yeah. Hell yeah.
25? Nah, I think John Wall's like a 23 and an 11 guy.
Yeah,
Like,
I think
he's a passer. He's a
yeah.
playmaker.
Mhm.
That's just what he wants to do.
But if you let John Wall tell it, John Wall is like, yo, I'm averaging 30 today. That's what he'll say.
Nah, I think John Wall prides himself on being a point guard.
Yeah.
but
I think John Wall would rather average 23 and 11 and play some defense. I think that's what he wants.
If you let him tell it, probably so. Chill. If you let me tell it, he's the best point guard in the NBA today.
Is Scottie Pippen on the list?
No, but
Why
Are
is he
we're
on
just
the
wait.
100%
We're
he's
just
gonna
gonna fly by that.
Yeah,
We're
why
just
is
flying
Scottie
by
Pippen
what
on
he
the
just
list?
said.
Yeah.
That's
Ox says
okay, we
these
don't
things from
go-
time to
okay.
time. Ox says these things from time to time. You just kind of just you get used to it.
Sometimes, yo, real talk. Sometimes y'all need a little truth in your life.
Oh,
Wait,
Dr.
what
J.
did
We
I
haven't
miss,
got Dr. J
Real
on the list. We haven't got Dr. J on the list.
Scottie Pippen.
Yes.
Nah.
Y'all not okay. I didn't think I needed my vote. I was just chilling. But if
they need your vote. They need your vote.
All right,
Dr. J.
Scottie Pippen,
Yes.
Dr. J.
Yes.
Nice one.
Me and Real Talk, we gonna be boxing when I see him.
Hey, man, look, man.
Me and Real Talk, we gonna have
Dr. J got
we gotta get in the room.
Yeah, Real Talk.
You don't know what it is.
Looks like you taking my place, PC Weekend.
Real Talk said yes to Kevin Martin.
He
but
said
no
yes
to
to Kevin Martin. Said
I
no
want
to
to make
Doc.
sure we
Said
know
no
that. I
to
just want to make sure we know that. Yeah.
And said no to Magic too, by the way. He said no to Magic.
I mean,
I said yes to Jerry.
Forget about Magic. Forget about Magic.
I'm basing off your game. That's what I'm basing it off of. Your game and your
Yeah,
skills.
Dr. J. What's wrong with Dr. J's game?
What's wrong with Dr. J's game?
Run and dunk man. Well, Giannis.
We got to run and dunk man in the game today.
The run and dunk man ain't averaging 32 in the league right now.
Right, we got to run and dunk man in the
Well,
game
that's
today.
a bigger, better run and dunk man.
Okay, so take off 7 points.
Ralph Sampson?
I guess.
25. Ralph Sampson.
I don't know if he was healthy.
Yes.
No, 25? Nah.
Yeah.
Anybody in favor of Ralph Sampson?
You already know how I feel about Wemby. That's Ralph Sampson right there.
All right.
So.
Artis Gilmore?
No.
I have to defer to people who have watched ABA artists. I'd have to.
Artis Gilmore, he had that Jabbar skyhook. He
had that hook shot for sure.
He did have that. He
He
did
have that Jabbar skyhook. He wasn't as good as Jabbar with it though, but he had that Jabbar.
Are you guys not gonna have Oscar Robertson, Elgin Baylor in them? Are you guys not gonna put them on the list?
Them could be on there for me.
But he don't have
I'm not voting for them, but there's 5 of you. Are you guys not picking?
I got Elgin.
Yeah, I put them.
Hold
on,
Rick Barry also should be on here. Huh?
You have Elgin, but not Dr. J.
Elgin had a little game. You know what I'm saying?
He's serious.
All right, so we got Elgin. Who's the other name? Oh, Oscar Robertson.
Oscar Robertson.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. What about Elvin Hayes? What about Elvin Hayes? Did y'all have Elvin?
Oh, that shot, Chuck.
I don't got Elvin.
Oh, that shot, Chuck.
Are we skip Rick Barry?
No, he on.
Are we skipping Will?
Nah, we got Will.
No one from the 60s. You said it.
Yeah,
No,
but I'm not picking
his
that.
rule.
But
That is
everyone
his
else.
rule.
Yeah, I don't make the rules for
you know
everyone.
Jerry West, Elgin Baylor, Oscar Robertson, Chamberlain, Rick Barry, not just Rick Barry. Who am I leaving out? Pistol Pete.
Let me add Rick Barry.
Yes,
Sam
sir.
Jones.
You know you should add Dr. J.
No, Sam Jones wasn't as
Dr.
aggressive.
J's already on the list.
How great? I was averaging a lot of points for a long time.
That was one of Bill Russell's biggest gripes with Sam Jones.
He was
let
10th
Sam
on my
Jones
shooting
take
guard
those
list.
games.
But
Yeah, he was.
more.
Yeah, we never really spoke about him because you weren't on the episode. But Hal Greer was averaging some good points for a little while.
Y'all got Hal Greer?
I'm not voting for him, but goddamn.
All right. Some
Bill
last
Russell?
minute names, fellas. Yeah.
Bill Russell?
Can I
last minute
interest
names,
y'all
fellas.
in this name for today's game? Al Harrington.
No. Can I
Not
interest y'all
25,
in,
not 25, but a lot though.
GP?
can I interest y'all in USSR Arvydas Sabonis?
Yep. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, he
got
would be allowed in the league. He would be allowed in the league as like
Yes.
before
I got
his Achilles died.
Stretch 5?
I can't speak on what I haven't seen, so I'm gonna stay out of it. But that is pre-Achilles Arvydas. So I think
Hey,
you
Pin, how you
guys should
spell
probably have.
Arvydas?
ARVYDAS.
He got the votes.
Hold on, who? Arvydas? I know.
No,
I
the
said
old-
yes.
the old people
Pin
got
said yes. I said yes.
That's 3. Okay, ARVYDAS.
All right, cool. Gary Payton.
No run.
Sean Kemp.
Not high on his scoring
No,
game.
no run.
Sean Kemp.
Play finish.
yeah.
No.
No, I
I
can't.
don't think I got Sean.
Okay.
Oh, Larry Johnson. Did somebody say Larry Johnson? I'm not voting for
Sean
Larry.
Kemp ain't a better scorer than Larry Johnson.
Yeah.
Y'all not voting.
I'm not
Love is
voting for one.
insane.
Oh, okay. Ewing.
I'm surprised we didn't get any John Stockton propaganda here. Pump fake 3s?
Yeah, I got.
You better stop
Leave right now if you say John Stockton.
You better stop.
If you say John Stockton, I'm
Bill,
just 25.
can I
I'm leaving.
interest you
You better
in
stop.
I
John
got
Stockton?
him. One more, y'all. Come on.
I think you can interest me in 20 a game. I go that far. 25 a game, I ain't doing that.
What does TJ McConnell average?
22.
Is he? He's the best player on that Pistons team we're talking about.
Nobody
right?
got Patrick Ewing?
Clearly.
Yes.
He's the number one option, and he doesn't have a
Sure,
running mate like Malone.
I got one for Pat.
I have a hard time with these post scorers who don't pass the ball. Like, I have a hard time.
Yao Ming.
I ain't voting for
Grant Hill?
The Great Wall of China.
Yeah, I got Grant for sure.
Yeah, I got.
As a matter of fact, no. If you
Sure.
got Patrick Ewing, you got to have Rick Smits too. So.
No, you do not.
No, we have to.
I don't think that's how that works.
Yeah,
but-
That's not how that works.
But Rick Smits is better than
Sean
Patrick
Marion?
Ewing.
Well, if you got
No.
Rick Smits, you gotta
Sean Marion?
Woo!
What you mean troll alert? What?
Oh wait. Actually, Ron, you
Just
you
got
mean
Rick Smith
you
better
mean the
than
guy that was consistently making All NBA over Paul Pierce?
Yes.
I gotta vote for him. I gotta vote for him. Yeah,
Yes, the guy
I
that was
gotta
scoring
vote for
20 in
him.
the dead ball era.
Yeah, I gotta vote
yeah.
for him.
Did Alonzo Mourning average 25?
No. Mm-mm.
If Patrick
I'm just
Ewing
because
can,
yeah, that's how I was because I view.
Yo, we're gonna do
Alonzo
this all day,
Mourning
Ron.
as
We got to get to it, yo.
Yeah, we
All
got a lot of super chats. I feel like we might as well just read super chats at this point.
All right. If
Because they're
anybody
gonna
does
ask
send
about
through a
players.
super chat and you ask about a name, Dan Issel, this MTH is.
This dude keeps saying Dan Issel. Yo,
Do y'all got Dan Issel?
Havlicek ain't on the list. Just so you know, when Havlicek retired, he was right outside the top 5 all time in scoring. Stop with the Dan Issel shit.
But for what Dan
Stop.
Issel had
banned
Dan
this
Issel had like a modern game. Like he was shooting. He was a stretch big. No, it
Yeah,
weren't.
he was
weren't.
good. I'm not
It
going
weren't threes, but he was a stretch big. So like that applies.
We got it. We got it.
All right,
man.
y'all.
Dan
Make
Issel.
sure you like the video, turn on your notification bells, and just stay locked in for this weekend because we got Chill with Chill tomorrow. We got Throwback Thursday tomorrow. We got the TCL on Saturday. We got Chill with Chill on Saturday. And we got the press box tonight. Make sure you tap in 8:30 Eastern time. We got super chats though, so shout out to everybody that has sent through a super chat. Be True 23 said, "Don't forget, better than Ray Allen and Manu, as talented as Vince Carter." His words, not mine. Steven Jackson.
Hell no.
Yeah, no.
Yes, sir.
Gerald Wallace.
No.
No.
Shout out to Crash, man.
Wilder Fragilis said, "I saw Steve Francis highlights and he was giving Kobe that work." Is that accurate?
That doesn't
Who
mean he's
doesn't
gonna
give
average
Kobe
25
that
a game.
work? Like, come on, man, that fake defense.
That doesn't mean he's going to average 25 a game on a playoff team. That doesn't mean
Hey,
just because you
no,
bust Kobe.
nobody today could guard Steve Francis, and nobody back then could guard Steve Francis.
Oh.
At the Buzzer Sports, shout out John D.
Hey, real talk. I seen how you did that. Good job, man.
You know how you
You
just
got it together. Just
yeah. You saw me woo style real quick.
all right. Yeah, I see that. Good job, brother.
John D said 2014 Kevin Love averaged 29, 13, and 6 on 62 shooting percent.
Is that what he's saying he would average today? Is that what he's saying? Because that's not what he averaged back then.
That is not
He
what
averaged like
averaged.
26. He averaged like
Yeah.
26.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, I think that's what he's saying. 2014
Yeah.
K Love. I don't know if he
2014
averages
Would
29.
Kevin Love was like that. Like, I don't like the Chris Bosh gets propped up more. And like, I'm making a comparison because they both went to team up with Bron. and them. Chris Bosh for his Toronto days gets propped up more than Kevin Love for his Timberwolves days. And in my opinion, Timberwolves Kevin Love is better than Chris Bosh.
Ever been.
And I don't like that
Mm.
Chris Bosh
Ever
gets all the
been.
propaganda. Like, oh yeah, they got Chris Bosh, blah blah. I'm like, well, they got Kevin Love, and I think Kevin Love was a better player. Like, that might, you don't have to agree that he was a better player. Like, I'm
Hey,
fine. with it.
why is that?
I feel like he needs to get that propaganda.
That's true. I agree with you. But that's not a knock. Like, that's not saying Chris Bosh wasn't that
Yeah,
good.
that's
It's
not
just like,
knocking.
I
I'm
want-
just saying, why does
I want-
Kevin Love not get that same prop of like how
Yeah,
good he was before he joined the Cavs? That's where I'm. That's why I'm.
Minnesota was a really,
Toronto Chris
really
Bosh was
small
not
market.
a good defender. I just want to also put that.
Hold
You
on.
know,
Did
I-
Minnesota never made the playoffs with Kevin Love. Am I right?
Yes, they did not. They did not.
Zero
Okay.
time.
They peaked at
But
40 wins.
But Toronto did. So at least
Yes.
the general media was able to see Chris Bosh in the playoffs, even though when they saw him, he was getting locked up by Mikey Moore. Shout outs to that. Also, I'll say Toronto was a bigger market and is a bigger market than Minnesota. So that's another thing. That's it.
All right,
And
so
I'm
you
not saying
you-
Chris Bosh is wrongfully propagandized. I'm just saying I feel like Kevin Love should.
Oh, he
Kevin Love was
definitely is.
also a top 15 player.
He was
when
also
went
on
and
Team
joined the
USA.
Cavs.
Chris Bosh was also on Team USA. He got a lot of exposure through that too. And he was a big part of
I
Team
just-
Hey,
USA.
as long as Chris Bosh is on this list,
Kevin Love made the Olympic team in 16.
Chris Bosh did not make this list.
He should.
Yes, he did.
Was
They
Kevin
did.
Love in the
What?
Olympics at
Chris
16?
Bosh
Yeah,
did make
he's
this
on the
list.
Olympic team.
Better
at
made
16.
this list.
What? Who voted? for him?
Y'all got Jamal Crawford?
Either 12 or 16.
No.
One of them two. Mark.
Yeah, he was there. He was there in 12. I know that
Yeah,
because he was at the London one. I don't think he was there in 16.
One of them two.
I might be wrong though. I know he was at the London Olympics. I know that.
All right, y'all continue to send through super chats. We'll quickly, if you got a name, we'll quickly ask about the name. If we vote on it, it will get that name will get added to the list. If not, just like Jamal Crawford, then we will continue to move on. Void Century said, "Yo, stop playing, man. You know damn well Chill would average 25 easy in the league. Dudes like Austin Reeves, barbecue chicken for Chill. I'm willing to add Chilltown Hoops to this list if y'all want to.
Chill, respectfully, you do not have my vote.
No,
Damn.
I don't have my vote.
Good.
I got to vote, man.
What do you think
know
you
what
could
I'm
average in the league today, Joe?
At my best, so if I had an opportunity to just get busy, I could give you probably 16 to 18 a game.
Malik Beasley.
I could do that. I think so.
Chill. I've seen some of your highlights and stuff. You like Ochai Baji.
You like Ochai Baji. Yeah, you
Yeah.
like Ochai Baji.
16 to 18 a game.
Yeah,
I tell you
shoot,
one thing I
nothing
would
but
do,
long
Ron.
twos.
I would make an
That's
all-league
shooting
defensive team. At one point, Ron, I would make an all-league defensive team.
Oh,
Yes,
so
I would.
you're a defensive offense guy? Like
I would do that. I would make an all-league defensive team. I prided myself on playing on the defensive side of the ball. Yes, I did.
Me
All
too.
right,
That's
y'all,
why I pride myself.
But got magic over COVID. No.
JJWAD said Larry Nance, Al Harrington, Mitch Richmond, Hidu Turkey Glue, and Darius Mayos. Does anybody got any?
We already got
No.
Mitch Richmond, right?
No.
already
Yes,
got
we
Mitch
do.
Richmond,
Yes.
Yes,
No.
we do.
No. There
No.
is.
Yeah,
Wow.
he does more of like a he'll fill up the box score type guy than he'll get
There is
25.
miles before
I
Quentin Richardson.
got heat stroke.
Of course you did.
Hidu was cold though. Hidu would blend perfectly in today's game.
Kyle G said Michael Red. Yes, we
Did
got
he make
him on the
it?
list.
Yeah, did he make it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we had a long discussion about.
Yeah, we did.
Oh,
We did.
did he?
Oh, is
Yeah,
Gordon
take the
Hayward
list.
retired?
He is.
He is,
I
right?
don't think he's officially retired.
No, he is because I remember they said Paul George is the only one left from that draft class. I got Gordon
yeah.
Hayward. I think Gordon Hayward can average 25. From Square Island.
I could
Yeah,
get with
so I
that.
got
I could get with Gordon Hayward for
Yeah,
sure.
I got
Gordon Hayward. Who's all?
I
who
think
has Gordon
I
Hayward?
think Gordon one of them 22, 23 guys.
Gordon Hayward was nice while I'm bullshit.
Gordon Hayward is so mischaracterized because
I'll
his
get behind Gordon
complexion.
Hayward.
Gordon Hayward was an elite slasher, man. Like he was.
Yeah,
getting
he
to
was
the
a
rim.
downhill guy.
Yeah, but you know,
yeah.
let people tell it. Gordon Hayward was a
Was a
outside
shooter.
scorer.
Hey,
Yeah,
so
like,
I don't have Michael Red on the list. Who all is in favor of Michael Red? Pin, raise your hand.
Nope.
Pin. Hello.
You didn't put. Did y'all put Dominique Wilkins on this list?
Yeah,
yeah, Dominique Wilkins made it. Yeah.
Yeah, he made it.
I'm still not putting Michael Red.
All
on
right,
this
we
list.
are at 74
No.
right now. MTHJ sent through a super chat. He said Dan Issel, that has been shot down, but shout out Dan Issel. Chris Partlow said, "Can't believe I haven't heard Agent Zero's name.
He's on the
yet."
list.
It,
Yeah,
it took us a while to get around to him, but he made it. Sidney Moncrief?
25.
Sydney?
No.
Sydney was amazing. I wish he stayed around for longer.
See, Chill, you said that about Dominique. I think if Gilbert played today, he could lead the league in scoring.
I'll give you a name that you haven't brought up. Len Bias.
I can't speak on that.
Never.
Just because we never saw it in the NBA, we can't.
That's
we
why.
can't-
I
I never seen. Yeah, I've never seen
college.
him
I haven't
play.
seen
That
anything.
right there.
That's
I
for
just-
Chill. Chill's the one who's watched him. I haven't seen anything.
I've seen his college stuff, man. Holy smokes. That dude was a bucket.
Respect Steph said, was Giannis top 5 in 2020?
Yes.
Bron, KD, Steph, Kawhi.
Fresh off
Obviously.
Kawhi fresh off the 2019 ring. And 80
Wasn't that his back-to-back year when
Giannis was undoubted.
Yes.
Giannis to
Top
me during the regular season was the best player in the league. And then obviously the playoffs wasn't great. Giannis was a top 2 player at worst in the NBA, in my opinion.
100%.
Top 3 at worst if you really.
It wasn't
like
3
when
players in
they
the game better than him in 2020.
Yeah,
It
Giannis
wasn't.
was like that.
Yeah, there was
Kendall Gill and I averaged 20.
people were lucky I wasn't up here yesterday for that little discussion because
I still think Jokic was a top 5 player in 2021.
Yeah.
I was saying that at the time.
yeah.
so.
Anybody got Kendall
But I
Gill?
was definitely in the minority saying that
Yeah.
for sure. Merry
Hey,
Christmas.
All right,
fellas.
yeah.
I would love to have Kendall Gill, but I can't do it.
Kendall
Mahmoud
Gill.
Ralph? Anybody? Oh, I do think
Yes.
Mahmoud to get busy.
Yes,
he got
I
mine.
100%. He has my
He
vote.
would get busy. I don't know if
I ain't got no problem. I'll put him on the
25
list.
busy.
I ain't got a problem with that. Yeah.
The only reason he wasn't allowed to score more was because of politics. That's it. Politics and the style of the game back then and the pace.
Yeah,
I
politics
think
is a big thing in today's NBA.
the
No,
pace was
what he be
slower
saying
than
about
then.
Palestine? Shit, he gonna get kicked out of the league again. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe he's not gonna average 25. He gonna get kicked out again.
Hey, until he
Same
gets
thing
kicked out,
happen.
he gonna be tearing heads up. That's all I know.
Yeah, he might be averaging 25 for 16 games until he says something. All of a sudden, yeah, load management.
Bro averaged more points per game in college than Shaq. I think on the same damn team.
It was on the same team. They played a year together.
So I think he could crack 30. He's the first name on this list where I'm like, if you let him go, he might crack 30.
There's quite a few lists. We got Kobe and Michael on the list.
All right, y'all. JJWAD said Latrell Sprewell, Alex English.
We got Alex English, right?
Yeah, we got Alex Latrell. Unfortunately, brother, you didn't make the cut. Next up, the Trib One said like 50 minutes back, but ... On that Pistons team, does Cade now average like 21? When you add this score, when you add these scores, y'all bring up part one.
I don't think he's still averaging 26.
I don't think that K has a problem scaling down. I don't
either. I think
he'll still handle the ball the most in these situations. But
I think Cade has one of them games where he could scale down but be more effective and actually be better.
Mm-hmm.
The Trib One said some of these dudes, and this was the second part of his super chat. He said some of these dudes don't deserve a greener light than Cade. Like their touches need to be justified. Most scores would average 25 with 22 shots.
I'm not as high on Cade scoring as maybe some of you guys are.
So I know you're not talking to me, so you're talking to everybody.
Oh no, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, he's not a great paint finish. Well,
he's not a great paint finisher. He's not a great pull-up three-point shooter. It's a lot of.
But he is. I would consider him an elite pull-up mid-range shooter, though.
For sure, me too. And I also like that he added the post game this year.
Yeah, so I think he's going to be a really once he puts it together. I think he's going to be an elite.
I think this year you're going to see the pull-up three expanded. I think the playoffs. Yeah, he saw what happens.
I want y'all to know Cade is about to fry the league this year.
Like it wouldn't surprise me.
I don't think his averages will change that much, but I think he'll be very clearly a better player.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I could see his averages going up too, though, with just him being more efficient.
I could see that within reason. Yeah.
David Thompson. Anybody?
I guess not. Swiper would have voted.
Yes, he would have.
Yeah, I don't know how he's.
You got a yes, Ben?
No.
You're saying yes to David?
No, because Swiper would say yes, so I'm going to say no.
I don't know how David Thompson.
It's just I'm petty like that.
Respect Steph said, I get the MVP, but in 2020, AD and Giannis was an argument.
Yeah, but they were both top three.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got our Venus Sabonis on the list. Shout out Sabonis. DSG Piccolo said, "Where's Brandon Roy? He's on the list.
He's on the list.
It took us a while to get to him, but he got there." Cam Cobain said, "Do you think today's defense gets disrespected and underrated because the defenders are bad, or the players are just better scorers?"
Defenders are not bad.
I think it's underrated because offense, basketball has become a game. They've optimized offense to a degree that is hard for defenses to slow down offenses. It's just hard, especially with the rules as they currently are. It's going to be tough. I think defense is doing quite well relative to what they can, in my opinion. And I think we see a lot of great defenders in the NBA, whether that's Amir, Nassar, Tamani, J-Dub, Ludor, Caruso, whoever. Like, there's a lot of good defenders in the league.
Yeah, I don't think people realize like the creativity of ball handling that these perimeter players see today with the taking out of the physicality. Like if you put a Min Thompson in 1990 with his experience of guarding Kyrie Irving, and now he's on John Stockton or Mark Jackson. Are we serious? They're not going to be able to get past half court 30% of the game.
But real talk, that's not how it works, though. Like, because we've
I know
seen
it's
dudes.
not. Let me get my agenda off.
Oh, for sure.
Thank you.
All right, my bad. My bad, bro. My bad. I'm hating. My bad. JT Blix said Prime Joe Johnson today equals 30 a night.
Sure, but not on a playoff team.
Bob Lanier?
Bob Lanier.
Shout out Bob Lanier. Dr. J ended up getting up there.
Oh no, Dave Bing, love.
No.
Come on, Ox. Come on, Ox. Come on, Ox.
Yeah.
Shit.
My
I can't wait for
Bing.
weekend. Man, as soon as we off this, I'm about to go watch some Tom Chambers games. Go back and watch some more Dave Bing. Boy, I'm about to
Hey,
spend
boys,
about a whole
Dave Bing
week.
averaged 27 once.
Man, Dave Bing was so cold. I'm about to spend this whole next week just watching Tom Chambers games.
For a playoff team.
Like a
Man,
27
Dave
game.
Ben Lim said Danny Granger. We got Vince Carter on there. I think we voted Danny Granger, but I don't know if he got it.
I voted for Danny Granger, but I don't think I got many votes alongside me.
I
Nobody
voted
else,
for
Danny Granger
as well. I definitely.
All right, that's 2 Danny Grangers. Anybody else?
Oh, I don't think.
I thought he made the list.
Nah, he didn't. I mean, you got him real talk? I don't got him.
Guy literally averaged 26.
Sure.
All right,
Sure.
Danny
I got
Granger.
my vote.
But he would be off ball. You just said it's hard for guys who are off ball to score 25.
But Danny Granger you could give the ball to Danny Granger and he could go get a bucket.
But are you giving the ball to him on a team with Cade?
Yes, Cade's giving Danny
Cade
Granger
is giving him the ball. Yeah.
Yeah.
As
I
so,
think he's a much better Tobias
Danny,
Harris.
Danny Granger is
Danny Granger's
much better
not bringing
Tobias
the ball, like running a pick and roll.
Danny Granger is playing the Tobias Harris role.
But he's much better.
But
Yes, he is better.
And that means they're going to Tobias more because he's Danny Granger now.
So he's going to average over 25.
Well, that's what we voted on.
Penn, 2 teammates can average 25 plus.
I also think Cade's
When's
scoring
last
goes
time
down
that
in most
happened?
of these
Real
situations.
talk?
Devin Booker and Kevin Durant. Devin Booker and
On a
Kevin Durant.
playoff team. On a playoff team.
Devin Booker and Kevin Durant.
I know it may not be 25 exact, but I do know that AD and LeBron for many, many years were both around 25.
Let me check it. Let me make sure Devin Booker didn't actually average 24.
Okay.
Luka
You know
Doncic.
what's funny about that? Devin Booker better than Danny Granger, Kevin Durant better than Cade Cunningham. Compare them to players who are actually relatively close to their
Yeah, but
talent.
Cade is more of a playmaker than both of them, which means he's
What
more
did
willing
what
to
did
get
Jalen and
Cade
Jason
more.
average?
Yeah, there was a year where Jalen was at like
24. That was the year where they were like top 5 in shot attempts. We spoke about that a few days ago. They both averaging like 20. Jason averaged like 30.
Oh, Luka and Kyrie last year.
Cade's gonna drop.
Pablo and Franz were right there this year.
Yeah,
Franz was like 24 too.
Because they played without each other, Mars. Stop spreadsheet everything. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're like, okay, well, they didn't play a lot together, yo.
That is true. That is
Damon Giannis. That's true. But don't forget though, Cade scoring just drops to 21. That's all.
All right, y'all. Be True 23 said, I'm just throwing out names for the hell of it. LOL. This is a great episode, though, fellas. Shout out to y'all.
Shout out to us, indeed.
And shout out to Jay Casper for sparking this whole conversation. Terrible tweet, but you expanded all of our minds. And you got cooked in the process of doing it. So shout out to JC.
Jay Casper.
Morpheus said Dr. J, he is on the list. Danny Granger, no,
just made the list.
Oh, actually, he did make the list. Yeah, shout out Danny Granger. Sauce Man Bandit 72 said respect Zach Randolph, Mr. Double Double, 25 and 12.
What is his profile picture?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what is that?
That's Ron.
Ron, is that
Hey,
you
that's not-
yelling with no shirt on?
It's you
What
with
were
your shirt
doing?
off.
Was that when Halley made a game winner?
Yes.
That's AI. That's AI.
Oh,
That's not
That is
AI.
AI.
The episode's still up, yo. You might want to call.
You can see the man in
PCH.
jersey in the back.
Yo, you might want to call PC.
I can already tell you were
like,
off a
yo,
couple of
can
them
you
wine
clip that?
coolers
Can
in
you
that
clip that out?
picture.
Off them
Eli's giving a bunch
Yeah,
of duos that
yeah.
average 25. That's
Yeah.
quite a few.
All right, Mo said Marc Gasol.
No.
No, sir. No, sir. Shout out to Mark, though.
Kyle Martinez said chill. Joe not making a damn roster in today's game. Joe
Dumars?
Yeah.
Oh my
Nah,
god.
he tripping. Where was that?
That's crazy.
He would sign himself to the Pelicans.
2 weeks, Jeremy Lin.
My
Yeah, for
vote.
them 2 weeks. Yeah, for them
My
2 weeks.
vote.
Hell yeah.
Leaf Dickey said, Ron, a lot of players back then are specialists today, really.
Yeah, specialist bucket getters.
There you
I
go.
mean, that was a lot of people's specialism or whatever back then.
Specialty.
Yeah, there you go. That's the word. Specialism.
Kiki Vanderway. All right. Shout out to specialism and
His defense is so bad. I don't even know how much he's gonna play.
Chandler Fitzgerald became a YouTube member. Shout out to Chandler Fitzgerald. Petty Hardaway said Chris Kaman, Elton Brand, Andre Blatch.
Elton Brand.
Black.
Give Andre Blatch a green light. Come on, man.
Andre Black
I'm
is so
gonna put my
bad,
hand up for
you
Elton
couldn't even
Brand real
spell
quick.
his name right.
Elton Brand is a good name.
I got Elton Brand for sure.
I ain't going.
Yeah,
None of them. But Andre Blatch highlights. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Elton. No.
I don't know if it's too many centers that could guard Chris Kaman today.
Gotcha, buddy.
How many bigs can guard Andre Blatch?
First off, we're putting a wing.
There's only
on
one
Andre
man who
Blatch.
can stop Andre
That's
Blatch,
number
and his
one.
name is Andre Blatch.
Oh man, if Antoine Walker can make the list, Andre Blatch can't make the list.
I'm
No.
saying no, wait, because Elton Brand averaged 25 in 06.
Yeah, no, Elton Brand has seasons already doing.
Didn't
that.
Eddie Curry average like 22 one time?
I got Eddie.
Did you say Eddie Curry?
Didn't he average like 22?
Brother.
All right, fellas, we got a few more members. Ali became a YouTube member. Big ups to Ali. Air View became a YouTube member. Shout out to the view from up top. And Respect Steph became a YouTube member. Shout out to the best player on the 18, 19, 17, 16, whatever Warriors. Shout out to Steph, and I respect him.
What about
Couple
Bubble
more-
TJ Warren?
Bubble TJ Warren. Hey, that boy was dangerous.
On my vote,
that boy
for
dangerous.
sure.
Shout out Bubble TJ. All right, y'all, before we get up out of here, tomorrow is going to be a long day. Pull up early to the panel. You know what time we're going to be here. After the panel, we will have Chill with Chill. Ox, what time is Chill with Chill?
Tomorrow it's at 4 Eastern.
4 Eastern. And then shortly thereafter at 6:30 Eastern, we will have Throwback Thursday. And then we'll come back on Friday and we'll have the TCL. But you guys make sure to pull up the Press Box tonight. If you want to join the Press Box Fantasy League, like I said earlier, make sure to DM the Player's Choice account, add us on Twitter, or just DM me personally, and I will add you to the raffle to potentially get into the league. But if you're not
let
Cash
them know,
Apping me no
Ron.
money, what's up?
Let them know after the Throwback Thursday, we will be recapping the Throwback Thursday and my playback. So make sure that y'all pull up to that as well.
Is this week your game?
Well, it's a game that I'm good with this game that Ron picked. I'm good with it. I'm good with it.
I seen this game. I hit Real Talk immediately. Like, yo,
Yeah. I
Come
know
on.
that game already. I'm very familiar with that game. So yeah, I'm good with it. Yeah.
It's gonna be a good ass game tomorrow. But all right, y'all. It has been real. It has been fun. We will catch you at the same time tomorrow. Like Burner said, drink and drive. Have a hell of a time on Mario Kart. My bad. On Mario Kart. Drink and have a good time playing that video game. Grand Theft Auto 2. That's a good game to play drunk as well.
No, that ain't nothing to play about, y'all. Never drink and drive, yo.
Anything that you guys want to say on the way out?
Merry Christmas.
Dominique Wilkins was better than you thought.
We watching Tom.
Okay, you want to cook up right quick?
Yes, I do.
Oh yeah, do your
Yeah, I'll
do your-
listen. I'll
yeah,
listen.
do
I'll
your
listen.
spiel.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Forgot
So
about
the
that.
original conversation was
ISO,
next
ISO,
to
Ron,
Trae Young.
ISO.
Next to Trae Young, right?
Let me
So the
get this
conversation
work,
was
Morris.
next to Trae Young. You said that Dominique Wilkins was inefficient. I'm not going to disagree with that. He took a lot of tough middies, wasn't a great playmaker, and he was a bad defender. But next to Trae Young was the criteria. So Chill said next to Trae Young, he might put up 30 a game. I actually
Lead the league in scoring. That's what he said. So more than Shea. Thanks.
Okay, fair. And I didn't agree with that. I said he would put up 30 plus. I do think he's underrated as hell. Number one, while I agree with you that he is inefficient relative to era, when you said like relative to era, where was the majority of the offense coming from in that era? It's coming from the post. It was coming from bigs, right? Dominique Wilkins is not a big. He's a wing. He's a wing who didn't always play with necessarily the greatest talent. In, I think, 1989, when he had arguably one of his best teams, did have at the end, Moses Malone. He did have a little bit more talent around him. He did break 50% true shooting. And as he got older, he learned, I think, the game a little bit better that way. So that's one thing. I'll tell you this. I think he's one of the most slept on stars in the NBA, in NBA history, because he didn't win enough. And because of, unfortunately, people like you saying that, well, he was a shot chucker and whatever you saying, like he's not efficient, he's inefficient relative
You're
to
the
era.
problem.
Yeah, a little bit. I'll say this. I don't know how much you I don't know how much you buy into offensive win shares. It's a metric. It may not be it's not gospel. He has 82.3 offensive win shares. There's another player that is consistently top 25 all time and one of the greatest offensive players ever who has 68.3. Who do you think that player is?
Steve Nash.
Played around the same era.
It's not Magic, obviously.
No, he won a championship.
Isaiah?
He won 2 championships.
Isaiah?
Nope. He's another player who was a mega scorer, who had a lot of playmaking deficiencies. The difference is, unlike Dominique, he was not a liability defensively. Some might argue he might be one of the greatest defenders of all time.
Mega scorer, Dominique's era, 2 championships.
Hakeem
Olajuwon.
Yes, Hakeem Olajuwon. So when you say he's inefficient relative to era, I get it, but contextualize the era. When you say he's whatever you're saying about him, please contextualize the conversation we were having was next to Trae Young. Trae Young would make him way better. His best teammates were nothing close, offensively at least, to Trae Young. Okay, so I think in today's, and then the final point that I'll make, and this is why I was getting a little bit pissed off, like when you were talking. Today's space would help a player like Dominique so much. You remove that big from the paint. You remove the physicality. A player like Dominique is going to get downhill way more often than he ever did back then. So that's all I'm going to say. I don't know if this was the cook session y'all signed up for, but this is a cook session I was willing to deliver.
I accepted it, and it was well delivered. Mars, bon appetit.
What? Oh, yeah. Merry Christmas.
Peace out, y'all.
All right. Same time, same place tomorrow, y'all. We up out of here. Tap into the press box tonight.